Which, by the way, we decided it is not Riz and Patrico tattoo. It is
R-I-Z-Z.
He already has your initials tattooed on him. So, I mean, there's already a TP on there.
There's actually a ton of Brandy work on my arm.
You got to put a tiny 2 next to my TP.
TP2?
TP squared.
Well, you guys ready to spin the wheel?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Jeff,
boy.
Here we go. Now, Brandy, what are you hoping to do? Nip, right?
I really do.
Thanks.
Okay.
Appreciate that. That's nice.
Just so you know.
Here, I thought we were friends.
Just so you know, I'm still undecided as to what my choice would be.
Really?
If it lands on Riz's choice, I'm still undecided.
Okay.
I thought for sure you'd go dark horse and go cartilage, to be honest with you.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Cartilage?
Yeah. Just because that would look the dumbest on me, and it'd be tough to live because you can't lay on that side.
It does hurt. Yeah.
That would look pretty silly. On him?
Yeah.
That would look silly.
Afterwards, after it heals, you should be able to pick the jewelry.
Me pick the jewelry? I think I should.
Who invited you?
All right, Jeff, here we go.
And what did we decide? If I
man.
get a piercing, I have to keep it for 2 weeks, right? Is that what we decided?
No, I thought we said month.
It's a month. You said month.
You said month.
You really did.
I had to try for 2
Oh,
weeks.
All right,
by
here
the way, real quick before you spin, you can watch live right now, 1057thepoint.com/Riz. Webcams are up and going.
Here we go. Jeff Burton will get. Go ahead. And round she goes. I'm nervous, to be honest with you.
See, I am not, because there's nothing I can do about it.
Well, now it's in the wheel's hands.
Oh boy, that's.
Here we go, slowing
on.
down, and
Oh,
it is.
no.
Oh, Riz's choice.
Riz's choice. Oh,
How you doing, buddy?
man. Oh, man.
Now,
Oh, boy.
as all the
choice.
cameras point towards me. Well, I feel like there's a lot of pressure on me.
There is. Because you can either be a dick and do the worst thing.
What would be the worst thing for you?
I don't know. I don't know. Because
What
if
do you
I
want
tell
least?
you, then that's what you'll make me do.
No, you know what? I'm going to write it down.
He did say what you thought would be the worst thing.
Yeah, just off the top of my head, I would think the ear would be the worst thing to deal with moving forward after right now.
I just wrote it down.
Your choice?
I just wrote down my choice.
And you've locked it in. You're not changing
I'm
it.
locked in. I'm
Are you
handing
going
it
to
to
pass
Trico.
it to me?
I
Wait,
think.
what is your?
I think you're going to go vain, and you want your name tattooed on me.
What do you think it's good? Well, what do you want least?
I think it's going to be the nip. I really do. That's what I think.
Is that
you'll
what you
check.
want least?
No, I don't know what I want least, but I know that's what you picked.
Or I mean, I could have my name tattooed on you.
You went nipple piercing because that is going to be the most demeaning one.
You think so? How is that
Absolutely.
demeaning? You're gonna have your shirt on.
Because it's going to hurt, and I got to have it for a month, and I got to walk around the Point Fest with it,
Although,
which is very crowded
if
and
it
people
is-
bumping into me,
if
and I'm
it
going to
is-
scream your name every time.
Listen, by the 21st, it's not gonna hurt anymore, will it?
Are you a runner?
Yes.
Sometimes
Who's to
they
say
get
I even
sensitive.
picked that?
Wait, I know you picked that, first of all, and am I going to be able to run with it?
Yeah, you can run with it. I just put a Band-Aid over it.
Okay.
Definitely.
I
Who's to say
have
picked it?
I
the
know
results.
you picked that.
That is over.
I may want my name tattooed
I
on you,
have
Jeff,
the
forever.
results.
You don't want me to play with your nipples?
I do want you to,
Okay.
yeah, especially in front of him. Yeah, that's a good idea.
I have the results in my hand.
And
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going nipple.
yeah, we're going nipples. We're going nips.
Right.
Yeah, cool. Thanks.
All right,
man.
we got the webcams up and going, 1057thepoint.com/Riz. So
Hang on.
he's going to be getting his
Hang
nip
on.
pierced.
You ready?
Now, you got to explain what you're doing here. Jeff has his shirt off, and you
Okay.
have very nice nips, by the way.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I think Video Ben called them meaty.
You take care of
Oh,
those?
beefy. Sorry,
You
beefy.
take care of those
I
beefy
do.
nips?
I do. At my age, you have to. So what are you going to do? You're going to grab it
Okay.
and pull out?
Yeah, so we're going to clamp your nipple, and then we're going to pierce, and then we're going to
long
insert
time
with
since
some
I've ever-
jewelry.
Oh, boy. Okay, so you're going to clamp the nipple.
So we're going to clamp the nipple.
Do you have his nipple marked already?
Yeah, we got
Oh,
it clean,
boy.
prepped, and
I can't
marked.
watch this. Are we gonna hear? Are we gonna hear like a popping sound when?
No.
What if
probably
milk
not.
just
You'll
starts
hear a
squirting out
scream.
everywhere?
We got the nipple cam live. and ready to go. On the webcam.
Some pressure.
All right. So, I don't want to see it.
Oh man.
Oh, man, dude.
All right, Jeff. I want you to explain.
Are you kidding me already?
Woo! Okay.
There's a clamp on my nipple
There's a
right
clamp
now.
on your
and
nipple?
not
Oh,
in a
boy.
pleasurable way.
Oh,
Wait,
boy.
give me like a
I'm seeing
3,
his
2,
nipple.
1.
I'm seeing his
something.
nipple.
Hey, Quattro, you want to come in here and see
Oh,
this?
no,
Come on in, Quattro.
I'm watching-
Here it
oh.
comes.
Deep
Oh,
breath.
is it?
Okay,
Tell me what
is
is
it going?
pierced.
Is it going?
Tell me what is pierced. Oh boy, is it pierced?
Okay, good job, good job.
Are you pierced?
Yeah.
How'd that feel?
Deep
You got some tears.
Let me look. Are you crying?
Write it out. Write it out.
Oh my God! Look at that thing.
Moon, go in real close. Real close.
Am I done?
It's
It's over!
Yay!
Oh, look
Good
how
job, babe. Good job.
look how that thing looks.
That is hot.
Okay, let me put a little bar.
Now, as the needle or whatever that is, the piercing
It was actually a
instrument
telephone pole she stuck through my nipple.
went through your
Your
areola.
eyes are watering, bro.
Like what was the pain like?
On a scale of 1 to 10, I would say an 8 at least.
Really?
But
it was quick though, right?
Yeah, it was pretty quick. But what's weird is the area that it's in is so obviously sensitive that it's just a weird pain too. And I totally felt it in my toes. Totally felt it in my toes.
Now, if you
What
walk
in
into
the crap are you doing right now?
if you walk into a cold room, I wonder if that's going to affect.
Oh,
Sorry.
damn it!
What is that? What are you doing to him?
She's putting
Okay, you're done.
the thing
Oh,
on.
she screwed the
Looks so great.
barbell thing on.
Isn't that awesome?
Hey, we should do the other one.
No.
You want it? I mean, she's already got the stuff.
Yeah, you ready? Go ahead, Riz.
No, I
Riz.
can't for religious reasons.
Hey, you know how
I
we
can't for
always
religious
say,
reasons.
hey, how many times you said all of us or none of us? We do everything as a team.
I never said that.
We got quiet. Good job.
I never.
Good job.
Oh,
That was
Jeff
great.
Burton, everybody.
Yeah.
Yet another freaking punishment.
We're gonna go.
Let's do this.
We're gonna do
Let's
this.
do it. All right.
I have to poop so bad.
Open
right now.
up the wrapper.
That's a big chip, man. This is God, it's huge. Are you sure we gotta do this?
What does it smell like?
Look.
It smells. You want to smell it? It smells
Yeah, yeah.
pretty. I mean, it's got a.
Oh my gosh! I smelled it with my eyes.
All right. It smells hot.
Oh, mine broke! Mine's broken.
I
So
told,
don't
look,
count.
Look how big this chip is. It's not.
It's a
this
giant
is no
Dorito.
Dorito. No, this
But
is.
it's
Hey,
There it is. All right.
That's all you get from me today. As our fearless leader would say, y'all better bring it, because I know for sure. Myself and I know Jeff, you are the same way.
Yeah.
We were comparing our watches in the kitchen before the show. Each of us got about 2 hours of quality sleep last night.
Oh yeah.
Hour 57 is what my watch says.
Yeah, I think in total it said like I was in bed for 4 hours, but a total of 2 hours and 12 minutes of quality sleep.
But not to upset the hockey gods. Totally worth it.
Yeah, 100% worth
Yeah, it
it.
was fun.
It was a blast. That was the first thing you said to me when I walked to the studio. You go, that game stressed me out, man.
Stressed me out.
It stressed me out too.
A lot of covering the eyes in that one.
Yeah, it was gnarly. I actually couldn't sit. So what we did is we went to the basement where there's less things to break. And we got hockey sticks, and I taught my son how to kind of play goalie a little bit. So the entire game, my son and I were running around slapping the tennis ball around the
you just
basement.
couldn't sit still.
Yeah, we couldn't sit still. So we watched the entire game. My daughter sat on the couch with the blankets over her eyes half the time.
That's funny.
And my son and I played hockey while we watched. That definitely helped me be able to go to sleep afterwards, because my whole body, you know, that adrenaline drain where you're just like,
You just
oh
douche it
man,
all
was
out."
I playing?
Yeah.
It was crazy.
In case you missed what happened yesterday, here's our good buddy Chris Kerber with the final call of the Blues' big win last night.
O'Reilly against Bergeron. Bruins win it again. They slap it to the goal. Glove save. Puck knocked loose. Steen has it. Steen will clear. And you can bring out the Zamboni. The St. Louis Blues have won Game 5. A 2-1 win in Boston. And the Blues will come home to Game 6. 1 win away from a Stanley Cup championship. The hardest win in franchise history coming up this weekend.
Pretty awesome.
Unbelievable.
Beautiful.
I heard on the way in, I was listening to our friends down the hall on 101 ESPN, and, you know, their overnight guy doing all the highlights, and he actually got the hockey eventually. My God, did they love basketball.
For 33 seconds.
Oh, my God, do they love basketball over there. And I get why and everything, but they played some of John Kelly's call on it, and it was so cool to hear him doing it as well. It was really badass. I guess he did some radio last night.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I thought you were saying like he was doing TV too. I was like, I didn't know that.
They didn't say. All they said was, they did say KMOX. So I'm assuming that he did the thing where Chris let him do a period or whatever
two
again, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. So the big game is on Sunday, and on Sunday I saw that the official Stanley Cup Twitter account yesterday tweeted, "Hey, I'll be in the building on Sunday," and that in itself makes me lose sleep.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I was so amped up yesterday. It was absolutely insanity.
It's so nice to have the NHL Network and want to watch it.
Right.
This time of the year without any bitterness. You know what I mean? I would watch it anyway because I'm a fan of the game itself. But, man, to see promos with the Blues in it for a change and not the douche hawks and all that, it's so great.
I'll tell you this, too, and you're going to hear this everywhere you go today. Whether you listen to this radio station when we talk Sports with Moon, or we have Anthony Stalter come in the 9 o'clock hour, you turn it on ESPN radio, you turn on your TV, you could probably be at a nail salon and you're going to hear people talking about the controversial goal. And all I'm going to say, and I'll say this when Anthony's in here and everything, and all I'll say is this, and this is what I've been seeing a lot of analysts say, you play until you hear the whistle.
Sure.
Yeah. And guess what? They did not. There was the trip or non-trip or whatever you want to call it.
It was a trip.
It was 100% a trip.
Yep.
Nobody called anything. So you continue to play the game. Everybody stopped, including Tyler Bozak, by the way. Yeah. He stopped too.
Oh, yeah. He looked at the ref like, you want me to go to the box now?
Yeah. He went. Two or four. That's all he did. The best is so the play happened, and Bozak immediately started to defend himself, even though no call was made. Yeah. He goes, "Well, I didn't do nothing. What do you mean?
What are you talking about?"
But it definitely looked like, and this is for Moon, a soccer acrobatic fall.
Was there embellishment?
Yes.
I don't know, man. That second leg that went flying in the air, that could have been a little bit of embellishment.
He left with trainers, and I'm like, there's no way you're even hurt.
Yeah.
No, I think
that's a soft landing.
I want to say he was concussed.
He hit his head,
dude. Yeah.
Embellishment or not, he hit his head.
It's one of those, and this goes for soccer as well. You smart ass. It's one of those when you look at it in slow motion, you're like, come on, dude. But then when you go to normal speed, you're like, whoa, that was a hell of a lot of speed.
Yeah, I think that's why the leg flipped up.
Exactly,
because he was
hell of
moving.
A lot of inertia.
Now the argument that the St. Louis apologists will say is that the guy was backing up. He was already established. Bozak, that is, was already established in his pose, if you will, and this guy was trying to keep him away from the puck using his back end. It's still a penalty, dudes. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't think it was deliberate or malicious and all that. But you can find a half a dozen other non-calls either way, blah blah blah. It wasn't a hand pass or any of that kind of thing.
Well, I was going to say I heard one of the NBC guys after the game, I can't remember who it was, but they had said something along the lines of, I have never seen a goal, or I've never seen a non-call result in a game-winning goal in such importance as this. And I'm like, did everybody forget about the hand pass? Is everybody concussed? And have you forgot about that?
Yeah, well, and we don't want to talk too much sports, and we'll get to sports later, but I think it was your podcast, Jeff, the Last Minute Blues podcast was talking about Berube coming out and not really complaining too much after the hand pass. How cool was that? Can you imagine?
Not one Blues player.
Yeah, after witnessing this call, this goal, this game, can you imagine had that been Sharks versus Bruins hand pass deciding game?
My gosh,
the way that these guys are they're writing every article today is about how the Blues, or I'm sorry, in New England, every article is about how the Blues are the dirtiest team in the NHL history.
Yeah, did you see the? Are you going to talk about the Twitter account? In sports?
No, I haven't seen that.
Okay, well, from their official, they instantly came out with something on their Twitter.
Of course.
And then everyone on, and every news anchor is like, well, this is the big bad Bruins, the guys that are always beating everyone up. And now all of a sudden they're like,
they can't hang in the physical game.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I know you guys had talked about it briefly, but, and Jeff, I'm pointing at you. I know this is radio. You guys talked about how David Backus, he came out and said something along the lines of like, wow, it seems like the officials have put their whistles away and things are getting, their penalties are going away and now things are being, let them play the series out. And even the coach of Boston had said that, I wonder if the Blues are thriving on the fact that they're chipping away at our health.
Yeah. Oh, and his post-game words yesterday were even worse than that, saying how ever since we as in we, St. Louis and or the Blues, complained about the officiating. It's gone the other way, and now the Blues or the Bruins are the ones getting called for everything.
The hell out of here.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
he said it in his post-game press conference.
Look at last night.
Yeah, it's mid-June. These guys are playing and skating harder because they know they're all off in July. So they are going for the coolest trophy in the world.
Yeah.
Working their asses off, and that game was won by Jordan Bennington and the rest.
No doubt about it.
Not by a trip call goal.
That is so. I love how they will skip that completely.
Yeah,
They didn't, though. They mentioned that yesterday on the broadcast. They
No, the
mentioned,
Bruins. I'm saying the Bruins. aren't
They mentioned
calling that
yesterday at on the post-game broadcast that, while this game will be marked by controversy, you cannot forget the 17 shots that Jordan Bennington stopped in the first period.
And to Moon's point, Barry Melrose this morning again on ESPN said the Boston completely outplayed the Blues.
They did.
Completely outplayed the Blues. The difference was the Blues goalie. That was it.
Barry Manilow said that?
Yeah,
Stop
Barry
it.
Manilow said that. He's a huge Blues fan. Yeah, he wrote Gloria. Did you know that?
No, I didn't. That's so cool.
While everybody's going to be talking about the controversial goal and everything, I want to talk about something very, very happy, and that is the fact that today is National Donut Day.
I just wish there was a
really?
donut
It
place
sure is.
close to us that would bring donuts over.
We had Blues.
Jeff, did you just put up a banner, like an SOS banner? Just put it there, make it out of newspaper clippings saying, "Excuse me, hello, Dapper Donuts."
Be dapper.
We need a neon donut sign that we can just turn on so people know we need it.
Over
Yeah,
here.
like Krispy Kreme, when the lights on, that means there's warm donuts. When our lights on, it means donuts are needed
Can we turn the
ASAP.
Jameson,
Yeah.
Jameson line
Oh,
on?
dude, we got
Delivered
Blues.
to the Jameson sign, Dapper Donuts.
We got some blue. I don't remember where we got them, but we got some Blues donuts a couple days ago. We finished them off yesterday, and oh my gosh, the sweetest things on earth because they iced them. There was something in the center,
Yeah.
and they iced them, and then they made Blues logos and "Let's Go Blues" all over. So it was just like icing with some dough underneath it. And God, I loved it.
So good.
Well, so here are some fun facts as far as National Donut Day. 3 favorite types of donuts are, any guesses? I mean, number 1 is obvious. Glazed is number
glazed, long
Chocolate Long John.
Yeah.
1. No.
Just get jelly.
Nope.
Not a basic.
One of
jelly?
them is filled.
Oh, Boston
Boston
cream.
cream.
Boston cream.
What a shame.
And the third one, I don't necessarily know what this means. It just says chocolate frosted. Does that mean cake
just-
donut chocolate frosting?
Yeah, just a
Yeah.
Or
donut
does it
with
mean
chocolate on it, I'd probably.
Okay, so does it mean chocolate donut with frosting? I don't know.
But do people actually like prefer that though? Select like go in there and if you get one donut, that's what you get. Because I feel like
That's usually what I do.
Yeah.
the
QT
basic
chocolate Long
one?
John
No.
donut is damn good.
I'm talking about when I go in, I have one donut that I get.
Yeah, but I'm saying when you get one donut, do you get a basic donut with just chocolate frosting?
I mean, so I know my old man gets a vanilla Long John.
I do the
I'm not
same
talking
thing
about
on
Long
the
Johns.
chocolate.
Long Johns are different. I don't know why.
Why?
but
That's not different.
They're 2 different spots on the list.
I guess so.
So what do you question? What are you asking?
He's
I'm
asking
saying
who gets the
nobody-
basic.
Nobody goes, oh my God, I love donuts. You know my favorite one is that basic one with just the chocolate on top.
He's saying nobody's a basic donut bitch.
like everybody would go, what? Are you, why?
Yeah, they may not, but every anytime someone brings it into work, there's always one of those.
That's
in
what
there.
I'm saying.
And it's always
I
the
think
last
it's-
one.
I think it's because it's like the most standard thing. It's like, the easiest thing to draw. Because they just make a billion of them and put them in every box.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
go now. What's an ice cream place? Maggie Moo's, is that what it is? You know, where they fold in all the toppings and everything.
Good old Maggie
Okay,
Moo's.
yeah.
Just go in there and just get a vanilla.
Yeah,
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
But
God,
yeah.
I love donuts. Can I have this basic donut?
it's a good call.
How many people in this survey that they took said that they hate all donuts? That they hate donuts?
57.
0.
10%.
1% of people said that they hate all donuts.
57 people.
Would you ever cut a donut in half and not eat the whole thing?
Yeah,
Yes.
I do it all the time.
Yes. All the
66% of people say it's acceptable.
Yeah,
I'm the
this-
same way.
I always cut out the center.
Scott, it's Friday,
You
man.
got like an apple core.
Yeah.
If you did cut the donut in half, who would you most likely share it with?
Grandma.
Myself about 10 minutes later.
Well, 34% of people said their significant other, 32% said their kids, and 11% said no one. It's my donut. 56% of us have brought donuts into work, and just over half of us think more highly of coworkers when they do.
I was
bring
just going to
donuts
say,
into
I
work.
miss Engineer Tim.
Thank
Yeah.
you. I was going to say, Tim,
Yeah.
where are
Tim,
you?
I
my
miss you,
brother?
dude.
Happy donut day, dude. or
Tim
whatever it is.
today would if he was still here, he would bring. I mean, he's not passed, but if he was in this building,
R.I.P. Tim.
he would bring Old Town donuts, and I would kiss him on the
It
lips
was lovely.
today.
I love seeing Tim on Fridays.
22% of people think donuts are the best food to post on Instagram. Next, right underneath that is pizza. And how do you spell the word donut, Scott? Go.
DOUGHNUT.
Jeff.
DONUTZ.
Moon.
Well, I'm looking at it spelled DOUGHNUT. So for me, it's probably 50-50.
Yeah, it just depends.
57%.
We see you.
Stop. 57% of people.
Oh, look, we see the open sign,
I know,
too.
he was just at the front door and he was looking right over here.
They just hit the open sign?
Yes.
Well, our mouths are open, ready for donuts.
Yeah.
And
Scott will be right there.
57% of people spell donut D-O-N-U-T.
Yes.
Here are
shorter.
some.
It's just.
So is that
quicker.
right or
It's easier.
wrong?
They're both correct. They say they're both correct. Here are some deals that you can get today if you're out and about and you want some free donuts instead of yelling across the street.
Instead of having a morning radio show and saying I want donuts, what else can you do?
If you buy any drink at Dunkin' Donuts, you get one donut for free.
Oh, that's cool.
You get a free donut at Krispy Kreme just by walking in the door. You just walk in the door and
Yeah,
here's a
they
free
do
donut.
that
Is it
every
like that
year.
all the time?
I think they
Coolest
do that every
process.
year.
Close. Walmart is giving away over 1 million free glazed donuts today. All you
So
have
if you
to
just
do
walk in, you get 1 million?
Yeah, that's cool.
get them.
Come
out.
on,
Get 'em
come
out.
on, that's funny.
I'll give it to
You
him.
better
Wait.
bring a truck.
Just walk in, you get 1 million donuts.
Dang, that's so
That's what all those trucks are for.
All you have to do is head to the bakery section at Walmart, and you can get one there. Entenmann's. Is there an Entenmann's around here?
There used to be. You can still buy them in grocery stores. I know that.
Well, if you head,
There were the standalone shops?
Yeah.
I
Wow.
never knew that.
Okay, so you know the Entenmann's though, right?
Well, yeah, of course.
yeah, the
You know,
fantastic.
the powder
do you know
ones?
why?
Yeah, of course.
Do you know why? Well, I mean, obviously, when we were kids, those chocolate-covered ones, if you open them up and then dip it in milk, it's almost like a plastic bag. It
Yeah.
just holds the
Yeah.
milk.
You can actually pour
Fantastic.
it back into your
Yeah,
mouth.
you
Yeah.
really could, dude. That
Absolutely
was the best thing.
amazing.
But
was a
also,
lacquer right there.
there's like books out there, like health books that say like, eat this, not that, or whatever it is. And I think the Entenmann chocolate donut that we all love so much is the #1 like worst food for you.
It's one. There's something in Entenmann's website that is like always on that list. I think it might be like something that's like their cream cheese cake
Oh, is
Danish
it?
or something.
Yeah.
But it's like the worst thing you can eat for breakfast.
But really, the best thing is Dapper Donut.
Okay,
those
all
are
right,
great.
all right.
In Creve Coeur.
Entenmann's is running a contest through their website where you can suggest a new donut flavor, and if they pick yours, you get $5,000 in donuts for a year. And then Hardee's is also giving out free Fruit Loops mini donuts all weekend with any purchase, but you need to download a coupon from their website. So,
Hey, guys, I did find this. There's an Entenmann's bakery outlet.
Oh.
So we can find that.
that's pretty awesome.
Oh, here's that list. Please, that chocolate
Nothing
donut.
better than a donut on clearance.
Oh,
Yeah,
the one,
it's
the one
only
that you're
been
talking
there-
about is a New York style
It's pretty
crumb cake.
unhealthy.
Yeah, man. And it's just yikes. It's just loaded with stuff.
Yeah, the numbers are not in its favor.
Yeah. Switching from donuts to something that's maybe as sexy as donuts to some people. About a year ago, a pharmaceutical company in Japan created a new body wash and a deodorant that smells like what they say is a young woman.
What?
Creepy. They isolated 2 chemical compounds that young women produce a lot and older women do not produce it. And those compounds kind of smell like peach and coconut. Since they launched this product, it has been a massive hit. Massive hit. So who do you think is buying this young women-scented deodorant and body wash? Who is buying this?
I'm going to say moms.
Okay. Jeff says moms. Moon?
Man, I don't know. I think that's as good a guess as any.
Yeah,
Okay.
'cause they wanna
Scott, do you
feel
agree,
or
disagree?
I guess
smell younger.
I'll go the opposite where it's creepy old guys.
Well, guess what? You are absolutely
Who? Which who?
both correct.
Oh, good. Wow.
The
we
company
did good.
figured the soap would be popular with older women, and it has been, but they've also seen a ton of sales from lonely dudes.
Oh boy.
According to the
What are
company,
you checking a survey at the cashier? How, like, hey,
I don't-
lonely dude here. Here's my
well,
product.
it's just dudes. It's just dudes.
What if they have daughters?
According to the company, a lot of the guys aren't using the soap; they just sniff it.
Come on, man.
That's what it says here, and it says that it makes them feel like a woman is around.
Speaking of making me feel like a woman is around, here's the Entenmann donuts that we were talking about, the chocolate ones. You want to hear the numbers?
Quickly, yes.
First of all, on the box it says, "Join us for a milk drive," which just sounds disgusting. One donut, and they're not that big. Remember, they're like not as big as a Krispy Kreme. It's probably a little bit smaller, right? One donut. How many calories do you think there are?
No idea.
700.
300 per donut. 20 grams of fat, 13 grams saturated fat, 190 sodium, 30 grams of carbs, 17 grams of sugar in one.
That's great.
Yeah, that's not going to be good for you.
It's pretty gnarly. But God, remember how good those were?
Yeah,
They
I
are-
think I used
they
to
are
like
delicious.
do 2 or 3 of those at a time. You know?
Oh, yeah.
They are absolutely delicious.
Same.
There's one piece of business that we do have to get to before we move on, and that is crowning the Craigslist Freak of the Week. Yesterday, my old man John Patrico was in the studio for 3 brand new ads, and it was quite the competition. I originally had thought that there was going to be a clear-cut, no doubt about it, for sure winner without question, and then people on social media started to not persuade me to change my endorsement, but they brought up a very good point. Like, one of these ads we thought was for sure going to win because it involved incest. We totally just glossed over the fact that a man wanted to chop off his manhood and then sell it.
Yeah, somebody was telling us right then. That's when I switched my vote.
But the votes are in. The votes have been tallied. The voting tabulation has been closed. You hit Twitter up, and here, I don't know what the hell that even meant.
That was interesting.
You hit Twitter up, and here is how the ads panned out. Number 3 was ad number 2, Princess Guyana with 12%. And if you remember, that is the guy who was a hard-working hooligan in the streets, but Princess Meghan in the sheets. And number 2 with 25% of the vote, even after the last-minute push of, hey, guys, this is a fellow that just wants to chop off his ween. Woody the Woodpecker ended up coming in second place with 25% of the vote, which means your Freak of the Week winner with 63% of the vote was everybody's favorite, and by endorsing, I mean, and that was Fam Jansen.
One last night in our old house, Rants and Raves, Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. Looking for some quick advice and don't want to hear it from anyone as far as what I was doing is wrong. I know it's wrong. Just looking for some serious help here. 2 days ago, my parents decided to sell my childhood home. My sisters and I went over to help clean it out. We ended up drinking a couple of cold ones and got really wasted and took some pills. I don't really know what happened, but eventually we all ended up naked, and I'm pretty sure we all had sex. I know for a fact that I didn't use any protection, and now I'm afraid that one or both of my sisters may be pregnant. When I woke up, I was in my bedroom alone, and both sisters were gone. Last night, I got a text from my older sister, and it just said, "Never happened. Never speak of this." I want to find out exactly what happened, especially considering that my mind is a little fuzzy on everything. How do I ask my sisters if I slept with them? How can I assure myself that neither of them are pregnant? Again, I'm a little hazy on the details, but I'm almost positive I loved it. Please, no hate or email written in disgust. I am just looking for honest advice. Thank you so much in advance.
Off to a creepy start.
Congrats. I mean, I really, that,
Way to go, you.
this, after
See you in the
hearing it,
playoffs.
after hearing it the second time, he says, I'm not quite sure, but I'm pretty sure we had sex. And then at the end he goes, I'm pretty sure I loved it.
Yeah.
So, like, what are you not sure about?
A lot of
because
kills.
what did you love? But
I guess he likes the idea because he can't remember it.
that guy is moving on to the Craigslist Freak of the Year, the semifinal round, and vying for his chance to win the Jerry Sandusky Memorial Trophy later on in the year. Today's Mattress Direct Team Riz member of the day is from Washington, Missouri, Dalton Edwards.
Yay, Dalton.
He works at National Tire and Battery in Kirkwood and has been listening religiously for the last 5 years. He's not a morning person, but we put him in a good mood and get him ready for work. He's a father of 2 beautiful children, ages 8 and 6, huge Cardinals fan, and his favorite band is Avenged Sevenfold, but he has not seen them in person yet. But he hopes to change that. But today's Team Riz member of the day is Dalton Edwards from Washington, Missouri. If you want to sign up, it's simple. All you have to do is go to 1057thepoint.com/Team Riz. Tons to get to today, including your chance to win some prizes. We will play Where Are You Paying Attention? I mentioned before we'll be talking hockey with Anthony Stalter. We've got your Friday fail stories. But up first, we have a look at your traffic and weather. Here is Jeff Burton coming at you.
Point traffic update brought to you by Ryan Kelly, the homeloanexpert.com. And there's nothing going on, thankfully. Your point forecast today, scattered storms in the area, highs right around 80 tonight, 65 for a low. Tomorrow, 80% chance of rain, 70s for a high, just under 70 for a low. And then on Sunday, if you're going to be out, storms possible in the afternoon, high around 80. Right now, it's 72 at the Point Studio. Point forecast brought to you by CarX Tire and Auto.
This is the joy for me. I love pizza. I love pizza. I now just manage it. I don't deny myself pizza. I have pizza every day. That's the genius of this program. I haven't lost any weight, and I eat pizza every single day.
Yeah, we don't want to do anything to scare your children. That's the last thing we want to do. We don't want to scare anybody.
Hello, ladies. I'm King Scott the Virgin, 34-year-old, just looking for the love of my life. Queen. Someone I could rule their heart, they can rule my heart. It just means a lot to me to find the right lady for me. I've been looking my whole life, and this is the moment.
Does the carpet match the drapes?
Our wedding night, we'll find out. I enjoy playing guitar, singing, performing live. I also love doing comedy. I do sketch comedy. It's a real hoot. I work in the medical field. I help doctors. I assist them during cataract removal surgeries. Turn-ons, kale with a little bit of salt. Harmonizing while we sing. Shoe size under 8. Someone who can walk in high heels. Matching socks. Someone who appreciates a new pair of Hanes. Badminton. Golfing in the nude. Television shows that start with the letter L. Wealthy parents. Turn-offs, nice discussion on feminism. Less than 10 teeth, more than 12 teeth. Thicker mustache than mine. Poor parents. It's gross. I'm looking for a woman who wants to braid all through the night. Someone who has a lot of airline miles that we can use. You care a lot about me, and you don't care if I know or I'm kin to someone who's pretty famous. I'm a virgin because I've been waiting for my true love. You.
So we're at Gateway Motorsports Park, and we are at the Kartplex facility. and we're about to get into the fastest go-karts in the nation. And who do you think's going to win, fellas?
This guy. Not me.
Patrico.
Not me.
Lena's Pizza,
Patrico.
Lena'sPizzaSTL.com. We got ourselves, hopefully, one more hockey game, one more game, and then the Blues will win the Stanley Cup. That's what we're hoping. Wouldn't you love, you've been waiting 49 years for this. 49 years for this. Wouldn't you like to sit down in front of this game on Sunday with a beautiful Lena's Pizza in front of your face? Of course you would. That's the only thing that will make that victory on Sunday that much more sweet. Lena'sPizzaSTL.com. Know where to get them now. Aldi, Deerbergs, Schnucks, Target, Straub's, and all the the mom and pop stores as well, Legrand's and Justine's Gustines. Also a Frick's B&H Market. It is a beautiful pizza, and it is locally made, so why not watch your local team bring home the Stanley Cup with a little Lena's Pizza in front of your face? Lena'sPizzaSTL.com.
What's up, you weirdos? So on May 20th and September 23rd, this 5-mile obstacle course will be filled with runners, gladiators, all competing to be the best at Battleground Cedar Lake. Battleground, right next to the winery. So what we're going to do is we're going to try out some of the obstacles and see how we do. Probably not great.
Oh, he's going up the car.
There goes the boss.
We're really supposed to be getting encouraged.
There goes the boss.
There you go. Hey, he's actually not doing terrible.
Really isn't.
He's actually got some
Really, his
speed.
only problem is the Adidas
I was
sweatpants
just
with
going to
Nike,
say, one
Nike shorts or Nike shoes.
Hey, while he's going to the cover, can we comment that I'm standing in the damn shrubbery? What is
yeah.
this?
Well, nobody
a
forced you.
shrubbery.
Shrubbery, whatever.
Shrubbery.
Okay, you got brands.
Oh, he crossed it. Yay!
You're doing great, boss.
You're doing so
great.
good.
Holy cow.
You're doing so good.
That's a good color on you.
Thanks.
Huh?
What, fear? Fear's
Yeah.
a good color on you.
You got it, man.
Guys.
Does have brands.
Way to go, buddy.
He's doing so good.
He really...
He almost lost it. That was almost bad.
started off
That
on
was
the highlight
almost
reel.
bad.
Well, I guess
All right, guys, here's Jeff's turn.
Even jogging.
Here comes Jeff, I think his name is. So
I'm Slim Shady.
Jeff wore his favorite purple shirt today. It's a lucky purple shirt.
I mean, immediately. The man's not even a third of the way up, and you already commented on his outfit.
Hey, we can see your crack, man.
Yeah, we can't see your crack.
And
Oh, boy.
I think if you look at his friend, you can see his penis.
Where's the elevator?
I was told there'd be bagels, some sort of alcohol.
Woo.
This feels good right here.
Okay, only Jeff. Straddling the top apparently feels good. You got it.
Yeah, that's exactly how you're supposed to do it.
Shut up.
Hey, guys, don't fight today, okay?
Hey, you know what a dog
No,
track?
this is encouraging.
You know what a dog track? They put the little the fake
I've seen
hair
one
on the
be the guy
side.
fell.
Yeah, yeah.
They put a fake little boy.
I quit. I quit this.
So he can run quicker. What? You know why? Because the kid stole money from Jeff.
These guys are ridiculous.
That's why he just wants his money
I
back.
hate them so much.
Oh, Jeff's down.
Jeff's almost
Almost down. Hey, there he is. Jeff's got it.
Yeah!
I know this is funny.
He's now
He's taking
urinating
a
on the
leak
course.
right now. You can't take a leak over there. Oh, he's already going. All right, there he is. Moon's done already.
So
Here
there's
goes
no.
Moon.
The cool thing is there's no height requirement, obviously, for this.
He's like a little kid.
His short goes right off the
He was. Well, the good thing is he's so energetic because he took a nap on the way out. He was in his car seat. He slept the whole.
Oh, my
Oh, I thought he was gonna die.
Oh, that was actually kind of cool.
You gonna do that?
He doesn't do a whole lot of cool things, but that was
Yeah,
awesome.
but not as graceful going down as the
No,
rest of us.
No, he only just kind of cut your times
Oh, he's
in
done
probably half.
Yeah, but I'm not a show off like that.
I was hoping that he would take a lot longer because I don't want to go.
You could do this, man.
All right, here comes Mr. Patrico.
Here it comes.
I can't wait to see him go. Oh,
He's running. He's running.
Here goes
Did you
Mr.
stretch?
Patrico. Yeah! He did better than I thought. Honestly,
Hey, there's
it's a
that.
lot better than I thought.
You were a lot higher than we anticipated.
It's very
He's
meta.
got it.
You filling him.
Oh, look, he's already up.
Jeff's doing good.
He's got it, man.
He's got to get.
Wow.
good
Look
thing
at
is-
Jeff Burton.
Yeah!
Jeff Burton.
Yeah, man.
Good. Tell me when.
I mean, why even
Here I go.
commentate this?
Here I go. I'm
Yeah,
doing
here he
everything
goes,
awesome.
up
I'm so
and
good. Look at me.
over.
I'm fit and thin. Oh, yeah.
I took
and
no
I'm
time,
jumping.
and I'm
Here
doing a
I
little flare also at the end as I'm going over.
Hey, I'm Moon. I'm a giant dick.
So I guess that's us trying out some of the obstacles here at Battleground Cedar Lake, right next to the winery. May 20th, September 23rd, this place will be filled with people trying to beat the course, trying to beat the best.
I'm looking online at radioonline.com, and I just want to read this here. It says winners for the 2019 Radio Mercury Awards were announced Thursday night at the 28th annual award presentations held at Sony Hall in New York. It was hosted by Orlando Davis, program director and host of the Orlando and the Freak Show from Tampa, and the Rizzuto Show host Scott Rizzuto on KPNT 105.7 The Point.
All right.
It's a good show.
I was I texted briefly with Riz yesterday, and I guess he was walking to the Sony Hall in New York, and I said, "You nervous?" And he goes, "No, not at all." I said, "All right, man, cool. Well, you're gonna do great. You're gonna crush it." And he goes, "Yeah, man, everything's great." And I was
I can hear him going, am I?
in my head, I'm like, it's the same thing. I mentioned this yesterday, like beat Shazam. He's going to say he's not nervous, and he's probably not nervous until he sees whatever he's going to be doing on a stage. And that's when he goes, oh, boy. Bad boy.
What, you changed the script? Okay, that's good. I like that idea.
If they change the script from rehearsal
Right.
on Wednesday to yesterday, they might as well. Look online and see if the Sony Hall in New York is on fire currently.
How do you pronounce Smith? I just want to double check, be sure. Smith.
Smith, because it wasn't here yesterday, so I have to.
Okay, here we go.
You know what, though? Do you blame the man?
No, not at all.
Nope, not at all.
I mean, if you're doing something on stage where you have to have a blazer on, it's probably important.
Yeah, I agree. He will be back on Monday, though. Full show, back together Monday. And, Jeff, I cannot get the sentence out of my head that you said yesterday, that when Riz comes back into the studio and we hear him talk on this microphone for the first time in 3 days or whatever it is, we could be Stanley Cup champions.
Could be Stanley Cup champions.
Unbelievable.
I mean, crazy.
Unbelievable.
Wow, that Sony Hall is very cool looking.
Is it?
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. You know who's going there in July? Scott Stapp.
Ah, sweet.
All right, I'm
All
going.
right.
Nice.
We're going to do some news here, and it's all brought to you by Crush Red. Experience what elevated fast casual is all about. I'm going to try and keep it lighthearted. It's Friday, and I'm sure Friday fail stories will, be full of death and really sad stories. But first things first here, cops are searching for a 65-year-old man who they say has memory issues. Cops are searching for Jeffrey Steiner. He was last seen walking south on, is it Rise Road? Reese Road.
I believe.
Because of a condition, police say he may just be lost or confused. Anyone with information is asked to call the Baldwin Police Department.
Our buddies at the Baldwin Police. They will figure that out, hopefully, man.
That's a nightmare.
Yeah.
Sure is.
Anybody been driving around in the city or downtown, and you're bound to see these if you are driving in the area. They look like police cars. They even say the word police on the side. There is a badge on the side of the car. But they are not official police vehicles. So what are they? Basically what it is it's a company called the City's Finest LLC. It's a private security firm that hires off-duty St. Louis police officers to work an approved secondary job. They've been around for a while, since 2007. Currently, there's about 200 to 250 certified law enforcement officers that work for this company, and they are off the clock, and they are working basically as a second job. So what do? Well, it's simple. They drive in areas like the Grove, Soulard, the Central West End, and while on-duty cops are responsible for patrolling an entire district that could span several miles, the City's Finest, they stick to one focused, much smaller area that's hired them.
Okay, so the municipality, the city, whatever, hires them.
So the Grove calls the City's Finest and says, hey, we need you to just, where these bars are, we need you to just patrol this area. So what can they do? Well, pretty much almost everything a regular police officer does. They carry their issued weapon. They can wear their uniform. And basically what they are there to do is their primary job would be basically quality of life crimes like disturbing the peace, loud music, panhandling, loitering, and doing business and welfare checks. So they're not there to, pull over speeders. They're not there to find drunk drivers. They're not there to stop violent crimes.
They're security guards.
They are security guards who also happen to be police officers.
So this is, and you have cops in your family, so you know about this. This is cops doing secondary. If they're not
Correct.
working for their police department, they can do this sort of thing on the side, which happens all the time. This is just a company that helps them find gigs.
Correct. Well, this is a company that basically is that gig. So,
that's what I'm saying. You get hired by this company as a police officer, and then say, well, they need somebody in the Grove tonight from blah, blah, blah. That's great.
Yeah.
That's great as long as it's not confusing.
They're even permitted to make arrests, write tickets, conduct investigations, gather evidence, and respond to certain dispatch calls. Now, why is this becoming a thing? Well, people are calling and saying there's somebody impersonating a cop.
Right. Yeah. You see a car just with the large letters you said says police on the side?
Yeah.
I mean, I would be like,
They're saying, and they have the red and blue running lights, like they have everything. And there are people that are calling saying, what do you mean you're a cop? That doesn't look like a cop car. It doesn't even say county cop or city cop, or it says nothing on it. It just says police. You ain't going to do anything to me. They're like, no, listen, we're legit cops. Like, we are legit police officers. So they're saying, like, hey, you got to respect these guys. Like, they're again, they're not here to solve, like, murder cases. But if you're having a party and you live in Soulard and somebody shows up in a vehicle that says police on the back of it and has a badge on it, you got to listen to them.
It's a good
They
thing
can write you a ticket.
It's a good thing to get out there because without this knowledge, had I seen a car like that didn't have the plate, the city or the county plate, the actual department plate, I would think, whoa.
Give me a break. Get out of here.
I mean, I've
got
never
it.
seen that
Thank
before.
you. Thanks, Rent-A-Cop. And then all of a sudden, okay, that's a real cop.
Tonight I'm going to be very cautious when I'm going loitering.
Yeah, you should.
Right. Anybody ever been to Schlotsky's?
Yes. Long time.
I love
Is that across from the old arena?
I have no idea.
Yes, I think there was one.
Yeah.
I never even heard of Schlotsky's
It's
until
great.
there's one in Branson. Now, my sister-in-law raved about it. She said something about their pizzas are absolutely amazing. And I looked at their menu online, and it looks and sounds delicious.
Yeah.
There's one coming to St. Louis, and it's finally got an opening date, June 13th, next week.
So is it not the one that I'm thinking of? Because we used to go to some place right across from the old arena after.
It was in St. Louis and left.
I'm trying to think.
Yeah,
It
now
was
it's
exactly-
back.
Pretty sure.
That was like the blues spot.
Yeah. Well, now
back then.
it's
Or
right
one of them.
right on Long Road, right across from, what was that place called, PM Barbecue?
Chesterfield Long Road?
Yes.
Yeah. PM
It's like
Barbecue.
it's connected to a gas station. And I saw them building it.
Oh, is it the where the bakery used to be? Is that?
I'm not sure. I'm not super familiar with the area, but it's literally in the gas station that's right across the street from PM Barbecue.
Yeah, that's it. It's got a big car wash and everything. Yeah.
Yes. So there's 5 locations that are coming, and it's all from the woman that owns the Waterway car washes.
Oh, the Dubinskis?
Yeah.
Or at least it used to be the Dubinskis.
I believe that's the same family. The next one's going to open in the first quarter of 2020 on Clarkson. And here's what's cool. Next Thursday, the first 100 guests that purchase a Cinepack of 6 Cinnamon Classic Rolls will win free Schlotsky's for a year.
Wow. That's pretty huge.
And the Schlotsky's locations will have mobile ordering, on-the-go pickup kiosks, full catering menus, and Carvel ice cream and Cinnabons.
That is not where I'm thinking of at all.
Yeah, and this isn't the one where I'm thinking. I don't think it's the same one.
Yeah, that
So-
one's by Maryville.
Yeah. Oh, this is one that's already open. Okay, got it.
What? Wait, no.
Oh, wait, no, this one it says permanently closed. So this is an old location that I pulled up a map that it's.
Yeah, I was going to say the only location in St. Louis right now is opening next Thursday.
And it's on Long Road.
On Long Road. And then they're opening one on Clarkson early next year.
Yeah, that's right by in Chesterfield, right by where
Right where
ITAP
the-
used to be.
Where the plane went down.
Yes.
Yes, it's two.
Same
It's,
area,
so there's a gas station there.
Yeah.
Then there's a McDonald's. And there's another gas station. It's connected to
Yeah,
that.
from what I remember, I loved it. I was pretty young.
Here's some local food news for you. Food news. You got to be kidding me. Dapper Donuts just
Look
brought
what just
donuts.
walked in.
Yeah, and he's got donuts.
That's incredible. Thank you guys very
Thank
much
you.
for bringing us
Yeah.
donuts on National Donut Day.
Running across the parking lot.
Happy National Donut Day.
That's
Be careful.
incredible. That's incredible.
That's
Thank
not-
you guys
that's
very
not
much.
a crosswalk.
Yeah, go to the crosswalk.
So, local food news here. There's a festival coming to downtown St. Louis, and it's at Ballpark Village, and it's every taco lover's dream come true. The St. Louis Taco Festival is happening later this month. St. Louis area restaurants, food trucks, eateries, they're all coming together, and they're going to be serving a bunch of tacos and other items, including like Mexican corn, churritos, churros, tamales, nachos, and more. And they're all keeping the price simple, $3 for a taco.
Wow.
This sounds amazing.
The St. Louis Taco Festival will be at Ballpark Village June 15th. And according to the event on Facebook, there's already over 40,000 people that want to go to this thing.
So
There's going to be bars open, and they're going to have like pop-up beverage stations where you can get like margaritas and tequila, beer, water, and soda.
Yeah, yeah.
Cash or credit only, but all food items will work on like a voucher system. So you got to go somewhere, buy your little tickets, then you go and you get your tacos and your churros and your things like that.
that's a good way to do it.
There's going to be other vendors on site to sell food too, like grilled cheese and poppers and things like that for the kids if they don't want it. There's going to be face painters and bounce houses and games and activities. I mean, this sounds awesome.
It really does.
This sounds like a party.
I don't know if you've been down to Ballpark Village recently, but they do. They've been doing these blues watch parties and some other things, and Teenage Dirtbags has played there, and they put in a whole new sound system that is sick. It is awesome, huge. Like they're putting so much behind all the little stuff now. You know,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like
Oh, yeah.
things that people aren't noticing that you're noticing that really do make a difference, like sound systems.
Somebody said, you know who's super happy about this? The porta potty rented people.
Oh boy.
When you call them,
all
they're,
the-
oh, dude, they're stoked. They're like, the extra porta potties coming your way.
Yeah.
So it's actually, what's cool about it, too, is it's a family event. So each paying adult, if your child is under 10, they get in, two kids get in for free.
That's real cool.
So you can get all of the information and stuff on online or on Facebook. And actually, they're selling VIP tickets where you get free food and certain free drinks for $60. It's worth it.
Yep.
I definitely think
Speaking
it's
of
worth
good taco, I should know the name of it. Hey, Moon, what's the place on Main there in St. Charles? It's like Tia. Tia and whatever. That place starts with Tia.
Tia and
TIA.
Tamari.
Yeah, you're talking about with the butt
Yeah.
butt stools.
That restaurant is so tasty.
Yeah, it's good.
They
good
nailed
mix
it
it.
of
in
The
there.
butt stools. What the
It's
hell?
got- it's
Yeah,
like-
they have
Oh,
the famous.
it's got like
yeah,
the thongs.
Yeah, yeah. If
Okay.
you sit in it and take a picture from behind, it looks, you know,
Gotcha.
like the
Yeah, I know
stool
what you're talking
is in the
about.
shape of a.
And that's on Main Street, you said?
yeah. And it's like, what is it, Taco Tuesday? It's $1 taco, I think.
I
there.
think so.
that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, it's so good.
On the north side.
Highway fixtures when they redo the highways. I mean, it's probably expensive, right? I would assume it costs a lot of taxpayers' money.
Yeah, I think
It's not cheap
Especially in
to
St. Louis when every road is under construction at all times.
right. It's not cheap to move a highway, but in Colorado a few weeks ago there was a massive rock slide, and a giant boulder fell right onto Highway 145, and the highway to this day is still down to one lane because of the 8.5 million pound boulder.
Oh my gosh.
Boulder. I mean, it's huge. It's massive. So the state finally figured out a solution on what to do with this. They're not moving the rock. They're moving the entire highway
Jesus.
because it's cheaper to do
I
that.
was gonna say, I'm sure it's cheaper.
It would have cost $1.5 million to blast the boulder away, then remove the pieces, then repair the road. It's only going to cost them $1.3 million to just rebuild the road.
This thing's the size of a city in Colorado. This boulder is.
I'm going to give you that because that's a thinker and I like it.
It was very Scott.
Thank you. Scott?
I gave
I
Scott
love it,
one.
yeah.
I gave Scott one. I'm giving you one too.
Man, thanks, everybody.
What, a
Thanks,
pass?
everybody.
That's not a pass.
Hey, Burton, that joke rocks, man.
Scott, you took it too far.
God, guys.
You took it too far.
That's that highbrow humor.
Yeah, right.
Man, happy donut day
Can't
to
do
us.
this.
Yeah, those look amazing over there.
I got to play you this video, especially considering that we have got, Jeff, what would you say? Probably 18 to 19,000 emails about Patoots out?
Yeah, a little bit.
Lots of people emailing us and sending us pictures of people with their Patoots out in random places. Have you seen this video of this kid on the plane?
I saw the story. I have not seen or heard the video.
Okay, you're going to love this. So toddlers, as we know, have zero filters. I mean, that is exactly how my daughter is. If my daughter thinks that you're ugly, she's going to say that you're ugly.
Yeah,
You know?
they're the perfect message deliverers.
Yep. So a 4-year-old named Rodney was traveling with his dad from Orlando to Houston when Rodney spotted a set of bare feet poking out from behind his seat. His dad started taking a video when he saw that his son was noticeably reacting to the bare feet. And this is what it sounded like.
Sticky feet behind me. I think it's a lady. Why is somebody on my feet behind me?
Fucking sentence, please be seated for departure.
I thought you had your feet behind me.
Now, if you didn't hear what he said, there's some stinky feet behind me. It's a lady, and these feet stink. And then he turned around, like in between the little crack, and looked at her and goes, "Why are your feet behind me?"
Oh, that's great.
Wow.
Good on you, Rodney.
Yes.
There you go, Rodney.
Good on you.
What's his accent, by the way?
3-year-old?
Yeah, I was going to say 4-year-old. That's what his accent is.
Post-toddler.
Yeah. One final story here in news for you. Remaking your bed with clean sheets. I think we've talked about this before, the fact that a lot of people leave their sheets on their bed longer than you're supposed to. I'm telling you, you might want to do it more often. Because there's a British bedmaster, a bed retailer called Time for Sleep, and they teamed up with a university over there to see what kind of germs hang out on 4-week-old bed sheets. And the results are disturbing. They showed that bacteria growing in the bed, including those linked to pneumonia, gonorrhea, and appendicitis, can be found as early as 1 week.
Whoa.
1 week. Which
You
is
gotta have
absolutely
your appendix
disgusting.
out. When was the last time you changed your bed sheets?
Was this a study done by Tide, so you'd wash?
I don't know.
Yeah.
They also found a bunch of other different bacterias, including bacteria that cause throat infections.
Oh, man. So you know what I did is when I was sleeping alone, I had a king bed. I would just sleep on the edge for a week. And then I'd move over a foot for the next week, and then move over. I'm kidding.
Well, you're such a little fella that you got a month out of it.
That's
Yeah,
a
that's
myth
sweet.
that you keep perpetuating. That I
So
don't
what
appreciate.
do the experts say? What do the bed experts say? How often should you change your sheets?
Isn't it once? Is it once a week or once every other week? And remember, the experts also said shower at night instead of the morning, so you're cleaner in your bed. And I've taken that advice.
Correct. They do say that.
I thought they said whenever your rash breaks out, you wash it then.
Nope. They say once a week. They say it's. They say the facts are right there. In 1 week, they found all this bacteria. So change the sheets and wash the sheets and put new ones on.
Yeah, but the other fact is, I don't change them once a week. Does anybody in the room change them once a week?
I do not.
Do you have all kinds of problems because of the bacteria? No, you don't.
Jeff,
So everybody
this is
needs to relax.
this is where you're gonna.
Do you guys let your dogs or cats sleep in your bed?
Absolutely not.
Yes, I let other people's dogs.
And you still
actually.
and you still only wash it like more than once a week or less
God,
than once a week.
Probably once a month, actually.
Listen,
sheets.
I don't think any of us are saying that it's not disgusting. I mean, it's gross. The fact that my dog sleeps in the bed is gross. I mean, there are times where they get off the bed, and I'm like, look at all this hair everywhere.
Oh my God, that's,
I'm like, this is gross.
that is
I won't even
But-
hold mine above the bed.
But but it's worth it. You say that now. You're still an early dog owner. You say that now.
no.
She's already in the kitchen in a crate. It's amazing.
I can see him sticking to that.
Yeah, I'm weird.
So it's going to be like that even as the dog gets older? Really?
What color-
You're not a bed sleeper with the dog?
No, because they're
What color dog? It's kind of grayish, right?
brown.
It was
okay.
gray. It's brown now.
Yeah, I spray painted it.
No. I'm saying like so radio's mostly white, and the
Yeah.
white hair. We got a blue couch, and the one spot that she lays on. I mean, it takes I'll brush her.
Yeah.
And she's not even a shedder. She's an English setter, so doesn't shed a ton. But I mean, it's a dog, so it sheds like a dog. One lay down on that, and it's a blanket worth of hair. And when I see that, that's what instantly goes, you'll never be in my bed.
See, and mine's the exact opposite. Mine lives in my bed pretty much. And
Mine too.
And I got a new computer recently, and it sits on the floor next to my bed because that's where I have it plugged in. And in the morning, in the evening, whatever, when I go to pick up the computer, the top of the computer has dog hair on it.
Oh, it would be easier for me to ignore it with the white hair and a white sheet, but you got a black dog. How is it not?
I don't see any of it. I mean, it's short hair.
Oh, I see it. I see I got a brown dog.
I'm not saying it ain't there. I'm just saying I don't see it.
I would never
Every
wanna
couple
lay
of
down
days,
on
I
it.
take my blanket and I'll go out on the deck off of the bedroom and just shake it.
What? Like a beach towel?
Oh, yeah.
But you won't wash it? You'll do that?
Nah, it's an electric blanket.
Wow.
Well, the air
Yes.
kills the germs out there.
Hey,
Oxygen touches
I'm
it,
slowly
makes it
building a
fine.
dog in my backyard with all the hair.
someone in the chat room wants us all to be murdered
Oh, but that's not.
because they have a
First of all, now
suggestion.
you're
They,
on the hook.
Do that.
they have
Medicated now.
they have a suggestion because remember we were talking about Tank Top Tuesday last week and how are we going to do the summer of tanks and how Riz absolutely hates it. They said here we go, perfect solution. Patoots Day, and everybody just has their patoots out all day.
I
on
like
Tuesday.
that a lot.
He would murder us.
I can't do that.
He would murder us.
Yeah, I can't do that. I don't even remember. I don't even.
Oh yeah, you put shoes on when you get home.
Yeah, I have house shoes, like clean shoes. Don't go outside because I just have to be wearing shoes at all times.
He wears shoes under his socks.
I don't like it, and I think it's actually kind of ruining my arch or my feet. You know,
It probably is.
They say like not having the weight of your body on your arch and working that out is bad for you. But dude, I'm shoes forever.
Even in your pool?
Don't be silly.
I do flip-flops around my house. I don't go barefoot or just in my socks, but it's not shoes.
I can't wear
second,
flip-flops.
The second I get home, I mean, walk in the door, wallet goes on the counter, keys go on the counter, shoes and socks come off.
I have a very particular feeling that I need for my feet. I had those friends. I'm sure you probably one of those kids when you come over to somebody else's house, take your shoes off, and the extra 3 inches of sock beyond the foot just flapping around behind
you're
your
walking
toes.
I used to have that.
Oh my God! Like, there's a kid named Matt. I'll never forget him because the only thing I remember is every time you come over to the house, he had these dirty flapping.
That was before they made
socks.
no-show socks.
Oh my God! They were always flapping.
And
like,
they were
pull
white
up
on
your
the
socks.
top and brown on the bottom.
Yeah.
It's like pull up your socks. How can you have that
Little
flap?
bit of blood on 'em.
I need the feeling around my feet has to be very particular, very stretchy.
Anti-flap. I get it.
Dude, you're an interesting fellow.
But I will say, not wearing socks or shoes in the house is nice because you find all the like little mistakes the puppy makes
That's a good
quicker.
point,
Oh,
yeah.
gross.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any nail that's coming out of the hardwood floor,
Oh
you'll
yeah,
find
you get
it,
that. Yeah, you
know?
can fix your.
Man, isn't that how you get hookworm or something?
I recently dropped a bottle of wine on my now cement floor downstairs because of all the renovation. Shattered a bottle of wine all over the place.
Things are going well.
You just got to rehab.
Just shake out your
No, I
blanket.
haven't
will ya?
yet. Nothing has
okay,
even
okay.
started yet.
Gross. It is 7:03. Here's another look at your point traffic and weather. Jeff, what's going down?
Point traffic update brought to you by Ryan Kelly, thehomeloanexpert.com. There is road work, 141 southbound at Old Lee May Ferry Road. Right lane is closed. They should get that cleared, I don't know, about 2:30 this afternoon. Also, road work at 141 southbound, and that should be cleared very, very soon. I'm sorry, not road work. There's a stalled car. Right lane closed. That should be cleared very soon. Your point forecast, we got scattered storms in the area today. High's going to be around 80, low 65. Tonight, this weekend, 80% chance of rain tomorrow, mid-70s, and around 80 for a high with some storms possible on Sunday afternoon. Right now, it's 72 at the Point Studio. Your Point forecast brought to you by CarX Tire and Auto.
And welcome back to America's favorite cooking show, The Skinny Guinea. On The Skinny Guinea, with me as always, is the Fat Guinea, Tony.
Hey, hi.
And my other assistant, Creepster Jeff.
Hello. Hello.
And today we will be making placenta smoothies. And here's what you'll need. Frozen mango, orange juice, some ice, vodka of your choice,
Ooh, nice.
coconut milk, and one large, fairly fresh placenta. Hey, when is our guest of honor getting here? Ooh, there's the bell. Go get him.
I'll actually go get him.
Oh, there he is.
Thanks. Hey.
Man of the hour right here.
Hey, I just was walking
Guest of
around
honor
the
today. Okay.
Yeah. What do you guys got cooking?
We're making placenta smoothies. Oh.
Come on in here.
Oh, God.
Woo!
All right.
If I threw up in this alcohol.
Oh,
That's a lot.
you smell it.
Oh my God. Yeah. All right.
I recommend we all glove up.
Okay,
Let's glove
please. If anyone is curious, my wife did just get test results back, and we're good to go. Quickly.
up. All right, so here's how we're going to do this.
We're not.
All right, grab it
Yeah.
and then cut it.
Oh boy. All right.
Cut it into like some chunks.
I never said I would touch it.
Your kid was inside there.
I forgot that I had to actually do things with this.
And it was and how it took about a day to defrost.
I took it out.
And this is how.
If you are looking for a vehicle, Bommarito Automotive Group, this is the place for you. The #1 automotive group in Missouri. Nobody has more. Nobody sells more. 20 locations. They are in your neighborhood. 16 service centers as well. They know your car better than anyone. They're your #1 choice for automotive needs. An exclusive 10-year, 200,000-mile nationwide warranty. This is the place for you when it comes to buying a vehicle. Frank and John, amazing people. They've been doing this for about 50 years, and it's their mission to make sure that every family has at least one Bommarito vehicle in their driveway. Whether you're looking for new or certified pre-owned, commercial, you want it, you need it, Bommarito Automotive Group has that vehicle for you. Make sure you stop by. Make sure you set up an appointment, set up a test drive, or just get info using Bommarito.com. Over 12,000 vehicles posted on there. If you're looking for something specific, they can find it for you. So again, the #1 choice for all your automotive needs with 20 locations and 16 service centers is Bommarito Automotive Group. Again, nobody has more, nobody sells more. It's Bommarito Automotive Group where price sells cars.
And now, a heartfelt message from Tony Patrico.
All right, so we need to discuss strategy, right, on this. First of all, what's strategy?
So we're trying to figure out laps. I think we're doing 1 and 3 for him and 2 and 4 for me, because the competitive nature in me is going to kick in if I'm behind, and I have to set pace to somebody that's ahead of me. Now this guy was talking about doing sprints for the straightaways and then jogging for the sides. I think that's bad.
I thought that would have been like the best bet, but he says it's bad. He says,
Sprints will kill you. Sprints will kill me.
So, I mean, do you want to do like 2 laps in a row?
I think 2 laps in a row and get it over with, because, well, do we both have to do 2 laps in a row? Like, if we do 2 laps in a row, they have to do 2 laps?
It's whoever.
Because I don't see Patrico doing 2 laps in a row.
Yeah, so let's do 1 lap, and we'll switch on and off.
I'm out. I quit. I hate this. I'm always on a team with a defeatist attitude.
defeatist attitude. Shut up!
You're really nervous about this, but you should.
You better run really fast.
Go Team Us.
It's running a mile, and in between each lap, a beer will have to be chugged. And Sixer over here is the judge and ref and is the final say on this entire competition. She will say go. She will also make sure that every last drop of that beer is finished before the run can start. Am I leaving anything out?
You are leaving something out. I quit.
You can't quit.
I'm out.
I don't care if the teammates, run 2 laps in a row and chug 2 beers in a row, or they stagger. Doesn't matter. Each person has to complete 2 laps and chug 2 beers. And by the way, it's about 95 degrees right now.
Yeah.
It's really heavy.
And the beers are about 95 degrees as well by now.
No, I'll show you.
Still like
Ice cold Bud Light. Okay, it's cold. It's cold.
All right, good.
It's
Let's
cold.
do this before it gets warm.
All right, so let's go.
And after drinking their first beers, the race had begun.
Go, buddy, go, buddy, go, buddy, go, buddy, go, buddy, go, buddy, go.
Is it empty, Judge? Come on, Riz. You got this.
Oh, got this. Spillage. You can take him. Spillage.
Go, baby. Go, baby.
I need you to lap that up with off your mustache. That I'm worried about now, too.
Good.
Everything was going smoothly and each participant was giving it their all. But then everything changed.
He's quit.
There's no way, dude. I'm telling you. Dude, ask this for a big one. I start hyperventilating. I'm done. There's no way.
So do you officially forfeit?
Oh, hell to the yeah. There's no way, dude.
A crazy turn of events. Team Patrico Moon has retired. I think you should get a statement from the quitter.
You can call me quitter all you want, man. I gave him my all that first lap. I'm done, dude. I mean, I'm sorry to disappoint, but
Our Tire Express,
There's
all
no-
during the month of May, they celebrated Mom's motto of safety first. $10 down got you a set of passenger tires. Well, they're extending that, and they're saying throughout the month of June, they're celebrating Dad and making sure that, Dad makes sure that his kids are safe when they go out on the road. And now for $10 down, you get a set of passenger tires. R&R Tire Express is the place where when you need tires, it's an expensive thing, and you're probably not planning for that. So when you need them right now to make sure your vehicle is safe, they've got you covered. They also have some amazing payment plan option for you. The benefits are absolutely amazing over there. As far as alignments and free repair and replacement, they've got you covered. And also they have the fun tires too. So if you want to go mudding, they got tires there that you can get to take your Jeep off-road. Maybe if you just want something fancy as well, they've got you covered. 3 locations in St. Louis at Page 170 in Fairview Heights and in Alton. Everybody over there is amazing. And again, like I said, they just want to make sure that your vehicle is safe. So for the entire month of June, $10 down gets you started with a set of passenger tires. All you have to do is go online at rnrmidwest.com.
U.S. Open, the Masters, child's play compared to what we went through on that hot afternoon.
Dude,
He can really throw his voice too around.
dude, we haven't even talked about that. I don't even think these fellas know. At our gig at First Community last Friday,
Garth Brooks was there?
time out.
Yes.
We're sitting there and we're just talking, and all of a sudden, Moon his jaw just drops, and I go, "What the hell's wrong with you?" And he goes, "Garth Brooks just texted me."
What?
He showed me the text, and all it says is like, "Hey, buddy, just checking in, see how you're doing, partner. Think about you a lot."
Dude.
You got to be kidding me.
That's pretty cool.
You didn't
It's
tell
pretty
me
awesome.
that.
I was starstruck from 1,000 miles away.
Yeah, I'll bet. So
Yeah,
what
I'm like,
was
what?
his reason
How's he
for
not say
just
that?
out of the blue?
We just had a conversation for a while, and
I know, but why did he initiate it?
Don't know.
Just
He
out
said
of that.
he said
So did you text him back?
Yeah, yeah.
Because remember I said, "Oh my God, what are you
Yeah,
gonna say? What are
I
you
said
gonna
I'll
say?"
think about this for an hour, and then I'll say something.
He goes, "I'm gonna think about this as I'm about to throw up for an hour." I'm
Yeah,
like,
no,
"All right."
I think about you every day, too.
Yeah, no, I kept it cash.
What if you
and-
just would have texted back, "Love you," eggplant emoji?
again? I kept it cash, and yeah, we just talked. He said that I was on his mind, and
Unbelievable.
That's really cool.
it was beyond really cool.
So Garth Brooks' assistant texted you.
Yeah.
What do you?
No,
have,
not true.
If you don't mind me asking, what do you have him in your phone as? Is it just
Oh,
Garth
I told you.
Brooks?
No, it's just Garth.
It says Garth. That's what. That was so
Garth.
funny when it popped up.
So
I was
weird.
dying.
It's so weird.
He's like, look. I'm like, Garth. I'm like, he said Garth Brooks. What? Just casual. He's got him in his phone as GB.
No,
but what if Garth Butcher texts you? Then what?
The funny thing is, I think he's the only Garth in my phone.
Hey, speaking of Garth Butcher.
I think he's the only Garth in my phone.
I don't know. I mean, I've known a Garth or two, but I don't
know
think
that
I
I've
have
known
him on my
another
phone.
Garth.
I don't think I know any Garth except for Garth Brooks and Garth Butcher.
I know Garth Rivers.
There's Garth Richardson.
Garth Creeks.
So, Moon, before you get to sports.
Got a little Ric Flair in him there, Doc, doesn't he? Woo!
So, Moon, let's talk about sports.
Okay. Sports brought to you by our friends at West County Auto Body, the best auto body repair facility in the country. One more win. The Blues are on the doorstep of hockey history and obviously franchise's first Stanley Cup. This is awesome.
Boys.
I kept screaming. The kids were like, "This is awesome, Dad. This is awesome." I was like, "You guys don't know. We've never been here. We've never been here."
Try and explain it to a kid or somebody that's like 10 years old who's just getting into hockey.
Yeah.
You're like, you do not know how important this is. And he's like, it's a Stanley Cup. It's very important. You're like, shut up.
Yeah. I think the tone I used with my kid yesterday was the same tone my dad said when I said you're driving too fast, and he would say I've been driving longer than you've been alive.
Yeah. It was.
I've been upset about this longer than you've been alive.
Yeah, it was a couple of those moments for sure. But I had a great time watching the game, as did all of St. Louis. And yes, there was some controversy, but what a freaking game. Blues 2-1 victory over the Boston Bruins in Boston. Give the Blues a 3-2 lead in the best-of-7 Cup final. They can clinch with a victory. Game 6 Sunday at home, Enterprise Center, St. Louis. And boy, would that be insane. Do you guys have a plan as to what you would do? Exactly what you would do.
We've always said, I don't know what I would do.
Yeah.
I still don't.
So I can guarantee, and I told my wife this, and I have no shame in saying this. So obviously I'll be working at the game. If they do win on Sunday, I will cry. I can guarantee you I will cry.
You're planning a cry.
I just know I will. I almost cried when they won the West. So I can guarantee you that I will cry.
Are you? Let me ask you this: the last time that they had a big win, I don't know what game it was, but I saw on social media you had your camera on you, or somebody did, and you were doing this. You know, you were celebrating.
Oh, that was the camera from the big
the
screen.
thing. Okay,
Yeah.
so will you video yourself crying?
I mean,
because I've seen that happen.
If they, that's
saying
like
you yourself.
I won't film myself crying. No, but if the Enterprise camera is on me and I'm crying, whatever.
I've seen a bit of this.
Yeah, I definitely won't be doing that.
Well, that one where he looks like the sand people from Star Wars, where he's holding the gun above his head, he wasn't filming that.
Oh, no, that's what I was asking. I didn't know who was filming. I'm just saying, will you put up video of yourself bawling?
Again, I can't, like you said, I can't tell you exactly what I'm going to do. I don't know. But what I do know is that where I am in the building, there are a bunch of season ticket holders that have been season ticket holders for 30 plus years. And I've gotten close with them in my time working for the team. So watching their reaction is going to affect me as well.
Yeah, it's going to be another flood in St. Louis.
Yeah,
for sure.
I can't. We decided to take Monday off, right? If they win.
No, I already told Riz when I chatted with him yesterday. I said I'll be there on Monday if they win, but I will be a disaster. I'm just letting you know.
We're all going to be somewhat brain dead.
Yeah, I'll be a disaster because I'm going somewhere. If they win, I'm going somewhere to continue the party.
Right. Yeah.
I'm sure you got some audio here, and the Blues got goals from arguably the best trade ever, Ryan O'Reilly. I mean, one of the many heroes here, but that guy is so awesome.
You want to hear what it sounded like?
I would love to hear his goal.
Sent around behind Zach Sanford there. That one out in front. Score! The Blues have connected. It's Ryan O'Reilly on a feed from Sanford, and it's 1-0.
Can I just say thank you, Oscar Sundquist, because without that check, without him getting suspended, Zach Sanford never gets a shot at making any of these playoff games.
you're right.
They put him in, and he had a point in Game 4 or Game 5. He had a point in Game 6 yesterday, and that pass to Ryan O'Reilly was disgusting.
Yeah, it was great, and
Yeah,
it was I think it was his second assist from behind the net like that too.
Amazing.
Awesome. And later, a second goal from David Perron or Perron, depending on which announcer.
Here's the goal from David.
There's Bozak and flipping down to the ice and shaking up on the play. Slow to get up is Achari. Meanwhile, it is Perron trying to feed one in front. They score!
Oh, and then
Did you notice the complete silence from the announcers there?
Oh, yeah.
That goes on for quite a while, by the
Oh
way.
yeah.
Yeah, very, very awkward and noted.
Yeah, it
you know
was
what I mean?
noted.
Very noted.
And then the shower came down of all the beer bottles and the towels, and I don't love it. It's not one of my favorite things, but I like when I have to hear the PA announcer go, "As a reminder, please, fans, as a courtesy, do not throw items onto the ice. Do not throw items
Stop
onto
being
the ice."
douchebags as a city because the whole world is watching.
And there's video of both, so everybody skates off the ice and goes to the bench except for the two goalies, Binnington and Rask, and they're in the net.
Sure, yeah. A little
Wow.
protection.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of Bennington, and obviously there was some controversy there with a potential trip. That was a no call that led to the goal. Move over King Scott, because I don't care about that. The crown goes to Jordan Bennington, King of St. Louis. This man is
Ice melts.
incredible. The dude saved 38 of 39.
Yeah.
What?
I have no idea what that means.
That means
Well,
it's not always hockey season.
Yeah, so he's not always going to be out there. Come on.
No, he's always the king.
The man is the
If he
king.
brings
I brought the crown back.
if he brings the cup to the loo, he's the king forever.
Yeah, the man is a king. The dude saved 38 of 39 shots, becoming a god among men. Yesterday, I even drove by a church with the sign out front reading, "Only Jesus saves more than Jordan Bennington." He is so class. I love the guy. He continued his own march through playoff history. His 9th road victory established an NHL record for a rookie goaltender in one postseason, tying the NHL rookie record for most overall wins in a postseason with 15. He now shares with 4 others. He was excellent all game. This is a quote, and did a great job in the first period for sure. That's from Berube. They came hard, Boston, and we were tested in the first period for sure, but Benner stood tall. Big reason we won the game. So even Berube is just like throwing it to Bennington, which he should. That was awesome. Blues killed off 3 Boston power plays Thursday, making them 6 for 6 on the penalty kill since allowing 4 power play goals in Game 3 on Saturday. Obviously, we may have benefited from penalty that wasn't called, but again, the Blues won that game. Bennington won that game. I had the story yesterday, but didn't get to it, so now there's more info. Story about the NBA banning a Golden State Warriors minority owner. And the guy's name is Mark Stevens for a year. What he did is he instigated an altercation with Kyle Lowry of the Toronto Raptors during Game 3 on Wednesday night. I don't know if you guys saw this, but it was one of those where he was scrambling for a loose ball. He jumps in the crowd. He was kind of a cool-looking jump, turns, tries to save the possession, ends up landing on the entire front row because that's what happens at basketball games. Collided with some fans. Stevens not being one of the guys that he collided with. He was a few seats over. I think maybe 2-3 seats over, a couple 2-3. For no reason, he reaches out and shoves Lowry, who later said that Stevens was also shouting obscenities at him. Stevens was then ejected. Players from around the league ranting about the situation on social media. LeBron James said, quote, what if Lowry would have reacted and put his hands back on him? You guys would be going crazy. Calling for him to be put in jail, let alone being suspended for the rest of the finals, all because he was protecting himself. Protect the players. Privilege ain't welcome here. This dude has now been he's been suspended from attending any games for the rest of the series, but the NBA came down even harder. Now, the suspension was from the Warriors. Banning Stevens for an entire year now from the NBA and fining him $500,000.
Which was probably in his front pocket.
Well, yeah, that's a lot, but probably not that much for him because he's a Silicon Valley hotshot who reportedly is worth $2.3 billion. I'm Moon. That's your sports. Since everybody loves playing with balls, and let's go Blues. Sports being brought to you by Amco Ranger Pest Control, protecting people and property from pests since 1965.
It's time, buddy.
Playing a song and just forgot the first verse.
Nope. It's time, buddy. Real or fake punishment continues with Moon taking 3 shots to the tuchus. Oh. By the way, I had a mutual friend of the show say that you do need to make a little bend because the pants you wore yesterday, you stood up straight, and they said that they saw it hit pant and not tush.
I love how everybody's a referee here.
Listen, I'm just saying what a mutual friend of the show.
You sound like a Boston Bruins fan there, complainer.
Oh, boy. All right, so here we go. It's the Jameson shot of the day.
Pushing out. My butt is not shaped like
We need you to push your tush out just a little bit. Jeff, are you ready? And go.
Oh! Oh, God, man. I'm so sick of this game.
Well, you should have won then.
We'll make a note of this during NFL season. Our hands no longer have to be on the wall.
I'm holding my shirt so it doesn't fall down. Scott,
So we don't have to bend anymore.
Well, that was it. That was the you already did. That was the Jameson shot of the day.
It's on fire.
And that is brought to you by Moritz Royce Jewelry, the exclusive jeweler of the Riz Show. We got ourselves a good one today, fellas. We are talking about 29-year-old Tiffany Henderson, and she is from Bowling Green, Kentucky. What did good old Tiffany Henderson do? Well, she was pulled over and arrested for DUI. That's a bummer. She was released shortly after noon. Think about that, guys. She was arrested for DUI and released at noon.
I'm assuming you mean the next day, right?
Sunday morning, she was arrested around 6 o'clock in the morning. So she was either going home somewhere or just gets after it early.
Oh, boy.
So she released at noon. Later that evening, cops got a bunch of calls about a woman driving recklessly and found, guess who? Tiffany Henderson. She was booked at 9 p.m. for DUI. Again, twice in one day.
Tiff.
She was charged with DUI again and public intoxication, domestic assault, and wanton endangerment. It's a busy day for Tiffany Henderson, 29 years old from Bowling Green, Kentucky. And that is your headline Who's.
All right, so this is
And now, a heartfelt message from Tony Patrico. And that was a heartfelt message from Tony Patrico.
I tell you what, I've been in radio for a long time, and I don't know why I'm more nervous for this.
I don't know either.
For this than I think anything we've ever done.
You know, he brought two. You want to write Moon another
$250
have you ever,
check? Now, people have eaten these before. I mean, you've seen Fear Factor. You've seen over at Six Flags.
Mm-hmm.
I think to get into Fright Fest.
Yeah, they have.
For a couple of years, you had to, like, if you ate one of these things, you got into Fright Fest.
I loved Fear Factor up until they ate gross stuff, and that's when I had to.
Well, here you go, Jeff.
Yeah.
All right, Rich, you want to show him?
Did you hear my suggestion? 2 cockroaches, write a check for $250.
Nope.
All right.
Now,
Sorry, Moon,
where's
Thank you, I appreciate
now, Jeff,
that.
by the way, is going to put
You're my agent.
chocolate sauce on it.
Yes.
All right, so
I was going commando up until this morning. I thought about it too much.
where's your little container before you take it out,
Right
Rich? All right, Jeff, Rich, take the container and put it. Jeff, don't look yet.
All right.
Turn around. Jeff, put it. Yeah, turn around, Jeff.
Dude.
Put it in the container.
Dear God, dear God,
because I don't want you to put it on my
dear
back.
God. Oh my. Oh, this is. I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna throw up. I swear.
It's funny that you say don't look at it because I was trying to decide when I want to look at it.
All right, Jeff, look at it now. It's in your container.
Holy balls.
I think I'm gonna throw up. I really think I am.
How big is that?
Oh.
It's longer. Well, let's see here.
For those of you listening on the radio,
Am I allowed
How
to
long
pull
is
the
it?
legs off or not?
Did you measure it? What is it?
Rich, will you
Probably
pull the legs off for me?
it's roughly probably 3 inches, maybe a little more.
3
and it is
inches.
girthy too.
Oh my
It
God,
is.
he's touching it. Moon's touching it.
Oh
Moon's
no,
touching
Moon
it.
had it in the bathroom on his fingers. Moon's got no problem. Moon, do you want to eat one too?
How do you grab this thing?
Is that hissing?
Is that the sound of it? Hold on.
You just grab it.
I want to hear it. Is that?
Okay, look at the scale. You guys.
Shh. Oh, don't drop it.
I didn't. It jumped.
Now, if you drop it and it kills it, I'm still eating it, and I pay.
I need. Does it make noise? Does it make a noise?
Look at the scale on this thing.
Oh.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, that's it. Piss it off, Rich. Cool.
Wait, shush. Do it again. That is the sound of that thing. Oh my god.
That is not the clip that Riz has been playing all week. That is the actual cockroach.
You ready?
Yeah. We're
it's on.
Well, Rich, will you pull the legs off for me?
Wait, before you do
Can
that.
you get that off of your arm?
God.
Get it off of your arm.
7:30. Here's Jeff Burton with another look at your point, traffic and weather.
It's brought to you by Ryan Kelly. The traffic is brought to you by Ryan Kelly, the homeloanexpert.com. And we have one thing, some road work, 141 southbound past Arnold Commons Drive, right lane closed. That's going to be, road work's going to be bothering you to about 2:30 this afternoon. Your point forecast, mix of clouds and sun today. Scattered storms in the area. Highs can be around 80, low about 65. Weekend, 80% chance of rain. Tomorrow, 70s for a high. Some more storms possible on Sunday. High's going to be around 80. Right now it's 72 at the Point Studio. Your Point forecast brought to you by Carx Tire and Auto.
Jeff Burton has your entertainment and music news coming at you. Jeff, what are you working on?
Big death in the music world to talk about. Robert De Niro's fortune may take a huge hit, and you won't believe who's behind a movie about the life of Casey Anthony.
We've got that and your crappy and your porno birthdays, and Scott's going to tell us what's coming up in theaters.
Oh, cool.
All that and so much more with your crap on celebrities.
Laughing, Moon.
Let's get this
Stop
thing
it.
off.
I'm just looking
Are
at
you
how
going
long
from?
it
Are you
is.
going from bottom to where are you going? What are you doing?
Now he's going to shave it into the Hitler, right?
Yes.
Hey.
No.
I'm gonna get rid of the flavor saver part first. Oh man, look how long that is. That's like 5 inches by itself.
Oh my god.
Wow, look at that. Hang on.
Just
Now-
do a nice little swipe down the
Oh,
bottom.
we're going all the way through this guy.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
that was a squirrel. It looks like a red fox. You have a red fox scarf.
If you guys want to
Hanging
check
around
this out, Beard Cam will be activated and will be on throughout the shaving of Patrico's monstrosity.
Oh, this is gonna
1057thepoint.com/Riz. And thank you guys again for answering the Eagle call. It's the Riz Show.
The Rizzuto Show on 1057 The Point.
So right now there's just a stripe down the middle of Patrico's face, and it's uneven, which is even better.
I gotta see it. I can't even
Just the
see
beginning.
Look at yourself in the webcam.
It's not on me right now. It's on Beard Be Gone cam.
Well, it's gonna have to come off.
Oh my God.
And we just took press photos too.
This is insane. This is insane.
It's gonna be good.
This looks ridiculous already. Like this right here is
Do you have a
ridiculous.
design in mind?
Yeah,
Okay.
I got a whole
This-
thing.
this
It's gonna
looks-
take me a few minutes, so.
This is insanity. Like I mean,
9:27. Tuesday, one final look at your traffic and weather. Here's Patrico.
Enjoy being single for life, you whale.
if I was single, this would definitely put the nail in the coffin.
Coming at you. Yeah, the shaving and shaping is still going on. Moon, you are an artiste.
Thank you. Thank you.
It looks ridiculous, which is mission accomplished. Have you guys heard what other small businesses are saying about Spectrum Business Internet and Phone? Tom with Core for Fitness says Spectrum Business gives us the fastest internet service, but also at the best price. Kyle with Anytime Fitness says, we love the reliability of Spectrum Business. We love the cost and savings that it provides. We're saving a lot of money. Spectrum Business allows us to work more efficiently. And this is why your business needs Spectrum Business. First off, you've got 100 meg internet that's up to 15 times faster than AT&T Business Edition Internet Elite for only $39.99 a month, and reliable business phone for only $29.99 a month per line with free unlimited long distance and over 30 free business calling features. What is it now? Oh, that looks terrific. You got to keep that for the game tonight, by the way.
I'm telling you.
Plus, with Spectrum Business, there are no contracts, no taxes, no hidden fees. So I think it's time your business made the switch to Spectrum Business. Call 855-327-8001 and make the switch. That's 855-327-8001. Spectrum Business, call now.
The Rizzuto Show.
Let me see that thing. Oh, I like the little twist at the bottom.
Yeah, he's got to put little rubber bands on those. You could tie them together.
Yeah, Ben, can you get some rubber bands if you could?
I don't want to put rubber bands on the end of them.
Why?
No.
You don't have to, like Captain Lou.
No, I don't
Like
have
Captain
to.
Lou.
I don't have to.
Well,
I did what was told. I didn't say
Yeah, but if
put
you want to
flair
look,
in
if
it.
you want
The
it to
left
look right,
ponytail's coming out.
yeah, make sure you post pictures of this.
Look at the chops
This
on you,
here. This looks good. Let's do crap on. So next on the docket is Jeff Burton's sexy calendar from the competition, well, 2 competitions ago. Remember, it was the sexy calendar shoot. Calendar is complete, and you could buy it for the first time Friday at the Hot Shots, Manchester. $10. Jeff will be down there. He'll sign it if you like.
Yes, he will.
And for the first time, we're going to see it right now.
My God. Oh, my God.
These things have been in boxes for about a week now, sealed up.
Yep.
We haven't seen these before. Oh, I can't wait.
The best description I can... Are we doing this now or we're doing our
No,
new
we're
picks
going
now?
to see them now.
Okay. The best description I can tell you is each month, if you just think about it, each month of a calendar has a certain theme or a holiday or something, and that's what we went with each one. So, like, February would have some sort of Valentine theme. March would have a St. Patrick's theme, that sort of thing.
And by the way, if you can't make it out on Friday, there will be another opportunity for you to grab a calendar. We'll give you those details as soon as they become, solvable. Let's see the cover.
Oh, my God.
All right.
Here we go. Here is the cover of Jeff Burton's Real or Fake Punishment Calendar. Looking good.
Yeah, nice.
Nice little cover. All right, Jeff Burton's Real or Fake Punishment. There it is.
Yeah.
What is
what's in?
The logo.
What's
Cartoon?
the first month that you're going to pop up? Is it
April.
gonna go
April.
Okay.
Let's see.
Oh God.
Are we streaming this on Twitch?
We are.
All right. Here we go. Here's April. Oh, my God. It's an Easter theme. And Jeff's in bunny ears and a skirt.
He is topless.
Oh my
Skirt,
goodness.
and he's watering flowers.
You look like
At least he still has his watch on.
You look like a disaster.
Is that an S&M mask?
It's not labeled as such, but it can be
It's like
used.
an S&M mask with bunny ears.
Yeah, that's actually from Patricia's.
All right.
His watch is
He's
sexy.
having so
That's
much
April.
fun.
It's got the
Wow, dude.
it's got the Easter theme. Okay, next.
Wow.
Here's
Goodness gracious.
What is May's theme?
It's all out.
My birthday, so it's gender
Fellas,
reveal.
good news. Monday is Calzone Day. They're bringing by the new special. It's the Tony Montana. It's mozzarella cheese, Swiss cheese, smoked ham, pulled pork, banana peppers, house-made pickles and onions, and it's got that honey mustard dipping sauce on the side. Absolutely incredible. If you are going down to the game this weekend, make sure you stop by the downtown location of Sauce on the Side. They've got great calzones, fresh ingredients. They don't have freezers there. Everything is made fresh. Somebody's there right now making the dough for your calzone. So not only do they have that, but they've got great desserts. They've got great salads, great beer and wine selection. Everything at Sauce on the Side is made with love and with care. It tastes like a calzone that your grandma made, but even better. Even though you love Gam Gam, it tastes even better. 4 locations for you to check out. There is downtown Clayton, the Grove, and Chesterfield. Now, there's also 2 locations opening up in the summer in Wentzville and in Twin Oaks. So make sure you're popping on sauceontheside.com to get all the information, get all updated with the brand new locations. But again, downtown Clayton, the Grove, and Chesterfield, available for sit-down, delivery, and to go. It is Sauce on the Side.
You're listening to The Riz Show on 105.7 The Point.
Before we get to crap on here, I know everybody's a little tired today, up a little bit late watching the game. This is an interesting question. And I don't know about you guys, but I know that me personally, this does not change regardless if I'm with somebody in the bed or if I'm by myself. What side of the bed do you sleep on?
The top.
Jeff.
Well done.
Jeff.
Perfect.
Thank you.
So honestly, which side do you sleep on? So if you're standing at the foot of the bed and you're looking...
Oh, I'm stage
If you're
left.
looking at the headboard, so you're stage left,
So
okay?
I'm on the right if you're looking at the bed.
Yep. Jeff?
I'm if you're looking at the bed, I'm on the left.
Okay.
Right now, I'm in the very middle.
Okay, great.
I am. It's awesome.
But that has changed a few times, and I'm not 100% sure which variables are more powerful than the other ones.
I'm stage left as well, by the way. If you're standing at the foot of the bed looking towards the headboard, I am on the right.
Yeah. If we travel together, I'm always closer to the door.
Yeah,
I
he
said
is.
that before.
He is.
And at home, it's switched a few times, but stage left has been the last year or so.
Let's say your significant other goes out of town, or you are yourself out of town. Where do you sleep on the bed?
Same
side.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
You have the whole bed. You could sleep directly in the middle of it, but we choose to sleep on the same side. So they asked 2,000 Americans why people sleep on the same side of the bed. Here are the top 5 reasons. Number 1, it's easier to get in and out of bed on that side because it's probably closer to the door.
Sure.
40% of Americans said that. Number 2, my partner prefers the other side. So it's not I sleep where I sleep. They want to sleep on that side, so I just sleep on the other. Number 3, better access to the nightstand.
I was just going to say, I know this sounds maybe strange. It's better access to the weapons.
Okay. No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That totally makes sense. Number 4, better view of the TV. And number 5, somebody said, I like to sleep against the wall. I guess their bed is in the corner. Now, we're not sure how scientific this next part is, but they also looked at different personality traits of right and left side sleepers. They found people who sleep on the left, and that is myself and Moon. We sleep on the left side of the bed.
Yeah.
They find those people tend to like beer more than wine, listen to oldies music, prefer dramas, and lean left politically.
What do they consider oldies?
I don't know.
90s?
Yeah.
Right
2000s.
side sleepers like more wine, listen to rock music, prefer action movies, and lean right politically. Close. I think there's little things that do
there's some
hit on
here and
Jeff's
there.
radar.
Yeah.
Some things that hit on ours.
It doesn't think about liking gangster rap, though, does it?
That is if you sleep under the bed.
Under the bed.
But yeah, I even when I go home, and as my dad likes to call it, I take my princess nap. I sleep on my side.
Do you guys, did you have any weird sleeping habits as children? Because when I was a kid, I was all over the place.
Mine was
Wake up like with your head down at the footboard or something like that.
Yeah, but I don't even mean that. I don't even mean like while you're sleeping.
Oh.
Like my parents came in my bedroom a few times, and I wasn't in the bed, and they'd have to search for me. And one time they found me in a chest, like a toy
What?
chest. I emptied the chest, and I fell asleep, and I went and got in there and fell asleep.
Yeah, you're a weird dude.
Well, I liked like the confined spaces. Sometimes
That's weird.
they found me multiple times in a sleeping bag in the closet. Like I would open the
Early
closet.
on, you thought you were in a tour bus, probably.
I was training.
Yeah, you're
But you said
training.
something
That's
about
great.
under the bed. I definitely pulled that move too. I tried that
Under
one.
the bed?
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, I just like if what I would find is if I couldn't sleep, all I had to do was just change my scenery and I could fall right asleep.
What
So
a weird dude, man.
I had such
That is crazy, though.
I was such a sound sleeper and so good at sleeping that the rare cases where I couldn't, it would freak me out. So all I got to do is just change the scene, and I could fall asleep.
Look at you, a rebel even as a youth.
But you guys never did that? Never
No.
had any scenarios where you tried new like I would fall asleep in the hallway sometimes.
Nope.
Huh.
When I would fall asleep on the couch, I would have to be facing the back of the couch. You know what I'm saying? And my leg, I would bounce my leg on the couch, and that would put me to sleep.
Huh.
But that's like the only weird thing, and that was like the rare occurrence when I would fall asleep on a couch.
You guys fall asleep with the TV on?
Yes.
I can. I used to as a kid. I prefer it not to be on now.
Yeah, I turn it off. That's
Sleep.
what I know.
Yeah.
I know when I start dozing, I'll catch myself and turn it off 98% of the time.
If I catch myself dozing, I do turn it off. But usually I put a 30-minute timer on it and go for something.
Well, I'm surprised that you can hear the TV over the mobile that goes right over the crib.
I don't hear it. That's what closed captioning is for.
Here's Jeff Burton with what's going on with your music and entertainment news with your crap on celebrities.
That's brought to you by Amco Ranger, protecting people and property from pests since 1965. Robert De Niro got a shocker in court yesterday. His lawyers hit him up with a bill, $250 million.
Woo!
Grace Hightower, his now ex, is demanding half of his estimated net worth. They got married in 97, divorced in 99, then remarried in 04 and divorced in 2018. Mr. De Niro has made, this is a quote from the divorce lawyer, Mr. De Niro has made $300 million since 2004 via 35 businesses and 38 movies. So they want half of everything.
Dang.
What 90s and early 2000s actor, his resume am I saying right here? This is a list of his movies. Love Actually. Notting Hill.
Hugh Grant.
I was going to say, if you didn't get it there, I'm going to say 4 Weddings and a Funeral.
Two first names.
Yeah. Did you guys ever see 9 Months by chance with him?
9 months.
So he's like master swordsman, gets somebody pregnant, his girlfriend pregnant or whomever, and he's dealing with having to settle down and be a good dad and blah, 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 blah.
No.
The scene where they're giving birth and Robin Williams is the doctor, if tears are not coming out of your eyes, because he's talking about, they're down there in the business district where the baby makes its debut, if you know what I'm saying.
Okay, yes.
And Hugh Grant sees it and starts to pass out. And Robin Williams, as the doctor with a foreign voice, of course, is like, most men can't handle the and then he passes out. First time I saw that, we watched it probably 20 times in a row and just laughed every single time. So great movie. Anyway, so he made a ton of money and made a hell of a resume by doing the rom-coms, right? Like he was the go-to guy for a
They all
while.
kind of run together. Like you've probably seen them all, but you're like, I don't know what that was titled.
Yeah.
How would you? Good.
And he's recently come out and said he's too fat and too old to do romantic comedies anymore. Recently said that. But now he's come out and said that he regrets making those movies. He digs the money, obviously.
Why? Was it a potential Bond?
No, because he said he kept choosing all of these piece of crap movies as opposed to something more interesting. Like he got pigeonholed into that and he went with it.
Poor guy.
So he regrets it. He said, instead, I repeated myself almost identically about 17 times in a row. I should have made interesting decisions and done different stuff instead.
He goes, man, I really hate all this money that I have.
No, he loves the money. He just wishes that he could do something else, especially now that he's, quote, fat and old. He doesn't really have, we need an action star. Remember that movie that Hugh Grant did as an action? He doesn't have any of that on his resume.
But it's funny how he thinks that, but sometimes folks may not fit that caliber, so they are perfect for this type of film, and then the next one they won't come off as great.
I mean, you can do a romantic comedy, just your significant other, and it has to be kind of around your age for it to be believable. That's all.
Yeah, I was going to say, Jack Nicholson was doing...
As Good as It Gets, right?
Well, yeah,
isn't that what it is?
Yeah, that's a romantic comedy, but I mean, there was a few after that as well. Wasn't there one with, not Judi Dench, but...
I can't remember.
Some equally old gal.
Was Helen Hunt As Good as It Gets?
Yes.
Is that one? Okay, yeah. That was a funny movie. I actually
Dude, that
did see
movie
that
is
one.
great.
Yeah.
Never seen it.
I don't know if...
you would love it, dude.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Right?
Which movie?
As Good as It Gets.
Oh, yeah, it's a great one.
That is
Never
awesome.
seen it.
Jack is the guy that has the OCD, right? Am I thinking of the same movie?
I think so.
Where when he's walking down the street, he has to walk on certain steps
Oh,
and
and
bricks
as
stuff?
good as it gets?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
And he's a
you'd like that.
total jerk.
I think you would like that,
You'd love
Tony.
it.
He's a total jerk.
He's like
You'd
the
love
worst
it.
person on earth, but somehow you still kind of like him. You would love it, Patrico.
I thought it was about your life at first. Showing that Boston people are just really, really horrible people. They cannot handle the LGBTQ Pride Month. I don't know if you guys heard about this. So they have started a petition to do a straight parade.
This is ridiculous.
Straight parade instead of a pride parade. And why am I talking about it in Crap on Celebrities is because they've adopted Brad Pitt as the, quote, face of this important civil rights movement. Problem is, Brad Pitt clearly did not sign off on this. If you type that into your Googles, you will see their digital poster, and it's Brad Pitt, and it's Jennifer Aniston, I believe, and I think that's the one. I know Brad Pitt is on there somewhere, and he's telling them not to do this anymore. He's going to be suing them if they keep it.
Good.
So, yeah. Unbelievable.
Man, you know Jack Nicholson was doing theater and TV series in 1956.
Wow.
Is the movie you were thinking about Something's Gotta Give with Diane Lane? Or Diane Keaton?
Yeah, probably. I think there was that and a couple other. Yeah, Something's Gotta Give was 2003. Anger Management, About Schmidt. Like there was like 4 or 5.
Anger Management's great. That's a very underrated Sandler movie, by the way.
Anger
Very
Management.
underrated.
I think I've seen.
Very underrated. That's one of the movies that from start to finish, when I watch it, I have the worst anxiety because Jack Nicholson's character literally just pushes Sandler's buttons from start to finish. It's the worst.
The Bucket List is even kind of a romantic comedy, just with guys in life.
Right, yeah. Romantic, the different definition of it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. So somebody's going to be making a tell-all movie based on the life of Casey Anthony. That will include Casey Anthony's explanation of how her daughter Kaylee died and why she, quote, drank and carried on like nothing happened. And there will be some sex scenes in it because she was a party girl back in the day. One scene will even show how she got pregnant. The movie, if it happens, is going to be called As I Was Told, which is a reference to the fact that she didn't report her daughter's death right away to the authorities for 31 days. Guess who is making this tell-all movie based on the life of Casey Anthony? And again, her explanation of how her daughter Kaylee died.
So it's got to be somebody of note if you're bringing this up.
You've heard of this person before, yes.
Is it a huge name?
It is a huge name, but not the way you're thinking.
I was going to say, are they known as a director?
No.
Okay.
It's got a lot of letters in it. Like M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong.
Stop.
There's a lot of letters.
What about Ben Affleck?
Casey Anthony is.
What?
Oh, man.
Casey Anthony says she's making a tell-all movie based on her life that will include her explanation of how her daughter Kaylee died and why she, quote, drank and carried on like nothing happened.
What?
And there will be some sex in it, again, and this is her talking, how she got pregnant, why she was a party girl back in the day after all that happened.
We know how she got pregnant.
Unbelievable.
Most of us have pulled that move.
How's that happen?
Scott, you need to watch this film, I guess.
Okay.
She says the man who found Kaylee's body told her to act like everything was normal and he would take care of it, which she now realizes was a mistake.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dude, how messed up. Weren't we using her as an example of people that should just go away and did go away? And then now
she did what
breaking the
everybody
rule.
should have done. Remember, she moved in with some old guy, like in Miami somewhere, and just completely disappeared. Somebody like spotted her. She had blonde hair. She was going by a different name.
She was at a rummage sale or something.
Yeah.
Remember, she has a photography business.
And now
like
here
that.
she comes. Here comes the stupid. Here comes the stupid.
Please tell me this film's going to be called If I Had Done It.
No, As I Was Told.
Oh, damn near. I mean, damn near the same thing.
Everybody wants to see the two biggest, baddest Jeopardy studs, James Holzhauer and that Ken Jennings, throw down. And I don't mean it like that, Tony. I mean go head to head. I don't mean it like that, Tony. I mean play against each other in Jeopardy. They each won just under $3 million. And Ken himself, Ken Jennings, says that he's definitely down for it if the other dude wants to do it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm rooting for Ken.
I think so, too.
It's got to be inevitable. But Jeopardy only does those special tournaments every so often. And obviously, I can't get 29-year-old Ken to show up with his sleek 29-year-old brain, you know. It's got to be me with my broke-down brain.
Already making excuses,
I
Ken.
do like that guy, though. I think he's funny.
Okay, Ken?
I think he's funnier, and I think he's wittier, and I think it will ultimately pay off for him. But the other guy is better at math.
You know how you say the addicted thing?
Yeah,
First thing I thought of is the beginning of that audio. He said, it's got to be inevitable. Is that a double or not? It's got to be inevitable. It's inevitable.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
It's got to be. I don't know. Maybe I'm too much of the word
Is that
police.
It's your brain?
Yeah.
And I don't mean to be the police with the addicting.
Oh, no. I
understand that
100%
they are
agree
synonyms.
with it. I'm just saying that's what I thought of as soon as I heard
And I see social media, even though Moon just was making just stated something that is true, people went to him like he was questioning the English language.
Yeah. And they're sending me definitions like, listen, I said they are synonymous. You can they are interchangeable on a technical.
It was insane.
In a technical way. But there is a stop it. Just look up what I don't want to do this. Never mind.
Listen, they're both correct.
Please.
They're both correct, but there's one way that is better.
That doesn't make sense to use in that way,
Right.
especially as a professional writer. That was my point.
Everybody's still enjoying Alec Baldwin's turn as President Trump on SNL.
Take it or leave it. Whatever.
I'm done with it. I mean, whether you're a fan of the guy being Trump or not, I mean, I get it, man. That side lost. Everybody hates him. That's a great caricature of him. I'm on board with it. I think it's hilarious, blah, blah, blah. But I think I'm past it. Actually, Alec Baldwin is now, too. He's been nominated for 2 Emmys for it, has won one, and he says he's done with it. And here's his quote. I had a lot of fun with the cast. At first, it was fresh and the ratings were good, but I feel like I'm done with that for now. I can't imagine I'd do it again. So he may never, ever do that again.
Good. I mean,
he'd be down with somebody else doing it, too, though.
For a guy who loses his temper and makes a lot of mistakes, I think he's actually extremely self-aware and very good with that kind of stuff.
I agree.
think he's so good on SNL, usually.
Yeah.
I said this before, like my kids right now are obsessed with watching Cat in the Hat with Mike Myers. We were talking about that yesterday.
Yeah.
Alec Baldwin is in it.
Oh, yeah,
he's the
bad
neighbor
guy.
He's the neighbor
The
bad
Yellow
guy.
Thunderbird.
Dude, and it's so funny to see him in this. Like, because it's just a stupid character.
Yeah.
He's an idiot in the movie. And I'm like, dude, you're Alec Baldwin. Like, what are you doing right now? It's just funny to see him in that role.
Yeah, that's a weird movie, man.
We did have a death in the music world. Dr. John passed away yesterday of a heart attack. He was 77 years old, and you will know some of these songs. Right Place, Wrong Time. Here's a little montage of his
I think that's
music.
the only one that I know is Right Place, Wrong Time. I've been in a right place. And that's just because it makes it confused.
My head is in a bad place. We'll have such a good time. So don't forget, folks. That's what you get, folks.
This is Randy Newman?
Yeah, this is Randy Newman, man. Major League, baby.
To the ball game. Oh, that's the sweetest going round. Catch it down in New Orleans. My curious.
He doesn't sing over 2SG, dude.
He's bi-curious?
I'm bi-curious. I'm bi-curious. Necessity. That's why a man can risk.
Wow, Randy Newman owes him.
Just a bare necessity of life.
He did the theme to Blossom as well.
Really?
Yeah, I thought maybe that's how you guys would know.
Is he the one that did Bare Necessities?
Got it.
Oh, was that
was
that
just
it?
the song that was just playing.
Oh, I wasn't even listening.
My favorite thing about that is that the fact that he sang his song and he goes, going down to New Orleans, and Scott goes, lean.
Yeah, I knew that one.
Are you sure that was Bare Necessities right there? Just playing?
Lucky me. I
I think it was just a sound alike.
Just a bare necessity.
Oh my God! How did I miss this?
What's Jungle Book?
That's not the same.
It's not the same version, but
That might be that might be one of the verses. Have you ever heard any of the verses of Bare Necessities?
Tempo is completely different.
When I'm roller skating.
You guys know the Muppet Dr. Teeth by chance?
Very
Yeah, it looks like Dr. John.
It was inspired by Dr. John,
Yeah.
as a matter of fact. So
Really?
yeah, pretty
Wow,
cool.
Very cool.
To celebrate the 25th anniversary of the first chart-topping album Purple by STP, they are releasing an acoustic version of Big Empty. If you want to listen to a little bit of it, it's in there.
Sure, let's do it. Are they still doing the whole thing with Jeff Gutt or whatever his name is?
Assuming so. All I know is they're releasing this thing acoustic. It's going to be reissued 3-disc super deluxe edition of Purple. Comes out September 13th. 2 other things for you. Halsey covered the Jonas Brothers Sucker, and I think this is fantastic, by the way.
I think I am a fan of Halsey, not just because she is stunning just to look at.
She's pretty awesome.
But she could sing, and it's crazy.
You're the medicine in the pain, the tattoo inside my brain. And baby, you know it's obvious. I'm a sucker for you. Say the word and I'll go anywhere blindly. I'm a sucker for you.
It's like in a jazz club.
Yeah, it's awesome. And Jeff, have you heard her new single yet? Nightmare?
Oh, yeah. Did we play it?
No, I don't know if we play it.
Oh, maybe not.
But it is awesome.
You're a nightmare. That one?
Oh, that sounds good. I can't wait to hear it.
I don't know if you're joking or not,
right?
because it's kind of close.
No, I'm totally joking.
It's kind of a little bit close.
Nightmare.
Why'd you pick up a guitar?
There's a lot of finger picking in that song.
Yeah.
But it's really good, and you would definitely like it. The song is called Nightmare.
Also, real quickly, Hulu is launching Letterkenny October 14th for their, I believe it's 6th season, and they are officially the owners of Letterkenny.
Oh, awesome.
Hulu is.
That's fantastic. Well, in movies this weekend, we got Dark Phoenix, which ends the era of the X-Men franchise by taking a second stab at adapting a classic comic arc. with deeply disappointing results.
That's what they say. They're saying this is not great.
This ain't as bad.
Yeah,
but
it's
dude,
terrible.
It's got,
But
it sucks, man.
he really got sad.
Oh,
He really did.
everybody in it, I really like. I like Jessica Chastain. I like McAvoy. I like Sophie. What's
Turner.
her name from Game of Thrones?
But before you go ahead and say, "Wow, everybody's saying this movie sucks," go ahead with the ratings.
All right. Well, the critics gave it a very high 22%.
Ouch.
Yeah, and the audience, though, a little different. They gave it a low 65%.
That's awful.
That's not terrible,
No,
though.
I mean that's a big difference.
Yeah, the median there is not
What is the
good.
number?
So it's
there?
enjoyable.
What is the number there? 65? Would you go see? Or that doesn't bother you anyway, does it?
No, you know what?
I may see this movie in theaters.
I think in a weird subconscious way, it does influence whether I'm interested in seeing it in theaters or not. It doesn't change my interest in the movie because, like I said, my son and I are going through all the X-Men movies, and he's slowly really, kind of getting into that world a bit, which is connecting him to my childhood.
Sure.
So I want to see it, but that is not good news for my brain.
But X-Men in any comic book movie is going to be more exciting in a theater. Like, it'll be more enjoyable there. I would much rather go see it there. Loud, fantastic, fun.
Throwing money around is not easy to do.
Yeah, your kid will pay for it. Also, we got The Secret Life of Pets 2. And Secret Life of Pets 2 doesn't teach its animated stars any new narrative tricks, but for fans of the original, this funny, energetic sequel should still satisfy. And it got really good audience ratings. It got 94% on Rotten Tomatoes. The critics, though, 57%.
I will tell you this, as far as the Pets movies, the first one was awesome.
My kids loved it.
I loved it. And my daughter's going to have no idea. She's been begging to see this movie. She's going to have no idea, but it's going to kill me that they changed the lead. It went from Louis C.K. to Patton Oswalt.
Oh, that doesn't bother me. The only thing that
It's
bothered
gonna kill me.
I liked the first one. The only thing that bothered me is it was during that oversaturation, the overexposure of Kevin Hart, and I was just like, I
He's in
need
this
2
one.
minutes less of Kevin Hart's voice in this movie to really enjoy it.
Yeah, he's in this one too.
And I
don't
like
know
him.
how big of a role.
I
but-
just
He's the
had
caller.
No, he's the bunny. I liked him a lot. I like him a lot, but he was just too much for me. It was a wrong time.
Crabby birthdays, all celebs celebrating birthdays this weekend. Emily Radikowski is 28. Fetty Wap is 28. Iggy Azalea, 29. Michael Cera, 31. Bill Hader from SNL is 41.
Dude, Barry is so
It's good.
I've only
very
seen one
good.
episode.
It's really good.
And man, it was good.
I suggest Barry.
Yeah, it's definitely good. Allen Iverson, 44. Bear Grylls is 45. Dave Navarro, 52. Mick Foley, 54. Liam Neeson is 67. Kanye West is 42. Keenan Ivory Wayans is 61. Johnny Depp is 56. Michael J. Fox is 58. Dick Vitale is 80. And today's Burton birthday of the day. Ton of hits. He's even knighted. But on this show, he'll forever be known for one thing. And that's the dude that is so blessed that he literally wrecked Elvira so hard that he sent her to the hospital. Who am I talking about?
Neil Diamond.
Come on, guys.
Elton John.
No, it's Wayne. It's Wayne.
Sir Tom Jones.
Tom Jones.
That's
Yeah,
it.
he's the one that wrecked
79
Elvira.
79 years young.
Didn't he like something with Elvira?
Yeah,
Like
I think he
So
sent her to the
blessed.
hospital. Yeah.
Also, a special birthday shout out goes to Paw Patrico.
Hey, happy birthday.
His birthday is on Sunday.
Wrecking crew.
Early.
Today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's Where Fun and Fantasy Meet, is Sparky O'Toole. And today's birthday fella has rolled around with more sweaty topless men than The Rock, Stone Cold, and Brock Lesnar in 61 fine films, including Battle of the Bulges, California Stud Pups, Frat Brat, My Brother, My Lover, A Handful, and who could forget his unforgettable role in Cup of Joey. Sparky O'Toole would have been 52 years old. That is your porno birthday, your crabby birthday, and that is your crap on celebrities.
I mean, you name your kid Sparky O'Toole. Come on.
It's bound to happen.
Yeah. Bound to happen. That's another movie he was in. Hey,
It is 8:03 down at the Point Studios. Here's Jeff Burton with another look at your Point traffic and weather.
It's brought to you, traffic update brought to you by Ryan Kelly, the homeloanexpert.com. Stalled vehicle 270 southbound past 70, right lane closed. They'll have that cleared any second now. And also a stalled vehicle 170 southbound Brentwood Boulevard, right shoulder. They're going to get rid of that in about 30 minutes, it says. Your Point forecast. We got scattered storms in the area today, high around 80 tonight, low around 65. 80% chance of storms tomorrow, high in the mid-70s. Right now, 72 at the Point Studio. Your Point forecast brought to you by CarX Tire and Auto.
Has you covered. They're family owned and operated, and there is actually a Slyman in every single store. So you are going to be treated like family when you go to Slyman. They will not be happy until you are happy. So make sure you go and find the appliance that you've been looking for. They offer the lowest prices on all brands they sell, like Whirlpool. And what else is amazing about Slyman Brothers is the fact that there's 5 family-owned locations, and they're all across the area. In West County and South County and South City, there's a warehouse out in Fenton, and they're in O'Fallon, Missouri. It's where I got my refrigerator when I was looking for one when we moved into the new house. Also, laundry room stuff, microwaves, dishwashers, washers, dryers. If you're looking for something outside, like a grill or appliance or even a gas heater, they got you out there. Make sure you stop by their website, SlymanBros.com. You can shop 24/7 there. When you buy from Slyman Brothers, you feel confident that you're buying from a Whirlpool expert. Really, their free delivery, their low prices, their expert advice, that is what keeps customers coming back. So again, 5 family-owned locations, West County, South County, South City, the Fenton Warehouse, and again, open in O'Fallon, Missouri. SlymanBros.com, you know their slogan, Slyman Brothers, try us, you'll like us.
Everybody. Are we coming in all right? Everything sound good?
Sounds so good so far.
Jeff, you're on mic 3.
Yes.
Why don't we do a little sound check while we're on the air here?
Okay.
This is coming in a little hot.
That's a little hot.
A little hot. You all right?
Yeah, I feel good, man.
You sound so fresh.
You good, King Scott?
Yeah, sounds beautiful.
Oh,
I
my
feel
God.
like there's a lot of people in here.
There is.
Oh, there is.
There is.
Guys, thanks for coming down. I know a new Metrolink station opens today, so that's why everybody's in here.
That's why everybody. A little test run. Yeah.
What is that at the Cortex building today?
That's it, man. That's it.
All right, that's why everybody's here.
Huh? Nothing else going on, really.
Actually, ladies and gentlemen, today is our first day at City Place in Creveport.
Hey, look at us over here. Wow, we are fancy.
Here we are. Right here. To my left is a window.
Yeah.
To my left is Tony Patrico.
Yeah, hi.
And I see Jeff over here
hey.
and Moon and
Energy
King
up.
Scott and
Yeah.
all the bosses and engineers. Thank you guys so much. This is wonderful.
Yeah, you guys have worked
Spin.
crazy hard the
Incredible.
past few
Honestly,
few
this
weeks,
is-
months. It's amazing to see it actually here. We're here.
I know Jeff tested out the bathroom first thing this morning.
Yeah, dude, I am telling you, plush. Plush. The handicrapper is its own room. Its own room.
You could fit our old studio into one of the stalls.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly.
For sure.
And we're talking floor to ceiling door
Oh, yeah.
too.
Actually, I
mean,
may
you
just
could
move
wreck it.
into there. I may move out of the office.
We
Just
walk
into there.
Jeff walks in after using the restroom and he goes, "Tone, you're gonna love the bathroom
Yeah.
situation." He
I
goes,
literally walked in and audibly I went, when I saw it. I did, because it's its own room. The handicrapper is.
Oh, all of them are.
So
and did you
excited.
notice, and this may not be a big deal to you guys, did you notice that the door doesn't make noise when it opens?
I didn't
So you could be like a ninja.
No. Well, I came out and somebody was washing his hands. I went, oh, my goodness, somebody was in here. How cool is that?
Did you use the parallel bars to mount?
Got a little workout in.
Like in the handicap stall, you know, they got the bars on the side.
Oh, yeah.
I like to.
There's judges.
I like a little flair on the dismount.
Oh, sure. If you don't stick it, though, you're in trouble.
Did you leave an apology note?
I did. I've already sent flowers to Bernie Miklasz, so.
Yeah, everybody's been so nice.
Everybody's been great, man. It's
And
been fantastic.
We've talked to most of the morning shows already.
Yeah.
And we got breakfast for everybody. King Scott, did you?
I haven't got. You want me to go do it now?
Oh, yeah. Go.
All
I
right.
want you to go to every radio station.
While on air.
Up and down this hallway.
All right.
And say, hey, breakfast courtesy of the Riz Show.
All righty.
Do it.
Thanks for having us. And then report back on what everybody says.
He's doing it on Facebook Live, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah,
on
keep
Facebook
it going.
Live.
Yeah.
That's good.
Remember that whole thing about how long till they hate us?
Why? This is
This is an olive branch.
this
Right?
is, hey,
I mean-
thanks for having us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure. Yeah, that's exactly
Thanks
what
for
I was
having
talking
us.
about.
We're going to be here for a little while,
Uh-huh.
hopefully. This is we break bread.
That's it. All right. That's how friendships are formed, by eating breakfast.
Hey, now that we've gotten the initial
Just take
welcome,
your shirt
okay,
off
great.
and
Ah,
take
thank you. Goodness
Put your tank
gracious.
tops on.
Christ
It is
on a-
Tuesday.
Holy. I mean, it just felt awkward.
That was really weird.
I didn't know what to do with
I haven't seen Tony's armpits all day.
Now, our big boss is here, Mr. Kiowski. Is this acceptable, by the way?
This is funny.
Are you sure? Because I would think there's a like a proper decorum.
John, the tank tops say Tank Top Tuesday on them. It's even got our names on them.
Yeah, it's exposed shoulders. I'm not really.
Riz just has something against armpits.
I understand.
Is it the
What do you
hair?
think of my armpits?
No, you know what? Everybody's now on the same. You guys are in matching tank tops.
Yeah,
We sure
it's like
are.
a uniform in here.
Except for you.
Except for me. That's right.
Spoiler, day fun.
The holdout. I'm not a joy kill.
I didn't say that. Who said that?
You were the
Oh,
only
I
one that
did.
has said that.
You're not a
You're
joy
thinking
killer.
it.
Not at all.
You're thinking it.
Yeah, I am
Everybody
about
else is
that.
thinking it. You painted me out to be a jerk.
We have painted no picture of you. You have just portrayed your own
Yeah.
picture.
All right.
I got a feeling everything's about to change.
You think he's going to come in tank tops?
No.
Getting
no,
a dog?
Well, yeah, I do. I think there will be a tank top, maybe. I think there's a dog coming, but I think everything is going to change because look at this window. Look at this window. You're going to tell me that you're
I'm
going to wake up
trying
every
not
morning
to-
and see this.
I'm trying not to be distracted
By what?
by the window. Like, I like that it's there, but I don't want to get lost in it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Hey, Scott, you tell everybody?
Yes, I did.
Every show?
Yes.
What'd they say?
Some were. I talked with their
With their
their
producers?
Scott.
Uh-huh.
And
There's Scots up and down this road. Isn't it
yes,
crazy?
there's a whole bunch of Scots here. But yeah, our former family, the Keishi, or they still are family, but
Yeah.
now we're finally with them. They're really you I got to
Now,
talk with them.
I
and
want you to
Spencer's
go
stoked.
back every half hour and go, hey, did you guys eat yet?
You guys get something? You full? You need anything?
Every half hour. So next time at 6:40, I want you to go up and down the row again going, hey, did you guys eat?
Okay.
Nobody's joining me on the Friday Fail Stories today? Nothing? It's time for your Friday Fail Stories! Listen, I don't know how to do this. All I know...
You got it.
Now it is. Regardless, all I know is this, is that these people, they had an amazing, an awesome plan. And it didn't work out for them.
Kind of like this.
Yeah, kind of.
And this didn't work out either. But I do know one thing.
Ultra, mega, dare
It's
I
an
say.
ultra, mega, dare I say, ridiculous, whatever, uber, ultra. Fail! Come on, you jerks! Fail! It's a fail, damn it! Somebody else sing a song, it's a fail!
No, we all got together. We decided we were going to let you do it by yourself.
I hate you guys. I saw it happening. As it was to happen, I saw all of you.
Sounded good, man. It was
That
great.
was great. Yeah, you sounded
Especially
awful.
you, Scott. I'm very disappointed in you.
It was his idea.
I wouldn't doubt
No,
that.
he
it
came
was.
to us, made us sign something.
Yeah.
Your Friday fail stories are brought to you by Mort's Royce Jewelry, the exclusive jeweler of the Riz Show. The funniest thing is right before we did this, before I even turned on the mics, I looked at Moon and I go, I'm not going to be able to pull this off. I'm really need you here. And he looked at me and he goes, you got it.
Yeah, that's where the idea was born. We're like, just let him do it.
Jerks. You guys are huge jerks. Two men in Florida tried to rob an ATM with a blowtorch. Tried is the key word here. And I'll tell you why. Surveillance video shows the guys trying to cut the ATM with the torch, but instead, they welded the metal parts shut. Failed. So literally, instead of opening it, they did the exact opposite. Police are looking for the two idiots.
Hey, you want to go steal this ATM? No, let's secure it.
Guys, I broke into this bank and locked the vault.
It's opposite day.
A couple from Florida were getting down and dirty during the act of foreplay. 23-year-old guy introduced a gun into the action for some reason because that makes things real exciting. And he accidentally shot the woman in the chest. She was rushed to the hospital where she died.
Oh, boy.
Jeez.
Failed. He's been charged with manslaughter.
Let's try to sneak that one in there, huh?
Yeah. Sure did. So if this guy had just stayed the tiniest bit humble, he might not be in jail. 19-year-old Nicholas Jones. And these are probably my favorite fail stories, my favorite type of fail stories. He got pulled over for a broken tail light last month in Florida. Then while the cops were walking up to the car, he took off. Luckily, Nicholas decided to place a call to 911 about an hour later to brag about it. He identified himself as the guy who ran from the cops, was amazed they hadn't found him yet. He said he'd driven past 4 other cop cars and none of them pulled him over. He added, quote, what do we even pay you guys for?
Wow.
He also said the original officer must have gotten his license plate number, but it turned out that wasn't true. Cop didn't have time to get it before Nicholas took off. But thanks to the 911 call, they were able to track him down using his phone number. They arrested him the next day inside of a Ross clothing store. Failed. When they told him how they tracked him down, he thought it was funny that he essentially turned himself in. He's facing charges for reckless driving, fleeing a law enforcement officer, and misuse of 911. They also found a ton of drugs in his car.
This guy's made so many bad decisions. He is a future Darwin Award nominee.
Yikes.
What an idiot. There's a 26-year-old guy in New York City. And on Friday night, he met a guy on the gay dating app Grindr. And I know Scott knows this story. Because, Scott, he
I read all the Grindr news.
He came, no, when this story
week
first,
in Grindr news.
when this story first came out, Scott came like running into the office and like had a big smile on his face.
It's like front page on Grindr news.
So this guy came over and they proceeded to have crazy night, including consensual sex, latex and rubber gloves, sex toys, even involving a sex swing. This guy hit the jackpot. Okay? But things took a turn when this guy criticized how small his date's junk was. The date got mad, choked the guy, not for fun, and then put him in a closet. And the guy thought it was part of their sex game until he found out the other guy stole $3,000 from him.
Man.
Failed. The guy wanted to scream for help. He wanted help, but he couldn't. Because he had a ball gag in his mouth that was held secure by a jockstrap.
Yeah, that's
not kidding.
Holy cow.
Do it.
Eventually, he got free and called the cops. They took the gloves, the toys, the sex swing as evidence, and they're trying to track down the other guy. I'm saying this is a double fail because now this guy lost all of his sex toys.
Yeah.
So,
You're right.
failed.
Those aren't cheap.
It's a double fail.
That's a story for life for him. He's like, well, so I called the cops and I said, I got robbed. And they said, tell us how. And I said,
Nope.
all right. It starts with
no. This
so
type
I
of
was
guy.
on this app.
No, this type of guy. When he tells, they're like, "Man, I heard you got robbed of $3,000. What happened?" He goes, "I don't know. A random guy broke in and took it.
Yeah.
Hit me in the head. I didn't even know what happened. I was just out cold."
No way. He goes detail to details. Like then and then.
This really seemed like a situation that called for a better excuse than, quote, I was holding these drugs for a friend. Cops in Florida responded to a call about a disturbance on Saturday afternoon. And when they got to the house, a 34-year-old woman named Kristen was sitting in a taxi outside. She said she had gotten into a fight with her mom. The cops noticed some white powder on her nostrils, so they asked her to step out of the taxi. When she did, two things fell out of her shorts. One, a feminine hygiene product,
Like
And
like a bottle of shampoo.
Correct. And 2, a bag of Molly. So it appears that the feminine hygiene product was holding the Molly there.
Oh.
Kristen told the cops that the Molly wasn't hers and, quote, I'm supposed to give it to somebody, but that's an awfully, awfully intimate place to be hiding your friend's drugs.
Gotta work on your kegels.
Failed. She was arrested on felony drug possession charges.
If you wear shorts with pockets, you won't have to worry about that.
That is a fail. And those are your Friday fail stories.
Go.
Let's do this.
We're gonna do
Let's
this.
do it. All right.
I have to poop so bad.
Open
right now.
up the wrapper.
That's a big chip,
Chip.
man. This is God, it's huge.
salsa.
Are you sure we gotta do this?
What does it smell like?
Look.
It smells. You want to smell it? It smells pretty. I mean, it's got a.
Oh my gosh! I smelled it with my eyes.
All right. It smelled hot.
Oh, mine broke! Mine's broken.
Don't count.
Look how big this chip is. It's not.
It's a
this
giant
is no Dorito. No, this
But
is.
it's a shape. It's a giant triangle, tortilla chip.
Yeah, this is awful.
Even Sixers in here wants to see this.
That's a big. That's a big chip.
Big chip.
Big
Ooh, and
chip.
it's dusty, guys. This is a dusty chip.
All right, here we
I
go.
would get the broken one.
This is the one that when you see it in the bag, when you open the bag,
Yeah,
you're like,
bonus.
ooh, I want that one.
Cool
Let's-
Ranch bonus. This is not Cool Ranch.
All
This
right.
is hot to try.
Here we go, folks.
Wait, we sure we got
Drum roll for you.
The Packy 1 chip challenge. The Carolina Reaper Madness
Oh, and I
tortilla
got the
chip.
spoiled milk. That's
Nice to know you,
awesome.
Here we go. Bottoms up.
Here we go.
Well, he wins eating.
Who, your son?
Yeah, he got that down first.
Oh man.
Way hot.
They're still
What does it
standing.
taste like?
I just swallowed it, and that was bad.
They're not talking.
I don't know if I want to swallow this.
Dude, when you swallow it so bad.
I don't know if
Oh,
I
you're
want to
into
swallow
it. You got to swallow
Are
now.
you sure?
Oh my god, it was fine as I swallowed.
I think I'm gonna stop.
It's so hot.
Their voices are changing.
Was this a big mistake?
It's so hot, man.
Man,
Oh, you're right. Oh my god,
your eyes just turned water.
dude, you're right. You're right. The swallow is completely different.
Oh, stop!
Rinse and spit, Tom.
Looking good.
Is it just hot?
It's getting worse!
It's getting worse.
Look at Moon. Moon's like a pro now.
I don't think so.
Describe the taste, Moon.
I just want to cry. My nose
Like,
is
is
crying.
that
My eyes
bad?
are crying.
Now, it's as
Okay.
bad as a pepper.
So, it's hard. It's hard to talk because
Does
it's
it
hard
seem
to
to be
breathe.
getting worse?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my. I'm gonna try to see how long I can go without milk. The swallow changes
so
everything. As soon as it goes down, it's like it's like an activation button for the mouth. My lips don't hurt as bad as the fresh pepper. But you know where the
Do you have any
commercial-
stuck in your
I'm
teeth?
running out of milk. This is not good.
You gotta stop interrupting me because the only time I'm like in spurts here. The spot, the A1 spot. He's like, it gets you right here. It gets you right here. You know that commercial?
Right here.
This spot right here. My neck feels like it's on fire, like my skin. Do you hurt right
You
here?
see the veins in
Does this
his
hurt?
neck?
Somebody on the
Stop scratching
Periscope
yourself.
wants you to start doing the
Oh!
blue starting lineup.
No, I can't do anything right now.
Whoa, dude.
I'm sobbing.
This is so gnarly. I'm shaking. My jaw's shaking.
You crying? Oh, look. Get your sinuses all clear.
Oh, yeah.
This is terrible.
Yeah, the milk is like the dumbest joke of a relief.
Wait,
because
some sugar.
I'm trying to. If I breathe.
Not water. Water's going to make it worse.
I need something. I'm out of freaking milk.
Don't take mine.
Don't drink mine.
Don't guzzle it though. You gotta save it.
Oh,
Hey, seriously, Six,
got
can
the
you
going.
go buy some more milk or some, or just steal some? I'll buy
steal
it.
some.
Steal some
Somebody
milk.
saying ice cream would be good. If you
Oh
have
my
ice
god, my milk was hot. This is so much better. Oh, I
Well,
feel
listen,
like
you guys
hell.
cream.
did
See if
it.
It's
anybody in
still-
the building is lactating.
It's still getting worse. It is 100%
I
getting
feel
worse.
like, yeah, it's so hot in my mouth.
Does it feel hot going down into your
So
stomach?
after the break, we're going to give away some stuff. We're going to play Were You Paying Attention? So if you were paying attention at all this week, Jeff Burton has a set of questions for you. If you get one correct, you can win your chance into either the Big Summer Show with Third Eye Blind and Jimmy World, a pair of tickets to the Big Summer Show with Breaking Bend, or a pair of tickets to go see Grandson at Ballpark Village. That all coming up after the break. And give us a call now, 314-6-WALKER, 314-692-5537. That's 314-6-WALKER. Jeff, what's going on with traffic and weather?
Point traffic update brought to you by Ryan Kelly, the homeloanexpert.com. It does say stalled vehicle 55 northbound past Bayless Avenue. Right shoulder is affected, but it does say they should be clearing that up pretty much right now. Your point forecast today, mix of clouds and sun. Scattered storms in the area, high around 80, low around 65. Tomorrow, 80% chance of rain. Sunday, more storms possible. Sunday, high around 80 as well. Right now, it's 74 at the Point Studio. Your point forecast brought to you by CarX Tire and Auto.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is, Jeff. It's brought to you by CarX.
Hello, ladies. I'm King Scott the Virgin, 34-year-old, just looking for the love of my life. Queen. Someone I could rule their heart, they can rule my heart. It just means a lot to me to find the right lady for me. I've been looking my whole life, and this is the moment.
Does the carpet match the drapes?
Our wedding night, we'll find out. I enjoy playing guitar, singing, performing live. I also love doing comedy. I do sketch comedy. It's a real hoot. I work in the medical field. I help doctors. I assist them during cataract removal surgeries. Turn-ons, kale with a little bit of salt. Harmonizing while we sing. Shoe size under 8. Someone who can walk in high heels. Matching socks. Someone who appreciates a new pair of Hanes. Badminton. Golfing in the nude. Television shows that start with the letter L. Wealthy parents. Turn-offs, nice discussion on feminism. Less than 10 teeth, more than 12 teeth. Thicker mustache than mine. Poor parents. It's gross. I'm looking for a woman who wants to braid all through the night. Someone who has a lot of airline miles that we can use. You care a lot about me, and you don't care if I know or I'm kin to someone who's pretty famous. I'm a virgin because I've been waiting for my true love. You.
All right, so Jeff is lying back in a chair, and Steph is feeling him up, basically.
She just got to second base on me, although we have known each other a while, so it's okay.
Few years.
Okay, now she's applying the first strip
Oh
of
my
wax.
God,
Is that hot?
That is hot.
All right, so it's hot wax being
I just
applied
tried
to.
it on myself. It's the right temperature.
Yeah,
So she's
perfect.
basically saying, stop being a puss.
Oh, wow, that hurts.
Are you going to
That
go
hurts?
over his tattoo?
Yeah.
Oh, over his tattoo. Will it rip the ink out?
No.
Okay, good.
Ow.
All right, so
You're right.
basically 3 long strips she just put on him.
Right.
If I start to faint, are you going to stop?
There's the strip going
You're
on.
gonna give me
Oh,
a
no.
Now,
Thing
this
or
is
not?
just like, remember in 40-Year-Old
40-Year-Old
Virgin?
yeah.
Oh, boy.
Son of a bitch!
Oh, dude.
No! Mother F!
Well, I tell you what, you are looking good,
Oh, boy.
Oh! God! Oh!
though. Go.
I mean, Carrie Underwood.
Did you just say they were out?
Oh, boy.
Ow!
Oh, look at that.
All right, move next.
Now, what are we doing about the nipples?
Oh, Bert, I feel terrible. Look how red it is.
Now, she put the wax around his nipple, so there's no wax
Oh,
on
he
his
said,
nipple.
oh, no.
Here we go. Start singing, Mo.
Belt it out, belt it out, belt it out.
Singing.
That sounds like he's singing.
Go!
Oh!
No! Let's Burton rip a nip.
Am I shaking? I am shaking.
Jeff, get in there. Just rip and nip.
He's done this before.
Oh, you're touching his nipple? Did you just doorbell his nipple?
Yeah, he just doorbelled him. Who does that?
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh. We are taking some great pictures.
Oh, these pictures are phenomenal.
That's a real look of please make this stop.
Rip, nip, and rip.
American woman, stay away from me. American woman, mama, let me be. Don't come hanging round my door. I don't wanna see your face no more. I got more important things to do than spend my time going on with you. Now, woman,
Not doing shit. Look at him, not doing a thing. Here I am. Actually, let me go check on your food.
Yeah, we just got a drink from the skinny guy in the black.
Yeah, the skinniest guy here, right? Okay.
Yeah.
American woman, get away from me. American woman, mama, let me be.
He can say all he wants about how much money he raised, but this motherfucker right here,
Out of your mind.
hasn't done
I'm
a goddamn thing.
meeting and greeting.
This was not a get in lingerie and meet and greet. This is be a DB's server wearing what the DB's girls wear. Punishment failed.
No, I guess food service is not my thing.
Jewelry right across the street from the Galleria in the tall office building there. Here's what's awesome about Moritz Reusch. It's almost like an exclusive club. You have to almost be invited to Moritz Reusch. They do have to buzz you in, and this is your invitation. I am inviting you to go up and see John and Dan and the staff up there. Amazing folks, tons of experience throughout the jewelry world. Listen, it takes a certain special someone to know about the jewelry business. Anybody could sell you jewelry, but to sell you a good quality piece of jewelry at a great price, that's where the skill of Moritz Reusch Jewelry and their employees do. And it's not like it's just some guy that last week was a personal trainer and this week is selling jewelry. These are people that have been doing this for a long time, and they're local. They're not one of these, fly-by-night stores where they show up and then they shut down and all of a sudden, oh, where'd that store go? Gone already. They just took your money and they left. They want to be your jeweler for life over at Moritz Reusch Jewelry. Exclusive relationships with Simon G and other big jewelry companies, which allow them to get exclusive pieces, which is absolutely amazing. So make sure you stop by Moritz Reusch Jewelry. You can go online to ninjabling.com. I've been there. I've shopped there for a very long time. Same with Riz. Same with a ton of you weirdos out there. So, again, ninjabling.com. Stop by. Tell John and the staff up there that we said hello. It's Moritz Reusch Jewelry where you get the jewels and not the shaft.
We're going to go.
Let's do this.
We're going to do
Let's
this.
do it. All right.
I have to poop so bad.
Yeah, we don't want to do anything to scare your children. That's the last thing we want to do. We don't want to scare anybody.
I guess some people do not know that why Riz is out. Riz is out. He hosted an award show yesterday in New York. A full show back together on Monday. But with it being Friday, we do have some things to get to. And one of those things is giving away some stuff. You guys know how this game works. It's very, very simple. If you have listened to the show at all this week and you have been paying attention, you have an opportunity to win some cool prizes. And those cool prizes include a 4-pack to go see Third Eye Blind and Jimmy Eat World. That show happening on June 25th at the Hollywood Casino Amphitheater. Also, you can win a pair of tickets to a big summer show, Breaking Ben, 3 Days Grace. That show happening on July 21st at Hollywood Casino Amphitheater. And you have an opportunity to win a pair of tickets to go go see Grandson at Ballpark Village on June 28th. So, again, all you have to do is call 314-6-WALKER, 314-6-WALKER, and if you can't get through, continue to call. Try and get through. Have they ever said anything if we're going to fix these phone lines?
Yeah, they've said, I don't know.
Okay.
They said, oh, there's a problem with the phones?
Great. Fantastic.
And
All right.
our reply to that is always, Hail Hubbard.
Hail Hubbard.
Correct?
You got it.
Oh, yeah.
We got 3 lines here. Guess what? That's better than 0 lines.
Let's do this.
So my profile on the computer here, I don't have their names, so we're just going to kind of go blind here, okay?
All right.
Hey, who's this?
This is Roy.
Hey, Roy, what's going on?
Roy.
Doing good.
All right, so Jeff will ask you a question. You answer that question correctly, you win a prize. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Go, Jeff.
What special object was in our studio on Monday?
Roy? What
I
special
can't
object?
think of it.
Thanks, Roy. Appreciate you.
Who's this?
Hello.
Hello, who's this?
This is Mike.
Mike, what's up, man? Did you hear the question or
Hey,
do you
what's
need to hear it again?
Yeah, let me hear it again, please.
What special object was in the studio with us on Monday?
Well, since I've only got to listen to you for about half an hour this week, the only thing I remember was some special pucks that they dropped off.
And?
Other than that,
And?
they had posters, I believe.
Damn
No,
it,
he is
He's
right.
on the right track.
He is right, but that is not what we were talking about. Who's
Probably
this?
not the game to call in for if you've listened to half hour.
That is true.
Give it a shot, though. Who's this?
Yep, you're right.
This Terry?
Do you need the question again?
No.
Okay.
Do you know the answer? What special object was in the studio on Monday?
I'm gonna go with those pucks, the finale pucks, the special.
Man, everybody, you're in the right ballpark.
Ballpark, interesting choice.
Hey,
the
who's
right arena.
Hey, who's this?
This is Alex.
Alex.
Hey, Alex.
Alex, what amazing special thing was in the studio with us on Monday that everybody was freaking out about?
Stanley Cup.
Yeah, Alex. Alex, what do you want? Jimmy Eat World and Third Eye Blind, Breaking Ben, or Grandson?
Jimmy Eat World.
All right, Scott will get your info. Hang tight.
I think, did they bring the pucks for us last week? That was last week, wasn't it?
I think so.
Which are super cool, by
Yeah,
the way.
they are
I don't
very
know about
cool.
you guys, but I got mine. Well, my kids were playing hockey with it yesterday, but I got it.
Oh, yikes.
It's all right, you know.
By the way, I was just informed that we have no tickets to Breaking Ben. So,
Okay. All
Third Eye Blind, Jimmy Eat World, Grandson. Those are your 2 options.
Those pucks are super cool. I'm assuming they have those for sale down at the
They do.
at the team store.
They do.
Badass.
Yep.
Yeah, they're badass.
And we only have 1 more pair of tickets to Third Eye Blind. So, if you want those, you better call in now. Who's this?
This is Ryan.
Ryan.
Hey, Ryan.
Jeff's got a question for you. Where are you paying attention?
Hey, Ryan, what's the real or fake punishment for this round?
You all get 2-inch tattoos.
All right, we'll go with throw tats.
We'll go with throw tats. That
Throw
counts.
tats, yeah.
That counts. Jimmy Eat World or Grandson? What are you looking for?
Jimmy Eat World.
You got it. Scott's going to get your info here.
You
So
have a
that's
great
it.
time.
That's it. That's all the Jimmy. Now it's just Grandson.
Okay. I got 3 questions left. You got 3 pairs of tickets?
Yep.
All right.
Hey, who's this?
Hello.
This is Jordan.
Hey,
Hi,
Jordan.
Jordan.
What's happening? Jeff's got a question to find out if you were paying attention.
On Wednesday, we played a game. What was it called?
It was matchup with Moon, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Sure was.
Good job.
Well done. It was one of my best showings. in
I'm
history.
glad you were paying attention because I almost wasn't. You're going to go see Grandson at Ballpark Village on June 28th.
That was the one that will haunt me forever because
Oh, yeah,
James
well,
Cameron, Titanic. Oh,
yeah.
God.
Hey, who's this?
Oh, this is Garrett. What's going on?
What's up, Garrett?
Garrett.
Jeff has a question for you, and if you get it correct and you were paying attention, you're going to go see Grandson.
I got 2 questions left. They're both pretty. What do you think of the difficulty on these? Which one should I use? This bottom one or this second to bottom one?
Let's go second to bottom.
Second to bottom. All right. Who missed the show yesterday because he was out of town?
Liz.
There you go.
You are correct.
Nice.
You got it. Hold on one second.
Now you use the.
Heck yeah.
You used the last one. All right.
Yeah, now use the last question
All right.
because this one's way harder.
Hey, who's this?
This is Chelsea.
Hi,
Chelsea.
Chelsea.
Hi. Oh my God! It's more than just Chelsea.
It's
more than just girls.
Chelsea and the
girl.
girls.
We're on the radio, girl.
You
All
better
right, Jeff.
win.
All right, girls. On Friday at 8:30, we're having a girls' day. Okay, we're all getting in the minivan.
Jeff,
We're going to Starbucks.
Chelsea wants to win a prize here. She wants to go see grandson at Ballpark Village. What is the question?
All right, Chelsea. I'm so sorry. This is a tough one, though. Okay, you ready?
Okay.
Who missed the show today because he's out of town?
Rizzuto!
Let's drink mimosas.
Oh, I want a mimosa. You're going to have a great time.
Chelsea, honestly, how many people are with you right now?
Sorry, you're just really loud.
Okay, all right. Well, I know about being loud, so congratulations. You are going to grandson at Ballpark Village on June 28th.
Have fun.
That's it.
We're done.
That's all we've got. And that
Those were
is
tough
how you
questions.
play. Were you paying attention?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so this is a toy that you got?
According to this morning, it says this is not a toy, but yes, I bought this, and I bought it specifically because I wanted to do it with us.
Okay, so it's got four little slots for your fingers.
Yeah, some of these gag things like that, it's just like a little shock. And my son got something in a magic kit that he gets me with every once in a while, and it hurts like hell.
This is like, to be honest with you, it's 4 AAA batteries, which, okay, whatever.
Let's rewire it.
My sister-in-law was the one that tested it, and she damn near threw this thing across the room. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4 on the settings. We're going 4.
All right, so y'all put your fingers in there, and you press the button.
Yep.
And it kind of goes around, and one of you gets shocked.
Yep.
Okay, great.
Does it hurt if there's any metal on any other part of your body? I can take it off.
All right, so Scott,
not
you
doing
pick,
this?
Scott, you pick
No, I
what
gotta
number you
control
want.
this. I gotta control the board.
Scott's doing 4.
What do you mean that's dumb?
That means I
So,
mean
hold on.
exactly what it sounds like. That's dumb.
What do you mean that's dumb? There's only 4 slots. Who's going to be left out?
So you can
We should
easily
do a
roll
drawing.
over here and do it real
All
quick.
right, it's fine. You want to plot names?
No, we'll do
Let's
this.
plot names.
We'll do this, and then the
Let's
loser
plot
of this one,
names.
How
the
would-
loser of
everyone
this one
wants to see
steps
you
out
get
and you're in.
shocked.
Why me?
Because we like
You got a
seeing
1
you
in 4
get shocked.
chance too. So we'll do this. We'll do the inaugural test, and
Okay.
then you come on over.
All right.
All right, we're turning it on. It's on now. As you guys can see, there's 2 victims here. We're now going to go boop, boop. Now all 4.
Okay.
All right, put your fingers in. Here we go.
Fingers in, guys.
Put my
Here we
finger
go.
in this.
Fingers in.
Hang on, I'm gonna elbow something if I get hit.
All right, here we go. Ready?
Press the button.
Hang on.
I know it.
Right
They're
or
off.
left
They'll
finger?
go on. They'll go on.
Somebody
Once
put a
we're
microphone up to it so we could hear it.
ready. All right, here we go.
Ready. Press it.
I don't like this. I don't like this. I
Go.
don't like this.
And go. The light's going around, going around,
Oh, here
going
goes- oh,
around.
it's got a light that
Lights have
shows it.
disappeared. Lights have
Close your
disappeared.
eyes, everybody.
Come on!
This is stupid. I don't like it.
Oh boy.
Anytime now.
Great.
It was Scott for sure.
Face it.
All right, fine.
Come on over. How was that?
Oh, it's great. It's refreshing.
Dude,
It
it
wakes you up.
sucks.
Is it like?
It really does
Is it one
suck.
of those like in the hand or is it?
Yeah,
all
it's
over
like
your
right here in
elbow?
the finger, and I get it in my
All
elbow
right,
right now.
let's do it.
Oh, right now it still hurts. I don't want this.
Oh boy. All right. Where are you going?
I wanted to go with Scott's. Yeah. Wait. Turn it off and turn it back on.
Oh, come on.
Well, what's it gonna do? Hit 4 again? No.
It may. I did it with my sister-in-law, and she was in 2. I was in 1.
It's only 4 that you get struck.
Yeah, well, then you take 4.
All right.
Oh, God.
It's gonna be 3. It's gonna be.
boy.
You better switch it to 4.
Oh my gosh!
Here we go.
Everybody jumped out. If it hits this, oh God! If it hits me, I'm blaming the restart.
Oh boy. Oh no.
It takes too long. It takes too long.
I love it.
Here we go.
My arm is already heating up.
Here we go. Who's it
His headphones flew off.
It was tones.
Oh, that's terrible.
That went faster
All right,
than the
now,
first time.
hey, real quick, let's do this. Oh, this is how we should do this game. So now, since myself and Scott have been shocked, we are out. Now we do it 3 with you two, or with you 3. And then we do it 2, and there's one winner. Oh, my God, let's do it.
Yes.
That means one person
We need a
day
winner
will not
today.
get shot.
This isn't
We
fun.
need a winner.
Let's go.
This
You're
isn't
in.
fun. I'm already sweating.
All right. All right. All right.
See us on the camera?
Yeah, we should be good. All right, here we go.
My hands are sweating. That bad.
Now we're doing it on 3.
What number were you?
I don't remember. 2. I was 2. All right, here we go. No, you're out.
No. It's 1, 2, and 3.
1, 2,
it's
and
1, 2,
3
and 3.
are the numbers.
Okay.
Here,
1, 2, and 3.
You got to go in 1, man.
Oh, stop it!
Here we go.
3's my lucky number.
All right, here we go. Oh, boy. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Stop backing in.
Just stop talking for a second.
Stop! Don't touch me.
Stop, don't talk. What a stupid
Wait, where are you
game.
going? We got one more
it is.
game.
It's in my
We got
bicep.
one more game. Yeah.
It's in my bicep.
We got one more game.
Co-winner.
No, you didn't win.
Found the winner.
It's between Jeff and
You're
you.
taking too long.
Fine.
We could be co-champions.
Joined in studio. Ah, damn it.
Come on.
Joined in studio by some guy who hit the wrong button.
Yeah, that's me.
What a jerk.
Joined in studio by Donnie Fandango.
pacing Donnie
a
Fandango.
very, very excited, a very ridiculously excited, fist-pumping Donnie Fandango.
I can't believe it.
He ran in here.
I'm sorry. The last 2 weeks, all I can mutter out of my stupid face is, I can't believe this.
crazy.
I can't believe this is happening. I can't believe this could be happening.
I mean, I'm just blown away. It's one of those things where, and Donnie, you said yourself when you came down here, like, what are you going to do? Like, what are we going to do when this happens?
I don't know, man, because I part of obviously wants to come downtown and be in the thick of watching it or what have you, but the idea of being able to watch it with Mary and the kids on the couch and make a lot of ruckus and potentially set off some fireworks.
Dude, do it.
Why did I say that on the radio?
Nobody cares. Our neighborhood does it. There's some house that's like a few houses down that every single win, every time. Tons of fireworks. Everybody's so
Like
happy.
game 1 of the season, fireworks.
Here's Donnie's house.
Past couple months.
Oh, looks like the Blues just won.
Yep.
This actually is in November too. Ridiculous. Well, Donnie, while you're here, and I'm glad you are, I've actually found a list for those of you who may like. Now you're going to become a hockey fan. Now is the time you want to learn about hockey. So I have some surprising things that you probably didn't know about hockey.
Ooh, I like
if you
these.
are a first-time hockey fan, okay? So, for example, it's to Canada what soccer is to Mexico and what robot sex is to Japan. For the first 40 years, there wasn't even a puck. It was just guys on an icy pond just beating each other with sticks.
Wow.
The NHL possesses slightly fewer teeth than the average monster truck show.
Boy.
The most popular porn video of the NHL fans, 2 girls, 1 Stanley Cup.
Isn't that cute?
The last person in the NHL to play without a helmet retired in 1997. He can now be found in the Pacific Northwest hunting Bigfoot with a super soaker.
I'm sorry. There's somebody on the island out there with the sign. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to interrupt, but you see what I'm seeing?
He's got a Blues
And I'm
jersey.
sorry. Just as you started that, he started walking, and he's got a Blues jersey and a Blues hat and a sign.
He works for us.
Oh, he does.
That's Vice, who's one of the promo guys.
Oh, okay. All right.
And I'm sure.
sorry.
No, you're fine.
didn't
I'm
mean to
sure it's
interrupt,
some.
but
I'm sure he's some stunt.
Okay,
He'll
I'm
have
sorry. I just saw that, and I was.
I think that's him.
Be careful. That's illegal.
Yeah. Easy, buddy. Easy.
Unless you're selling pretzels, you can't stand on that island, can you?
Yeah, you got to hold a boot.
When hockey players get into fights outside the arena, they still pretend to throw their gloves down first. It kills Donald Trump that Wayne Gretzky is nicknamed the Great One. The Stanley Cup was originally only 7 inches. Now they warm it up before they bring it out.
Hey.
Hey, speaking of Gretzky, remember when we talked to him and things were not great? Things were not great.
Oh,
and we
yeah.
asked him about the Blues, and he was like, there's a lot of talent on this team. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't remember exactly what he said, but he said something about, don't be surprised if there's some turnaround. The's too much talent on this team to continue the do.
Yeah, chemistry takes some time, and I remember him saying all that.
He said they still got it. He said they still got it, and he was right.
But even us, like even the believers were like, well, he's just being nice.
this guy know
He's
about
just cool.
There were games.
honestly that I feel like they were almost as bad as any Blues games that I'd ever watched because it didn't look like one they were playing together, and the effort didn't seem great. It did not. It's just the turnaround between then and the run that they went on has just been absolutely stellar.
Yeah, so cool. And every single time that I'm like deep into a second period or third period, I think of that Gretzky interview and talking to him and him saying, "Don't give up on his team." So much talent because. Goodness, what a clinic, man. It's so fun to watch the two best teams in the league beating the crap out of each other.
Sports are great.
Which, by the way, he's out there handing out donuts for National Donut Day.
Oh, donut.
That's nice.
You should really
I don't know why I just said donut like that. Donut. I think it's because I'm reading this list about hockey.
Hey, by the way, donuts right here from the Dapper Donut across the street.
Whoa.
Amazing.
Have some.
Whoa. Hold on a second here.
What's up?
NHL player safety just tweeted St. Louis's Barbashev will have a hearing today for an illegal check to the head on Boston's Marcus Johansson.
you remember that? You remember that play?
It was the elbow.
Yeah.
He threw an elbow.
I didn't know that was happening.
Is that the one that he ducked in?
Yeah.
Or that was Krug?
Yeah.
I assume. I bet you he gets it, too.
He's suspended for next game.
I bet you he gets it.
If there's a hearing, especially the way that things have been going lately, if there's a hearing, he's suspended.
Is this the one that was in the open ice?
No,
this was against the boards, and he brought up that elbow.
Okay,
it should have been called, and I'm definitely not surprised, unfortunately.
The Hockey Hall of Fame, Donnie, it's in Toronto, and it's just a big pile of teeth. And Al Michaels coined the term, "Do you believe in miracles?" at the 1980 Olympics, but that was not his first choice. He actually had to run it through some producers, and apparently, "Suck it, you filthy commie bastards" was not approved.
Wow.
That was not approved.
Maybe a little harsh, probably. For the television
That
audience.
made the podcast in 1980.
So now you are informed about hockey.
I feel good about that.
I do too.
I don't know how I was a fan beforehand.
And real question, I know that I sort of opened this a little bit before we turned the mics on, but when you said, what do we do here if we win Sunday? Would you ever get a Blues tattoo? You don't have any tattoos.
No,
right?
I don't. Man, I would have to say probably not. I think if there's ever any time that I would get a tattoo, it would probably have to do with Mary and the kids.
You can put their names in a wing.
I just, man, I've just gotten this far without it. You know what I mean? And every time that I see any of you guys get ink, and Mary included, I go, wow, that looks incredibly painful, and I don't like pain. So I think I'm all right.
I got a cards tattoo, old school STL, and I think if we win, I'm getting a Blues tattoo.
I've already said if we win, I think I'm getting a Blues tattoo too. And I have said to myself
that
I would never do that. I was like, I'm never going to get a sports team. I love the Blues. I work for the Blues. Like, I love this team. I will never get a logo. If they win the cup, I think I'm going.
Yeah, it's a St. Louis pride thing, though.
And I'm not like hundreds of you do it and enjoy it. I'm not going to, but I can't believe it, guys.
I can't believe it either. Well, Donnie, thanks for stopping by for a few minutes. We'll see you in a little bit.
Cool.
After the break, we're going to talk to Anthony Stalter about the game last night. Obviously, we'll ask him about this Barbashev hit and see what's going on there. But that's coming up next. We do have another look at your point traffic and weather. Jeff Burton, what's going down?
Point traffic update brought to you by Ryan Kelly, the homeloanexpert.com. All good in the hood. Your point forecast, a mix of clouds today and sun today. Scattered storms in the area. Highs around 80 tonight, 65 for low. Tomorrow, 80% chance of storms. Mid-70s for the high. Right now, 74 at the Point Studio. Point forecast brought to you by CarX Tire and Auto.
It's time for me to get out of here. I'm going to leave you in here.
Are you leaving already?
Yeah, you're taking over.
Oh, all right.
But I'll be back with you tomorrow from 2 to 6, and I wonder what shape I will find you. I'm really curious.
To tell you the truth, I think you're going to find the room in poorer shape than I'm in.
Guys, go online, 1057thepoint.com/studiocam. I promise this will entertain you.
Yes.
It is decorated in moon fashion in here. People who are texting in think that this isn't going to go over so well in the morning.
No, this is not going to go over well. This is not. I know that this is
the
not.
men of the morning show like it to be a little bit
very tidy.
Tidy. This is not tidy at all. This is like my environment. I want to roll around in it.
But
Let's do this.
But for you listening, untidy does not mean dirty. This is going to be a very clean area. But it is. Let's just say it's decorated.
Yes. It's spirited. It's like a
To you real quick about your windows, and I want to talk to you about your windows saving you some money. You may not even really think about that. Like, how are my windows going to save me money? Well, here is exactly how. Universal Windows Direct, they have a special window that uses aerospace technology called Super Spacer. And what this does is it actually is made to perform in our crazy climate. And they have this cool aerospace technology that's going to actually make sure that your window is saving you money. How? It actually helps drafts. It reduces the drafts in your home, keeping your home cooler in the summer, warmer in the winter, and you are going to save money all year round. Right now at Universal Windows Direct, for every window you buy, you're going to get the next window for free. There's no limits on that either. 0% financing for 36 months. Now, some restrictions do apply, so you got to go to their website, got to give them a call, get all the details. Ask them about their lifetime warranty. It's a true lifetime warranty. For as long as you own your home and 30 years of the next homeowner, you are actually going to be taken care of. Call to schedule that free in-home estimate today. Again, Universal Windows Direct at universalwindowsdirect.com or 314-878-0300. That's 314-878-0300. Just like me, you're going to be saying, I love my windows.
Thank you, sir. Got $1. Got $1, guys. Hey, it's Riz, a.k.a. the Sexy Sax Man, and I'm here to serve out my punishment. Street musician for 1 hour outside of Busch Stadium. Maybe I'll get thrown out, maybe I won't. But here's the good thing, guys. Listen, it's all for a good cause. Help kids rock cancer, guys. How can you say no to that? This next song's called You Can't Laugh at a Buffalo Herd. Playing fire, guys. Playing fire. I watched the Grammys 4 times. The song is called Stand By Your Sausages. This song is called South City Sewage. South City Sewage. South City Sewage. Hair's looking good tonight. Saxophone is playing like an angel, singing.
I saw the outfit, and I was expecting great things, but it is the worst thing I've ever heard.
Better luck next time. I think I've served my punishment. King Scott, have I served my punishment?
For sure. This has been really hot out here, and this dude was sweating his brass off, so yeah, he did good.
That's it.
Yeah.
Sax band's done. Sax band's gonna jam. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4.
Rizzuto Show on 105.7 The Point.
I'm telling you, man, you don't have to do it. I see the look on your face. You don't have to do it.
I don't like this idea.
There's a look of fear.
Stop it, John.
So big thanks to the Mr. B's company for providing us with these peppers.
Blues hockey. We just got done talking with Donnie, and I know Donnie has Pat from Mattress Direct on his program with him talking about hockey, a huge Blues hockey fan, and an even bigger fan of you getting a good night's sleep. That's exactly what all the sleep specialists over there at Mattress Direct do. It's crazy to think about this, though. Something that is a one-time purchase, a mattress, can affect you every day of your life. If you want a healthy relationship with you, your body, and everyone around you, you want a good mattress because that is the start of having a good day. Like me, for example, okay? I was having some back problems. I wasn't sleeping well. A lot of it probably had to do that I was a fat slob, but I also needed a new bed. And I went to Mattress Direct, and Pat set me up with something that was absolutely amazing. It was one of the beds that has the dual box springs with the adjustable bed frames. Absolutely amazing. It's an incredible bed. Anywhere else, this bed would have cost me close to $5,000. I got an unbelievable deal there. Thousands upon thousands of dollars off on this bed. You can get the same deals. All you have to do is just go to Mattress Direct. There's 16 locations all over the place in the St. Louis area. You can go on their socials at STL Mattress or call 314-4DIRECT. Again, that's 314-4DIRECT. It's Mattress Direct. Sleep rules. Get some.
And welcome back to America's favorite cooking show, The Skinny Guinea. On The Skinny Guinea, with me as always, is the Fat Guinea, Tony.
Hey, hi.
And my other assistant, Creepster Jeff.
Hello. Hello.
And today we will be making placenta smoothies. And here's what you'll need. Frozen mango, orange juice, some ice, vodka of your choice,
Ooh, nice.
coconut milk, and one large, fairly fresh placenta. Hey, when is our guest of honor getting here? Ooh!
What's going
There's
down?
the
It is
bell.
the Riz Show. Patrico, Burton,
Go get
Moon, King Scott, and joined by Anthony Stalter.
Oh, my goodness, it's Anthony.
Hey-oh.
You know, I was thinking about this the other day. Look at Anthony Stalter right now and see how his image in your mind changes when I call him Tony Stalter.
It's the
we're
weirdest
making
thing.
placenta
So
smoothies.
why Anthony and not Tony? Where did the change, or has it always been?
It's always been Anthony.
Because to me, it's your name's Tony unless you're in trouble with your moms. Then it's Anthony.
You know, it's funny. My mom always said, I named you Anthony, not Tony. Don't let anybody call you Tony.
All right, well, there's the reason right there.
And then when buddies figured that out, they started calling me Tony.
Tony, yeah. You just don't, I mean, weird.
Which is
That's
weird because
disrespect to
I'm the
moms.
exact opposite.
It is.
Can you picture anybody calling me Anthony?
No, unless, again, like it sounds like your mom when she was mad at you.
And that wasn't even the case. When my dad and my mom were both mad at me, I was Tone. My dad would go, Tone!
Yeah.
And my mom, when she was disappointed, would be, oh, Tone.
We know a couple Johns that were named John, and if you call him Jonathan, they're like, hey, that's not my name.
That's no.
Yeah.
That's a no-no.
That's not my name.
Tone, my buddies called me Tone.
Yeah.
Oh, we're not buddies.
Oh,
Hey, Anthony.
cool. Okay, Anthony. Good to see you, Anthony.
I feel suddenly awful about my life.
Well, Stalter's in here. He's down at our sister station, 101 ESPN. And you're in here thanks to First Community for having you come in and chat a little bit of Blues hockey.
Love it.
Before we get into it, I just want to play the final call from our buddy Chris Kerber and him calling the Game 5 win.
O'Reilly against Bergeron. Bruins win it again. They slap it to the goal. Glove save. Puck knocked loose. Steen has it. Steen will clear. And you can bring out the Zamboni. The St. Louis Blues have won Game 5. A 2-1 win in Boston. And the Blues will come home to Game 6. One win away from a Stanley Cup championship. The hardest win in franchise history. Coming up this weekend.
Can you believe it?
No.
I mean, Donnie Fandango just came running in here, gave everybody high fives. The man looks like Jeff said, he ran from his house.
Yeah.
He's got that much energy.
He lives by me, too. That's a long way.
Yeah,
That's in South County. Yeah.
How? I mean, how are we here right now? What happened yesterday that allowed the Blues to pull off the win?
The trip. That was the only reason why they won, right?
Oh, absolutely.
No.
Yeah, man.
Don't even joke about that.
You know, let's start here. Let's not bury the lead here, Tone. I am
Tone,
so,
go ahead.
I'm so thankful. We just do that the entire time. I'm so thankful that Boston fans got that tripping call. They got the absolute gift of a lifetime with that tripping call.
Why? Because now they have an excuse?
Exactly right.
Because their team got bone-sawed up and down the ice for 2 straight periods, but now they don't have to talk about that. They don't have to talk about how their team was thoroughly dominated. They can talk about...
Did they thoroughly dominate, though?
Yes.
Did they?
Yes.
What's his name? What's his name on your very radio station? Not one of
Bernie?
your guys' employees.
Kevin?
No, not one
Travis?
of your employees.
Jamie?
The guy with the really bad hair. I just mentioned him earlier.
Oh, geez. Now you're going to put me in a horrible spot.
I work over here.
Barry Melrose said he said that the Blues got completely outplayed. It was their goalies the only reason why they won.
Couldn't disagree more.
Really?
Erroneous on all accounts. Well, at what point did anybody think Boston was going to take over that game?
The only thing I was worried about was you get a 1-0 lead, then you're pressing, and I said this before, and you're pressing, and you're not getting that second goal. That was the only thing that concerned me, really, and that was it.
I thought the Blues physically manhandled the Bruins last night. And how many times, I mean, if the Bruins are going to win that game last night, or they're going to win on Sunday, or if they're going to win in Game 7, it's because of their skill. And every single time they tried to create space on the ice, there was a Blues player on a body.
Yeah.
That's their game. Mm-hmm. I mean, they're not... I guess in terms of domination, 2-1. What are you talking about? But that's not really the Blues game, anyways. You're not going to see a 7-2 victory like the Bruins had in Game 3 or 4, 3. I don't know where I'm at. The
St. Louis.
Thank you. How many times did the Bruins try to create space, have that centering pass right in front of the net? Blues bodies
sticks in
everywhere.
lanes, and sticks in lanes too. Yeah,
the Blues played better defense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Bennington was a stud.
He was incredible.
Was
he was
great,
incredible,
and his defense was there for any rebounds, any cleanups, any weird snafu type moments. Like the defense was on.
Gunnarsson, well done when Bennington couldn't be there that one time. Gunnarsson.
Yeah. I think Chara playing actually benefited the Blues after that initial, oh my gosh, he's back, he's amazing.
Right.
That sort of thing. They had to go with one less forward.
Yeah, that helped.
Which put Backus in the press box. I'm down with that. Did you see the look on his face?
He
furious.
He did not look happy. And then Chara's half the man he used to be.
He is.
I mean, last night
he really wasn't. He plays a lot, but I don't see anything in his game right now to say, oh, he's a difference maker. Now, he's still Char. He still benefits the Bruins on special teams and things like that. But I don't see the same, and this is not me going out on a limb. This isn't a hot take. I don't see the same Char as we have in the previous 4 or 5 years.
Well, his quote last night.
That's a hot take.
Thank you.
His quote last night after the game was awesome. It was
Don't even look at that over there.
I like it,
the
though.
same
I
thing.
thought it was really good.
Trash talking Boston sports. I like it.
The
I wonder
question:
how many minutes he played. Do you have any idea off the top of your
I
head?
don't think it was.
I can look it up.
It was a lot less than normal.
Yeah, I would think
than the
so.
rest of the game of the series.
Well, our good buddy Jamie Rivers, he's talking about how you can't breathe.
That's
So
every time they
Well,
showed him on the bench, he looked like a guy that just was struggling, like when you're stopped up and you can't breathe through your nose because of allergies or whatever, and you just sit on the bench and go.
Well, I think Jamie and everybody else thought he was going to be wired too. Don't they typically wire those guys for that kind of thing? He was not wired.
He wasn't?
No, he was not.
He was not wired.
They
And
made a
my
point to
son
say
even
that.
noticed it because we were talking about him, and he's like, "Dad, his mouth's open. His mouth's wide open."
I didn't realize.
Like,
And then he
oh,
got
boy.
the elbow too.
Yeah, he did definitely take an elbow.
Yeah, let's pause here for a second. That's a tough dude. I mean,
without a doubt.
They're all
in general.
Dude.
Yeah. Wow.
They're
I mean,
all tough
to be
dudes.
out there like that with your jaw flapping around.
16 minutes, 42 seconds, well below his average of 21:56.
Yeah,
there you go.
there's that.
Makes a difference.
Now, are you on the same page as me by saying that the Blues should have won that game? I mean, essentially 4-1. Because if you think about it, that puck that went under Rask's pad, I'm still not convinced that was not a goal.
Mm-hmm.
The angle wasn't great, so it's not conclusive, so you can't go and say, hey, that was for sure a goal.
Right.
And they should have buried that shot that hit the guy in the chest, that dove in front of the net. That's 2 more goals. That's 4.
If you're
The Krejci play?
Yeah.
That was a hell of a play.
if
too.
you're counting 2 goals that didn't go in, you got to give them more than the one that they
one,
had.
yeah.
Because
Well, yeah,
they
I agree
hit
with
the
that.
crossbar twice.
Did you guys see the one angle of the shot that barely clipped Rask's the blocker and then hit the post and then somehow like an
it curves
invisible?
out-
How did
outward.
that happen?
It doesn't make any sense. I didn't know you could curve those things like
There was a
that.
second shooter. That's all I'm going to say.
There absolutely was.
Could have been, yeah.
It's an airsoft bullet that hit it. And,
So the series ends today. Who walks away with the MVP of the playoffs?
Wow. I mean, it's got to. It's to me. It's got to be Bennington.
Yeah.
If you ask people last series, people say it was a close race between Bennington and Schwartz. The finals, Schwartz has unfortunately been silent.
Right.
A lot of people are saying, well, O'Reilly. Well, look at the other series with O'Reilly. There was some games where he was a non-factor. Now he is, but you got to look at the whole postseason when you're giving out that MVP.
I mean, Bennington has won several Game 7s. Hopefully he won't have to win another one. That he was the best player on the ice in Game 7 against Dallas when him and Ben Bishop had that epic performance.
Mm-hmm.
Last night in a tie series, who was the best player on the ice? It was Bennington.
Yep.
So as of right now, depending on what happens in Game 6 on Sunday, I would have to go with Bennington. Now, he was pulled the one time, but, I mean, really, that has proven to be the exception, not the rule. He has been filthy the entire postseason. And what was the narrative coming in? He's a rookie. Who knows how he's going to handle it?
Never been here
He
before.
looks nervous.
Yeah.
Pressure, long season.
Connor Hellebuck, he outperformed. He outperformed Ben Bishop. He definitely outperformed Martin Jones. And then, thus far, he's outplayed Tuukka Rask as well.
So what are the keys to the game on Sunday? What do the Blues have to do or continue to do to make sure that we are the ones that are hoisting the cup come 10 p.m. on Sunday?
Physicality. Do exactly what you did in the second period on yesterday. They right now throw the body. They were so, what is that cliche or something you guys are looking at?
No.
I mean, we would have said something like, score more
Yeah,
goals.
keep the puck out of
save
the
shots.
Yeah, block
Block more
That's what I was
shots.
waiting for.
Score more goals than the Bruins. Let's see here. Win on the scoreboard.
Oh, do better overall.
They got to play a better
Try
60
harder.
minutes than the other team, for
More
sure.
energy. Start fast.
No penalties.
Stick-to-stick passing.
Oh, stay healthy.
Stay healthy.
In all honesty, though, I know you've talked about the penalties and all that, and yesterday, we have 3 total? Or maybe,
Yeah.
And it was a silly delay game.
Right.
And a couple others, and it kept it close.
PK Unit was outstanding, too.
Was
Glad you
outstanding.
brought up
That
Moon.
Steen penalty, as soon as I went, oh, boy, no.
Yep. Yeah, there was an inopportune time. But no, look, you know what's interesting, too? You look at how the Blues handled the hand pass. Berube didn't want to talk about it. Moving on.
Jeff brought this up today.
Yeah.
Jeff, you're absolutely right. Players, what'd they do? They moved on. And that's no coincidence because Berube has that 10-minute session before the media comes in. So Berube, after the hand pass, was saying, we're not talking about this period.
Mm-hmm.
What was the difference last night? After the tripping call, Cassidy called black eye for the NHL.
Yep.
Can you move on in 2 days? That is going to be a bit of a holdover for Boston.
And to Jamie's point, the reason why he brings that up, the same reason you do, is your team takes on the identity of your coach. Cassidy's sitting around bitching and moaning.
Yep.
The Blues, when it happened with the hand pass and whatever else you want to bitch about, you just keep playing the game.
And that's what
Look where you are.
They've been steady. Berube, Bennington, they've all asked about certain accomplishments throughout the postseason or the regular season, and everybody's been like, no different than winning one back in January. So I think that matters. Boston fans complaining about it, we'd probably be complaining here. We complained about the hand pass.
We would.
Of course.
I've got no issue with Bruins fans being frustrated, complaining about the refs, all that stuff. But with Cassidy or any of these players,
members of the
Bruins, them mentioning it.
And I think you're in their head a little bit.
Exactly.
At this
And
point.
we had also brought up this morning that, you got to play until the whistle blows. And they gave up after that trip. Everyone stopped. Everyone backed up. Hands were in the air. And that allowed Perron to go whoop and just put it right in.
I'm sorry. Did Rask, he still has an opportunity to block that, right?
Yeah.
I believe so.
Very much so.
Yeah.
I don't. You guys are diehard hockey fans. Are the goalies told if there's a potential penalty?
Yeah,
let it puck
you
in?
take your mask off and skate away is what
Yep.
you're supposed to do. A buddy of mine, Dan, who listens all the time, said, don't overlook Pietrangelo, unsung hero last night, too.
Yeah, there's a lot of unsung heroes.
And
Broke
Tarasenko.
up a lot of plays, that
Yes.
sort of thing. He did.
And Tarasenko, he's moving with speed. He's
Playing physical, too.
Skill,
Yeah.
agility.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, and scoring, but I'm saying like it's hard. Like you said, it's kind of hard because everybody's playing their part. Everybody's doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing. still got to give it to Bennington, though.
Yep.
Don't be silly.
Yep.
Are you guys
Tones.
fighting about this?
No,
I think,
not at all.
I think people on,
last
on
series,
Twitter,
last series, I would have given you an argument, and I would have gone with Jaden Schwartz.
I would have too.
And I would have gone, and that was my pick, because at the same time, Bennington did great. He got you here, but you don't win these games without Jaden Schwartz. And you said you don't win these games with Jordan Bennington. Without Jordan Bennington, you don't know. And I just thought the offensive presence of Jaden Schwartz outweighed the goaltending of Jordan Bennington. Now I can't say that, so I don't know.
Yeah, I just don't think you'd be here or even talking about 2-2 series and 3-2 series if it wasn't for a goalie like Bennington and all that. And that's what I've said the past couple of years. Every time somebody throws their stuff behind the Moose or Allen, and no offense to Allen, I know he's still our guy and whatever. I have always said, like, those guys won't win Stanley Cups. Those aren't goalies. Look at all the teams over the past 50 years and tell me their goalies' names, because it matters. It freaking matters.
Thing that, as Blues fans, over the years, we've always been on the outside looking in when it comes to the playoffs, because the two things you need to get through the playoffs is your superstar to be a superstar and a hot goalie. We have those two things right now.
Certainly.
Yeah.
Two things before you get out of here. Number one, do we see Barbashev on Sunday or no?
I say yes.
You don't think they'll suspend him?
No.
Okay.
What do you think they're going to do?
Nothing. They can't go. Can they fine him?
Oh yeah, I mean,
so they can fine and not suspend.
Sure.
I didn't know if they could.
Unless there's some sort of unwritten rule or some written rule for NHL where you can't do one or the other. But
do they typically call hearings? Do they ever call hearings and not give anything?
Especially during the postseason, I think they call hearings.
Really?
Well, yeah,
Sundquist.
The Sundquist, they met. They had a hearing on it, and they ruled that he was going to be suspended for one game. So if they're going to call a hearing, yeah, it could go either way.
I'm saying, have they ever called a hearing and done nothing?
I'm sure they have.
I believe I think the hearing is to discuss whether or not there's going to be a suspension. So,
okay,
so in other
a
words,
hearing
yes.
doesn't.
But I don't have like an example.
And when
of
is
them
that supposed
doing
to be? Today, right?
Today,
Yes.
and also there's probably tons of hearings during the year that we don't hear about because there's 30-plus hockey teams playing.
Right.
There's 2 hockey teams playing right now.
That
So when
makes
there's a
sense.
hearing, they're going to go, hey, this guy's got a hearing.
You have the hearing to discuss. So I'm sure there's to answer your question, we don't have an absolute example, but yeah, they can call a hearing and not levy the suspension.
Final question. Final score on Sunday. Go.
Blues 4-1.
I like it.
Wow. Yeah. With an empty netter there? Or?
2 empty netters.
Whoa.
Let's not even do the
empty
game and just assume that's the thing and let's take it.
All right,
One heart attack for Jeff.
See you. Did you guys?
He yelled that at happy hour about 4 hours earlier.
I'm like, save it.
Ever.
Did you guys see the Boston Bruins fan as the Blues were going off the ice last night?
Flipping the bird?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I threw it out there like on Twitter. I'm like, this is unbelievable. Unbelievable how they would do that. And I had a Brett Hall gif right there.
You know what? Have a Hall of Famer do it, okay, Boston?
Stay classy, Boston, with your middle finger.
Speaking with the class, did you see the fight with all the Bruins fans in the stands?
There was like 3 different fights.
Great.
Yeah, 3 different fights in the same row.
Yeah.
It's unraveling.
It's unbelievable.
Literally threw an entire beer on somebody's face.
Yeah, that's a $13 punch.
Sunday, where are you going to be and what do you do when we win?
I like to watch. If I'm not covering the game, I like being at home. A couple of drinks.
And what do you do? Anything special, or do you not know? Like, do you have a plan?
No, I'm not gonna. I didn't plan this. Moon, I know you're in the jinxes, but let's not go down.
You're
quite
living
the
in the
opposite,
moment,
my man.
Living in the moment.
Have you seen what happened since I instructed you not to touch the cup that day?
That's a really good point.
Do you know whether or not I touched it?
It doesn't matter. You didn't touch it right here when all eyes were on us.
Well, I don't know, man.
So now you're saying you did touch it?
I said I will neither confirm nor deny until we win the thing, and I'm going to go boom.
You didn't touch it in my presence.
You didn't touch it in front of me either, so I'm going to say you didn't. Tones, Anthony Stalter from ESPN 101.
TS.
Thanks for stopping by
Tones.
and chatting Blues Stanley Cup hockey.
Thanks, boys.
Courtesy of First Community.
Staltz.
All right, there it goes. Round and round she goes. Jeff, where she stops, nobody knows.
Oh boy, I'm so nervous. I got.
What's it going to be? Is it going to be nip? Is it going to be?
Go TP Tat!
No piercing.
You know, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm kind of disappointed.
I'm super disappointed.
Put your needles
Okay,
away. Sorry.
okay. All right, needles away.
Darn it anyway.
He got out of it. He got out of this again.
Darn it anyway.
All right, well, I guess, ink is going to arm right here. This is happening. Jeff is serving out his punishment.
She's actually starting with the TP.
Oh, she is?
Yep. Needle
That
in
mic
arm
5,
right
all right.
now.
Well, it's really happening.
There it is.
Hey,
Give him a
while
tattoo
Jeff
then.
is being tattooed, should we discuss the next punishment?
I believe so.
That's a great idea.
I believe so.
Jeff, can you have a conversation while this happens?
Absolutely.
Or are you one of those straight facers?
So let's just.
I'm good. I
All
forgot
right,
that
let's
I got a
discuss the next
microphone.
punishment because we got to make our real or fake picks.
Okay.
All right.
In a couple minutes here. Where are you going? You're part of this too.
Really?
Yes, you are.
You're part of this
Pregnancy
team.
Get you out of this one.
Oh no, I don't know if she could. I don't know if she could serve it out. But you are.
You're part of this team, so you have to discuss.
You have to discuss it.
Listen, you have to. You're part of this team. You have to discuss
Okay.
the punishment. But I don't know.
I don't know if you.
Because you are with child, I don't know if you can participate in this punishment.
All right, so
in good conscience.
Can we decide and see?
Nah, I think you're gonna not want to do this. I'm just saying.
Can we let her? Yeah, let her.
First of all, this is going to be difficult for everyone. I mean, anyone. This is going to.
All right,
We'll talk
so
it out. You'll
Moon,
see.
as the king of cans, the punishment for this new competition, real or fake, will be.
You got to stay in this studio for 48 hours.
That's it.
You don't go anywhere.
You gotta
48
stay
hours
in
straight.
the studio
the
for
guy with
48
Crohn's
hours.
disease has a question.
Food is brought to you. We'll get to all the questions. Food is brought to you. You do not leave.
Bathroom?
You are stuck in here.
Of course you could go. You
go to the bathroom in
a
plastic
bucket.
bags. Ben, the video guy, will
I
empty them
just had
for
my
you.
colostomy again.
No, of course you. There's a bathroom right down the hall. That's the only bathroom you can use.
No, unless number 2.
If you're number 2, you
If
go
you're number
upstairs.
2, you go
Okay,
upstairs.
All right. Wait, you talking about third floor upstairs? Or you talking about
No, you
upstairs
go
in
over
here?
here.
No. We're talking upstairs in the public bathroom. Oh, this is the worst punishment in the world for me.
Okay, but
Oh, I
40,
didn't think of that.
48 hours. Now, this is an idea inspired by Patrico. He and I have been talking about all sorts of things because
So
we weren't sure who's
48
gonna win.
hours straight in the studio. You cannot leave, and you'll be on camera the whole time.
Exactly right.
We'll get a special webcam, and you will be observed at all times.
Yeah, and here's the thing. So people say, well, who's to say they can't go to the bathroom and just hang out there all the time? Well, because you will have to put up like a note. Went to the bathroom, be back in 5. And people are going to be watching the webcams. Even when it's 3 in the morning, people are going to be here
That's
watching.
right. And if you break a rule, how about this? If you break a rule and you're caught and it's proven, you add 24 hours.
No, 24 hours.
You
Don't
can't
break a
break
rule.
rules.
Don't break a rule.
You add another
It's
hour.
as simple.
I like
Don't
that.
break a rule.
You add another hour.
No.
24 hours.
Who's going to break a rule? There's 2 rules that you're going to follow. Don't leave the studio unless you're going to pee or poop.
You know what's really going to suck?
So you have to stay
after
in
the
this
show
space.
and
In this
after
space.
our post-show prep when everybody else leaves.
Yeah.
We're gonna
See you, fellas.
Can you? You could do anything you want. So, can you bring a tablet and watch Netflix?
Yeah,
You'll have the
So
computer
you
here.
do what
Computer, I mean,
You got
want.
the TV
You need to
here.
I
stay.
totally want to be a
This
part
is
of
a
this.
prison cell.
You will be, at this point when this competition is over, you will be damn near 7, almost 8 months pregnant.
So I'm tiny.
That doesn't
tiny.
matter.
Yeah, it's
Dude,
We're
we
talking
can
about
have it
4-year-old
in
child.
studio birth.
Hey, listen.
Yeah.
If the lawyers say yes and she says yes,
I mean,
Are
all
we
right, I guess so.
allowing this?
If
maybe-
legally,
Hey, Riz,
I'm
should
not
she
sure
make-
if
It's
a
like
pregnant
going-
chick is going to be allowed to stay in here for 48 hours.
What about
honestly.
if she talks to her doctor about it first?
I've never
Yeah.
rooted for a competitor, but I don't
It's
want
like
you to
going
lose this.
camping nearly.
Speaking of camping,
And 314 says, are you on air for the majority of the 48 hours? That depends on Donnie. That depends on Lux.
Yeah.
They can have us in here with them.
Hey, listen, if it's me, I'm jumping on the air.
Oh, hell yeah. It's something to do.
I'm going to be doing air shifts.
yeah, I'm sure
Yeah.
I will too. If I'm not snoring,
Yeah,
I'll be,
and
I'll be
just
I'm
fine.
going to be doing air shifts.
Right, because once Drew's done at night, his shift's over at 10 o'clock.
Yeah,
After that, it's open for the loser to do what they want to do in here.
that's
Can
true.
you sleep? Yeah, of course you could sleep.
You can sleep if you want,
I mean,
or
this
you
is
can
not
play
like-
nothing but Journey
this
if
is
you
not
want.
Like, this is not like, no,
I
you
know.
can't just play Journey.
You got to follow the
You
rules
need to follow
of the
the
station.
rules of
But I'm
broadcasting
saying,
on this radio
I'm
station.
saying you will be a jock.
Does anybody realize how funny it is? There's tattooing going on.
First of all, Donnie does not do this every year. Donnie stays up and takes.
Yeah, Donnie does not go to sleep.
Does not go to sleep.
Plans
This
with
is
Riz and I,
48
June
hours.
29th. That is a Saturday, 2 o'clock. Hot Shots in Fenton. No, not inside, in the parking lot. It's the Hot Shots Summerfest parking lot party. Myself and Riz will be hosting the thing, and it's the Hot Shots in Fenton again. Awesome day, great events, all kinds of activities. If you were there last year, I know there's a car wash, there's a bike wash, there's a dunking booth. Hopefully my niece won't be in the dunking booth this year. And all kinds of games and stuff to play, obviously food and drink the entire time. It is it's going to be an amazing Hot Shots Summerfest parking lot party again, hosted by Riz and I. Let's see what else. You can get your picture taken with the AB Clydesdales between 2 and 3. You can actually meet Riz and myself from 2 to 4. Yeah, that's actually on this list here. Bud Light Monster Truck's going to be there. Washer and Bag Tournament too. Chippo Challenge with Michelob Ultra and all kinds of food and drink specials. Amazing day, June 29th. Hot Shots Fenton from 2 to 4 with Riz and I. Hot Shots, Sports Bar and Grill, all the games, all the time.
This is honestly the most embarrassing thing I've ever done.
ssmhealth.com/Patrico. It'll take you to a blog that has a very heartfelt letter that I wrote for everybody that is considering weight loss surgery. Whether you are considering going to SSM Health Weight Management Services and having the gastric sleeve, gastric bypass, or even doing the non-surgical options, or if you are just sitting there going, I don't know what to do about my weight, go to the website. There's a video on there I want you to watch. Read what I wrote that really, truly, it took me a while. It took me a bit to find the right words to say, and it's truly from the heart. So go do me a favor, please, ssmhealth.com/Patrico and read the letter there. I just want to tell you that it's the best decision I've ever made. It's extended my life. I'm healthier than I've ever been before. I really, truly do wish I would have done it sooner. And if you're sitting to yourself going, what do I do? What is my next step? Go to the site, get the information there, and then just go and sit down and chat with them. The mental health experts, the dietitians, the doctors, Dr. Morales, Dr. Schwer, absolutely amazing. But please, go to the website, ssmhealth.com/Patrico. It's SSM Health Weight Management Services.
U.S. Open, the Masters, child's play compared to what we went through on that hot afternoon.
I was hungry most of the day. I think we played golf. I think we played golf. I was hungry most of the day.
Yeah, everybody thinks I'm an amazing golfer, but it really points to more about how bad they were, to be honest with you.
Their jaws were on the floor as to how good we were. How good we were driving him. He was, hitting pins out there. I was driving him 463 yards, I think was the distance. And they were like, you guys are the greatest golfers I have ever seen. So we were heading down to Stone Wolf, and the Backspin guys were going to meet us there, and I figured I'd wear something kind of casual, you know, just like my normal sort of golf attire.
You're honestly the best dressed as far as all of us is concerned. He was probably the worst golfer, but Moon was spot on with his dress. As a matter of fact, it went so well that he actually has a line of golf clothes now for the LPGA Tour.
We show up, it was a nice, you know, breezy 117 heat index. And everybody was in good spirits, you know. We started off with a little bit of driving, a little bit of chipping, a little bit of P-wedging, if you will. That's what we call it when we're as good as we are.
This new P-wedge, you should see it. You should see my spin on this P-wedge.
And we loosened up, you know. We picked our carts. I was number 22, and we put our clubs in there, and here we go. Gonna show the pros how to do it.
No mud on the shaft today.
Hey, let me feel your shaft. You got a nice shaft, man.
Travers GMT West. Travers GMT West is out there, Highway 70 and the Bryan Road exit. Stop by the lot, see what I'm talking about. And if you don't find exactly what you want, just tell them what you want, because they're going to find it for you. They're going to get it for you. And chances are it's going to be there the next day, because they constantly have fresh inventory. All makes, all models, so you have everything to choose from. I know some people get a little overwhelmed or stressed out during the car buying experience, but, you know, King Scott and I were just talking about how fun it is, how fun car shopping is, especially when you realize, oh, my goodness, I can be financed, even if you have a poor credit history or whatever. Travers is going to get you handled. Travers Automotive and RV Group guarantees financing right there at Travers GMT West. They have the local relationships because they are locally owned and operated 24-plus years, and that is important. What also is important, like I mentioned, is the choice. All makes, all models. If you've been car shopping before and had the stressful experience, it's probably because you walked into a place knowing that if you buy new, you're going to depreciate that vehicle as soon as you drive it off. That's not how it is. This is a smarter way to buy. Also, you're going to realize, or you're probably going to remember, that you're down to, like, you know, if you're in this class of car or truck, there's only one or two options. Not the case. You're going to realize how many options there actually are when there's all makes and all models and guaranteed financing at Travers GMT West. Check them out online. Check them out, like I said, Highway 70 and the Bryan Road exit in O'Fallon, Missouri. But you got GMTAutowest.com.
And now, a heartfelt message from Tony Patrico. And that was a heartfelt message from Tony Patrico.
Happy birthday, Riz. You old fool.
He didn't. Almost time to get out of here. And the reason that I'm so excited to get out of here is not because, you know, oh, it's the weekend, woohoo, but it's that much closer to Sunday's game.
What's going on Sunday?
Nothing. Just kicking it.
Two more sleeps, guys. 2 more sleeps.
But before we get out of here, we do have some food news. And if you're ever in Fresno, California, there's a pizza place out there that really, really wants you to stop checking your phone. They want you to start talking to each other during dinner. So much so that they're willing to lose money over it. And what I mean by that is this. It's a place called the Curry Pizza Company, and they just started a new policy. If all the people at your table, everybody that, so if it was the 4 of us, every single one of us would have to lock away our phones during dinner, you get a free large pizza. I love this.
That's pretty good.
You know, it's owned by Tim Curry.
Love this. I doubt
That's
that.
so cool. Or Steph Curry.
Stop it. They're also willing to give people the option that if you don't want the pizza, but you still want to lock your phones away, you could donate that pizza to the homeless.
Oh, that's a pretty cool idea.
That is awesome.
Pretty awesome.
That is awesome.
Food news. I don't know how I feel about this. And if you could pull up some pictures of this on your computer so you can kind of get a look of it, just type in Cheetos clothing line.
Are they doing what everybody's doing now and doing the bikinis and all that crap?
Yep. Many of our bodies were shaped by Cheetos, so maybe our clothes should be too. Forever 21 and Cheetos just announced that they partnered up to make an entire line of Cheeto clothing. We're talking shirts, tank tops, bathing suits, flip-flops, socks, and more.
You know who was 20 years too early on this? Because, this would not have been cool 10 or 15 years ago, this whole retro brand clothing. Was Surge. Do you remember when Surge came out?
Oh, yeah.
I had like 7 Surge shirts because they were giving them away for free. It was like a hyper-colored green Surge one with a big logo on it.
I remember those.
And now you're seeing, it's nothing. I mean, if you go into Forever 21 or any of those, even in the men's section in Urban Outfitters, they're making a killing. They're making all of their business on this retro logo stuff.
How about the T-shirts that just look like a cup of noodles or like the ramen package? Like, those are obnoxious, but people buy them like crazy.
But they're awesome. I mean, I'm wearing a Death Row Records shirt.
That shirt's awesome. Every time you wear that, I'm like, I want that shirt.
But some of the stuff is super cool, and it does sort of spark this nostalgic sort of like comfort.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's men and women's clothes available, and it's all on sale now at Forever 21. You can go to their website and you can search their catalog, which is absolutely ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. I think I got a Polaroid shirt. Do I? I got something along those lines. Yeah.
Have you seen this video of this food hero? They're calling this guy an absolute hero. He works at this place called Toppers. And the reason that they're calling him a hero is because he was working at the pizza chain when he walked behind a coworker as they were pulling out a pizza out of a 500-degree oven. Now, while he did it, he accidentally bumped into this guy's arm, and the pizza was headed for the floor. Disaster. An absolute disaster. And what he did was he took the pizza with his bare hands and just as casually as can be, tossed it onto the box.
Like a pizza that right as it came out of the oven?
Dude, it looked like it was planned. It looked like it was planned. It's obnoxious. Look up the video. It's crazy. Just type in Pizza Hero at Topper's Pizza. It is insane. And you know how everybody does those memes where the glasses, the clip art glasses fall down?
Yeah.
And
Thug
next
Life.
episode or whatever is playing in the background? That's what's happening with this guy. Thug life to the extreme.
That's funny.
The worst part is, though, he just got done cleaning the bathroom when he walked past.
Oh, good point. Wash your hands.
And the best part about it is not only did he save the pizza and toss it onto the serving pan, he caught the pizza, tossed it on the serving pan, and just walked away and continued his business. Like, no big thing. I gotcha.
Oh, man. You see the gal when she pulls it out of the oven and it starts going down her face?
She looks like somebody just told her a cat died. So they uploaded the video, and I mean, it went viral instantly. It's been viewed over 4 million times since it was posted on Monday.
Wow.
5.8 million currently.
5.8 million times since this morning.
That's even more.
This I can food news. I can get behind. Taco Bell bringing back their nacho fries. I don't think anybody thought they were going to be gone forever. This is one of those things that it's such a nostalgia thing now, even though they're brand new. Taco Bell is genius when they do this. They bring out an item, people love it, they take it away for 6 months, and then bring it back and go, it's the return.
Say, didn't we just talk about them bringing it back?
Yeah. So here's what they did to promote the return of nacho fries. They actually created a fake movie, and I'm sure you've seen these. The first one, I think, had Timothy Olyphant. The second one had James Marsden. They do like these mini movies where it looks like you're watching a trailer for a movie, but it's all about nacho fries. And they even have a song about this. It's called Love of My Life, and it's ridiculous, but it's awesome.
My seasoning is my reasoning. The taste of you I could never replace. The melt of your cheese brought me to my knees. You got me begging, baby, please don't leave.
It's like a Wednesday night worship song.
Again, this is about nacho fries, okay?
Yeah. That's an amazing
Do I have to say goodbye to the taste of nacho fries?
Build up. My favorite line is, the melt of your cheese brought me to my knees.
Moon, as a musician and a singer, maybe you do this too, but my first thought was that guy's got a great voice. Obviously a professional singer. obviously a musician. And at what point did he go from trying to get a tour of the world in a rock band and get a record deal to, screw it, I'm doing jingles?
Yeah, I'm sure he's got a bunch of records out, and somebody said, "Hey, I'll pay you to do this," and he went,
Right.
"Ooh, I don't know, it's against my '90s sort of vibe."
Right, yeah. Well, I have to get rid of the goatee.
And then he did it and cashed a check and fed his kids and goes, "Hey, well, hell, does anybody else want to?"
Do you guys know I'm an artist?
The amount of band guys that I knew growing up in the local music scene when we were going out 3 times a week to see local bands, that I would look at them and just go, "You have a great voice. Go do jingles. You'll make so much money."
Yeah.
Everybody wanted that record deal. And that's what I think of when I hear somebody like that.
This guy's he's a known actor. He's from Glee.
Oh, is he?
Darren Criss. He's one of the guys from Glee. He was on the show for 5 years. So it's Criss. Does that count even though it just sounds like it?
Yeah, isn't Chris Angel like that? Criss?
Maybe.
I think he has a Z in there.
Are we going to count it?
It's not Peter Chris's kid, is it?
Oh, that's 2 first names.
Are we counting it?
I'm going to say it. Let's count 2 first names.
Finally
funny.
here.
That sounded legitimately just like a church song.
Darren Criss and his brother, Chuck Criss.
Okay. All right. One more food story here. Cold Stone Creamery. Anybody a fan?
Yeah, you know.
I think so.
I am, but it's got to be like, I can't do it every day. Because Cold Stone Creamery is the type of ice cream that when you eat it, like...
It's rich.
It's rich. Like, I can go to Dairy Queen. Old Tony could go to Dairy Queen and get an extra large and hammer it in 10 minutes and be totally fine with that. Pints of ice cream, dunzo, see ya. Cold Stone, I got myself a medium and barely finished it.
But they do have the best presentation. Like, it looks really cool.
It does, with the slab and them using the little chop things. It's great.
The sound is cool.
Yep. Well, they got a new flavor coming out, and I am actually surprised that this hasn't been a flavor there already.
Chocolate.
No. It's a cereal. It's a cookie dough cereal from Cold Stone Creamery. No, it's the Cold Stone Creamery cookie dough, but it's inspired into a cereal now.
Oh, so it's
you
not
can
a
get it in the
cereal
store.
flavor. It's just a cereal.
It's a cereal based on their cookie dough ice cream. It's called
that's
Cookie Don't You Want Some?
That's clever. I wonder how it's going to do. I don't know if people really like sweet cereals. You know, I mean, Grape Nuts is huge, and Cheerios.
Grape Nuts is huge if you're 93.
Nah, Grape Nuts is great.
I like Grape Nuts.
See?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, point.
Rub.
It's good. It's just, it doesn't like me. Let's put it that way.
Oh, I don't want to know anymore.
What happens?
Tough to digest.
Keeps you regular?
Yeah.
Oh, it keeps probably him more.
If it made me regular, that'd be awesome.
But anyway, this cereal has got cookie dough flavored cereal and marshmallows, so we'll see how it does. But that is your food news. Stop laughing, Moon.
All right, let's get this
Stop
thing
it.
off.
I'm just looking
Are
at
you
how
going
long
from
it
are
is.
you going from bottom to where are you going? What are you doing?
Now he's going to shave it into the Hitler, right?
Yes.
Hey.
No.
I'm gonna get rid of the flavor saver part first. Oh man, look how long that is. That's like 5 inches by itself.
Oh my God.
Wow, look at that. Hang on.
Just
Now-
do a nice little swipe down the bottom.
We're going all the way through this guy.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
that was a squirrel. It looks like a red fox. You have a red fox scarf.
If you guys want to check this out, Beard Cam will be activated and will be on throughout the shaving of Patrico's monstrosity.
Oh, this is
1057thepoint.com/Riz. And thank you guys again for answering the Eagle call. It's The Riz Show.
The Rizzuto Show on 105.7 The Point.
So right now there's just a stripe down the middle of Patrico's face, and it's uneven, which is even better.
I gotta see it. I can't
Just
even
the
see
beginning.
Look at yourself in the webcam.
It's not on me right now. It's on Beard Be Gone cam.
Well, it's gonna have to come off.
Oh my God.
And we just took press photos too.
This is insane. This is insane.
It's gonna be good.
This looks ridiculous already. Like this right here is
Do you have a
ridiculous.
design in mind?
Yeah,
Okay.
I got a whole
This-
thing.
this
It's gonna
looks-
take me a few minutes, so.
This is insanity.
All
Like
right,
I mean,
9:27.
oh.
Tuesday, one final look at your traffic and weather. Here's Patrico.
Enjoy being single for life, you whale.
If I was single, this would definitely put the nail in the coffin.
Coming at you. Yeah, the shaving and shaping is still going on. Moon, you are an artiste.
Thank you. Thank you.
It looks ridiculous, which is mission accomplished. Have you guys heard what other small businesses are saying about Spectrum Business Internet and Phone? Tom with Core for Fitness says Spectrum Business gives us the fastest internet service, but also at the best price. Kyle with Anytime Fitness says, we love the reliability of Spectrum Business. We love the cost and savings that it provides. We're saving a lot of money. Spectrum Business allows us to work more efficiently. And this is why your business needs Spectrum Business. First off, you've got 100 meg internet that's up to 15 times faster than AT&T Business Edition Internet Elite for only $39.99 a month, and reliable business phone for only $29.99 a month per line with free unlimited long distance and over 30 free business calling features. What is it now? Oh, that looks terrific. You got to keep that for the game tonight, by the way.
I'm telling you.
Plus, with Spectrum Business, there are no contracts, no taxes, no hidden fees. So I think it's time your business made the switch to Spectrum Business. Call 855-327-8001 and make the switch. That's 855-327-8001. Spectrum Business, call now.
The Rizzuto Show.
Let me see that thing. Oh, I like the little twist at the bottom.
Yeah, he's got to put little rubber bands on those. You could tie them together.
Yeah, Ben, can you get some rubber bands if you could?
I don't want to put rubber bands on the end of them.
Why?
No.
You have to, like Captain Lou.
No, I don't
Like
have
Captain
to.
Lou.
I don't have to.
Well,
I did what was told. I didn't say
Yeah, but if
put
you want
flair
to look,
in
if
it.
you want
The
it to
left
look right,
ponytail's coming out.
yeah, make sure you post pictures of this.
Look at the chops
This
on you,
here. This looks good. Let's do crap on.
So next on the docket is Jeff Burton's sexy calendar from the competition, well, 2 competitions ago. Remember, it was the sexy calendar shoot. Calendar is complete, and you could buy it for the first time Friday at the Hot Shots, Manchester. $10. Jeff will be down there. He'll sign it if you like.
Yes, he will.
And for the first time, we're going to see it right now.
My God. Oh, my God.
These things have been in boxes for about a week now, sealed up.
Yep.
We haven't seen these before. Oh, I can't wait.
The best description I can... Are we doing this now or are we doing our
No,
new
we're
picks
going
now?
to see them now.
Okay. The best description I can tell you is each month, if you just think about it, each month of a calendar has a certain theme or a holiday or something, and that's what we went with each one. So, like, February would have some sort of Valentine theme. March would have a St. Patrick's theme, that sort of thing.
And by the way, if you can't make it out on Friday, there will be another opportunity for you to grab a calendar. We'll give you those details as soon as they become... solvable. Let's see the cover.
Oh my God.
Here we go. Here is the cover of Jeff Burton's Real or Fake Punishment Calendar. Looking good.
Nice.
Nice little cover. All right, Jeff Burton's Real or Fake Punishment. There it is.
Yeah.
What is the
logo?
What's
Cartoon?
the first month that you're going to pop up? Is
April.
Go April. Okay.
Let's see. Oh God. Are we streaming this on Twitch?
We are.
All right. Here we go. Here is April. Oh my God. It's an Easter theme. And Jeff's in bunny ears and a skirt.
He is topless.
Oh my
Skirt,
goodness!
and he's watering flowers.
You look like
least he still has his
enjoying
watch
that.
on.
You look like a disaster.
Is that an S&M mask?
It's not labeled as such, but it can be
It's like
used.
an S&M mask with bunny ears.
Yeah, that's actually from Patricia's.
All right.
His watch is
He's
sexy.
having so
That's
much
April.
fun.
It's got the
Wow,
it's
dude!
got the Easter theme. Okay, next.
Wow!
Here's
Goodness gracious!
What is May's theme?
It's all out.
My birthday, so it's a gender reveal, basically.
Okay, and
sweet.
Jeff has a robe on which is open and his junk is
Oh,
pixelated.
my
And that is
goodness.
my actual robe. And look at that bullet wound right
Look
there.
at that from when you had your colostomy bag. It's just
Let's see, pretty much all of Jeff there.
Sexy.
There is no,
Yeah, there
no
is.
Photoshop in there.
Is it cold in the room because your nips are pronounced?
It wasn't cold. It was hot. Am I right?
So you got a
Ben?
wig?
Yeah.
You got a wig on?
I hate May.
And God bless you, Video Ben is the one that took these pictures.
Oh,
Yeah,
Mine
that-
had to see a lot
I'll be in
of
therapy
me.
for a bit.
Fine job, sir. How was he as a subject?
You know, he was really willing for about anything.
Did he enjoy it?
Yeah, I think the only weird thing was it was a stipulation that he kept his socks on the entire time.
That is very true.
That's Jeff.
All right.
Okay, that's May. Let's go with June.
I did not realize the stoma was that pronounced on the.
Is that what they call that, a stoma?
Yeah. Good Lord.
Here comes June.
Oh, that's John. You're kicking it with the ladies.
Yeah, that's
Jeff
a postcard.
I don't like what are those? That's underwear, isn't it? That's not swim
Are
trunks.
those tidy whities?
Oh, no,
But
those
they're-
are tidy blueies.
I was gonna say, are those tidy
No,
navies?
no. They're like mid-thigh, but I had them pulled up. What I'm doing
it
on
looks like
Sunday,
you're in-
and Tony, I'm running a half marathon. That's 13.1 miles. I'm slightly over the age of 35, so this will be a struggle. It will be my third one if I do finish it. But I'm getting a little bit of help from our friends at Victory Men's Health because I got a hold of them yesterday and finished the conversation today. I think I'm going to go by the new Town and Country location, which
nice.
From what I hear is fantastic. I want to see what these zero gravity chairs are all about, Tony.
Everybody, I've talked to a few people that have gone out to that location, and they say it sounds silly that it makes that big of a difference, but it really, truly does.
I don't know what that means. What does it mean?
It
zero
basically
gravity?
feels like you're floating. Like it doesn't even feel like you're sitting in a chair. It feels like you're floating.
I kind of feel like that right now.
Okay. You probably don't need to go there.
Is everybody at the new Town and Country location as nice and as cool as the other one? I hope so. They have to
It's
be,
exactly
right?
the same.
Exactly. No, I mean everybody, because everybody over there in Illinois is fantastic people. Victory Men's Health. Whether you're 172 like myself and going to do a half marathon on Sunday, and you might need a little boost, something like that. Testosterone is what I do. Once a week, I do a shot, and it has been fantastic. The reason being because I went to a place where there's a doctor. Victory Men's Health. VictoryMen'sHealth.com. Make an appointment. Get your blood drawn. If you're thinking you're low on something, they'll be able to tell you, yes, it's this, or no, you're good. VictoryMen'sHealth.com. Be you again.
All right,
there it
round
goes.
and round she goes. Jeff, where she stops,
Oh,
nobody
there it
knows.
goes. Oh boy, I'm so nervous. I got.
What's it going to be? Is it going to be nip? Is it going to be?
Go TP Tap!
No, Pierce.
You know, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm kind of disappointed.
I'm super disappointed.
Okay, okay. All right, needles away.
Darn it anyway.
He got out of it. He got out of this again.
Darn it anyway.
All right, well, I guess, ink is going to arm right here. This is happening. Jeff is serving out his punishment.
She's actually starting with the TP.
Oh, she is?
Yep. Needle
That
in
mic
arm
5,
right
all right.
now.
Well, it's really happening.
There it is.
Hey,
Give him a
while
tattoo
Jeff
then.
is being tattooed, should we discuss the next punishment?
I believe so.
That's a great idea.
I believe so.
Jeff, can you have a conversation while this happens?
Absolutely.
Are you one of those straight facers?
So let's just.
I'm good. I
All
forgot
right,
that
let's
I got a
discuss the next
microphone.
punishment because we got to make our real or fake picks
All
Okay.
right.
in a couple minutes here. Where are you going? You're part of this too.
Really?
Yes, you are.
You're part of this
Pregnancy ain't
team.
gonna get you out of this one.
Oh no, I don't know if she could. I don't know if she could.
You're
I don't know
right.
if she could serve it out, but you are.
I don't know if- I don't
You're
know.
part of
Why?
this team, so you have to discuss.
You have to
don't know if-
discuss it.
Listen, you have to. You're part of this team. You have to discuss
Okay.
the
You have to
punishment.
dis-
But I don't know.
I don't know if you.
Because you were with child, I don't know if you can participate in this punishment.
All right, so
In good conscience.
Can we decide and see?
Nah, I think you're gonna not want to do this. I'm just saying.
Can we let her? Yeah, let her.
First of all,
decide?
this is going to be difficult for everyone. I mean, anyone. This is going to.
all right.
We'll talk
so
it out. You'll
Moon
see.
as the king of cans. The punishment for this new competition, real or fake, will be.
You got to stay in this studio for 48 hours.
That's it.
You don't go anywhere.
You gotta
48
stay
hours
in
straight.
the studio
the
for
guy with
48
Crohn's
hours.
disease has a question.
Food is brought to you. We'll get to all the questions. Food is brought to you. You do not leave.
Bathroom?
You are stuck in here.
Of course you could go. You
go to the
course,
bathroom in
a
plastic
bucket.
bags. Ben, the video guy, will
I
empty them
just had
for
my
you.
colostomy again.
No, of course you. There's a bathroom right down the hall. That's the only bathroom you can use.
No, unless number 2.
If you're number 2, you can
If
go
you're number
upstairs.
2, you go
Okay,
upstairs.
All right. Wait, you talking about third floor upstairs? Or you talking about
No, you
upstairs?
go over
in
here.
the
No.
office?
We're talking upstairs in the public bathroom. This is the worst punishment in the world for me.
Okay, but
Oh, I
40,
didn't think of that. for
48 hours. Now, this is an idea inspired by Patrico. He and I have been talking about all sorts of things because
So
we weren't sure who's
48
gonna win.
hours straight in the studio. You cannot leave, and you'll be on camera the whole time.
Exactly right.
We'll get a special webcam, and you will be observed at all times.
Yeah, and here's the thing. So people say, well, who's to say they can't go to the bathroom and just hang out there all the time? Well, because you will have to put up like a no. Went to the bathroom, be back in 5. And people are going to be watching the webcams. Even when it's 3 in the morning, people are going to be here
That's
watching.
right. And if you break a rule, how about this? If you break a rule and you're caught and it's proven, you add 24 hours.
No, 24 hours.
You
Don't
can't
break a rule.
rules.
Don't break a rule.
You add another hour.
It's as simple. Don't break a rule.
You add another hour.
No.
24 hours.
Who's going to break a rule? There's 2 rules that you're going to follow. Don't leave the studio unless you're going to pee or poop.
You know what's really going to suck?
So you have to stay
after
in
the
this
show
space.
and
In
after
this
our
space.
post-show prep when everybody else leaves.
Yeah.
See you, fellas.
Can you? You can do anything you want. Like so. Can you bring a tablet and watch Netflix?
Yeah, you'll have the computer
or
here.
do what
Computer,
you
I mean,
You got
want.
the TV
You need to
here.
I totally want to be a
This
part
is
of this.
a prison cell.
You will be, at this point when this competition is over, you will be damn near 7, almost 8 months pregnant.
So I'm tiny.
That doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's
Dude,
We're
we
talking
can
about
have an
4-year-old child.
in-studio birth.
Hey, listen.
Yeah.
If the lawyers say yes and she says yes,
I mean,
are
all
we
right, I
allowing
guess so.
this?
If
I would
legally,
totally-
I'm not sure if a
It's like
pregnant
going-
chick is going to be allowed to stay in here for 48 hours.
What about
honestly.
if she talks to her doctor about it first?
I've never
Yeah.
rooted for a competitor, but I don't
It's
want
like
you to
going
lose this.
camping nearly.
Speaking of camping,
And 314 says, are you on air for the majority of the 48 hours? That depends on Donnie. That depends on Lux.
Yeah.
They can have us in here with them.
Hey, listen, if it's me, I'm jumping on the air.
Oh, hell yeah. Something to do.
I'm going to be doing air shifts.
yeah, I'm sure I will too if I'm not snoring.
Hell of a week, fellas.
Isn't it weird that nobody's bummed out because they got locked out or anything?
Yeah, I was just going to address that. No real or fake results today. Real or fake results will be on Monday when Riz gets back into town. Full show together on Monday. I got to say thank you, fellas, for, being there for me while I try and screw up hitting every button behind this board. It is
And if that's what you were trying to do, you nailed it.
Yeah,
man.
he's been
You
great.
really
It's
did.
a daunting task back here to do what Riz does and do it, so smoothly. But you guys really stepped up, so I appreciate that. So thank you for all your help the past 2 days. It's been amazing.
What
It's
you
been a
didn't
lot of
just
fun.
see was King Scott, like reaching around the board and almost trying to hit a button.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Make sure this weekend that you head to the website, get caught up on all the podcasts. Also, you can get caught up on the specialty podcasts like Donnie and Jeff and Jamie Rivers have a Last Minute Blues podcast. Are you guys going to record one before Sunday's game?
We're gonna do our best to line up schedules. We can't get Jamie in here today, so we'll have to do it. But we're gonna do our best to do something. Yes.
Awesome.
Yesterday's was great.
Yeah,
Great. Fun.
Thank you, man.
I think they're fantastic, and
good,
I
it was
like
funny and
I like
good
that they're
information.
short, man. And I know that's kind of counteractive considering that myself and King Scott do an hour-long podcast.
Yeah, right.
But I think it's great, man. It's great to get in, great to get out, and you guys are really, really informative and, like he said, entertaining as well. So,
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
also, the Worst of the Week podcast will go up sometime this afternoon. Myself and King Scott. Very special episode today. We will have a royal roommate update, and apparently he's got a lot to say today.
Oh, dude, I've been looking forward to this for a week or two.
Look how happy he is.
Scott
right now.
actually
can't
does
wait.
look a little.
Oh, he
Soon
should be
it's going to
worried.
be the ex-roommate update.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
Listen, and I've told him from day one, I run everything by him, and he has every right to say no, and he agreed to this. So,
I didn't know it was this roommate. I thought you were talking about someone
you
else's
don't have
roommate.
any other roommates.
He meant your roommate,
I know,
right?
I-
Not just a roommate.
I thought it was going to be like this really cool guy is someone else's roommate.
No. Moon, what's on the blog and the podcast?
Everything we covered today, crap on celebrity sports, headline Hooge. We also have some St. Louis news. Schlotsky's returning to St. Louis. There's a St. Louis Taco Festival that's coming up. Colorado moved an entire highway because it was cheaper than moving a boulder that was in their way. A really funny video from a 4-year-old with patoots out. Actually, it was a lady behind him had patoots out on an airplane. See what he said, because it is funny, and he's definitely speaking our language. And we're always public service announcements sort of deliverers, and a very important one, Donnie. Gonorrhea and pneumonia bugs found in dirty bed sheets after just 1 week. So
Yikes.
you should be washing them once a week. Check that out. Your Friday fails and everything else on the blog and podcast titled That's a $13 Punch. 1057thepoint.com/Riz.
Johnny, what do we got coming up?
I am going to do my best to concentrate for the next 4 hours. We'll see how it goes.
Good
All
luck.
right.
Okay.
I got
Good
a
luck.
ton of stuff to give away. Obviously, we've got a bunch of shows coming up next week, but we'll give away a bunch of stuff. We'll talk blues. We'll play a bunch of music. We're going to have a great time between 10 and 2. Hang out.
it, Donnie.
Yep.
Full show again, back together on Monday. Hopefully, there is something to be celebrating on Monday morning when we are here. Thank you to Dapper Donuts for dropping off donuts on National Donut Day. Donnie, help yourself over there.
I will.
And again, I mean, let's go Blues.
Let's go.
Let's go Blues. We end the show today with a Team Riz Member of the Day song selection. Yes?
This is Scott's favorite song, by the way.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And real quick, can I quote Red Green? Keep your stick on the ice.
The Mattress Direct Team Riz Member of the Day, Dalton Edwards. His song selection is this right here. Have a good weekend. Goodbye.
All right.